up because I got a Jill back up in this motherfucker. What's going down, goddamn? Just came through to chop it up with y'all a little bit today, you know what I'm saying, before the upcoming fights this weekend and shit. Got the usual suspects on the panel, my man Chris Rayner, Ricky Fontaine, aka Pretty Ricky, what they call him, main boxing biker. Of course, Marlo, none other. Roughhouse Boxing TV.
Jill.
Peace, the legendary Top Cats. You know what I'm saying? I see Earl Taylor Sr. came through this, so on deck. Yeah, we in this motherfucker. Let me make
Good
sure
with
I
it,
got my
man.
volume straight. Goddamn Sean the Icon, what's up with it? Hell yeah, I see truck fighting on the zone.
Yeah,
Goddamn, all right, that's what's up. Look forward to seeing that shit. Don Dada, what's up with it? Salute all.
salute.
Block fam, Marlo, let my ass in the gym, goddamn shit. Come on up in this motherfucker. My man Little Feezy was going down. Salute Marlo's corner. Darnell Kirkland was cracking, goddamn. Yeah, like I said, we just came through to chop it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, about some potential matchups that we've been hearing about through the grapevine and the fights that's coming up this weekend. You know what I'm saying? We all been having debates and shit, talking about Earl Spence fighting against Canelo potentially, because you know they've been talking shit. Canelo fighting against Callum Smith, you know what I'm saying? That'll be a big deal in my opinion. Let me go out this shit and come back in. Yeah, that'll be a big deal in my opinion. Jay Good, what's up with it? What's shaking? Little Rock, what's going down? Goddamn Yellow Rose, what's up with it? Just stopping by to say hi. Appreciate you stopping by. Jacob Jennings, what's up? What's good, fellas? Texas listening in, goddamn. You know, I already know I'm from Texas. Top Cats, he down there in H-Town. I'm in Central Texas and shit. Main up in the chats and shit. Jacob say like button smash. Appreciate that shit. King Louis, what's going down, fam? What's up with it?
What's
He
good?
say salute to Marlo. He don't say what's up to Trey X. See, people they be doing that old passive aggressive shit. That's what you doing. You being passive aggressive, my nigga. Stormy Beeman, what's up with it, man? What's going down? Salute Marlo's corner. Main say thanks for coming through and chopping it up with us. Yeah. Oh shit, what's up with it? Salute Trey X, Marlo, chat in the panel. Yeah. Salute
What's
to the chat in the panel. Yeah, I knew what you was talking about and shit. Yeah, Marlo, he had the little list over there with the stuff we talking about. We're gonna find some room to do that trivia and shit and do them breakdowns and shit too in the future. So today we just gonna chop it up about boxing a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I see my man Mark Wonderlick just stopped up in this bitch. Haven't been getting any notifications from a lot of my channels I'm sub to. King Lewis say salute to you, salute Trey. You know it ain't like that. I'm just fucking with you, bro. I already know. But yeah, man, what y'all want to talk about first, man? Which one of them matchups and shit? Cause
Hey,
I know.
hold. Hey, I was gonna say, hold up, man. Before we get into like upcoming matchups, man, I want to hear a little bit from everybody about the Wilder performance, man, and what y'all thoughts on the fight was.
Well, shit, I can't really say too much that ain't already been said. I mean, the shit was beautiful. I'm glad to see it. That shit raised my man's stock a lot. And I really shouldn't even be surprised, man, because we living in the social media age. Every time you do something major, that shit is potential to go viral. You know what I'm saying? This man is getting these devastating knockouts after devastating knockout. So shit, I'm just not surprised. That motherfucking time bomb just went off, and that motherfucker just shot up as far as his stature and shit in the game, man. So I was happy as fuck to see that shit. Best fight the
That's
best. What's going down?
what's good with it?
BFTB. Yeah, man, I feel the same way you feel, man. But I'm gonna say this, and I may be the only one to say this, bro. I I would really like to have seen a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? The 2 minute first round KOs, devastating. They crowd pleasing. But Wilder had been working on a lot of different stuff. You know, he was talking about going back to basics and the fundamentals, and we were starting to see in the very beginning, man. You know, some of that body work that he had been working on. And I would like to have seen a little bit, you know, maybe another round or so, you know what I'm saying, to see what all he been working on. But then again, that may have gave too much away to future opponents, man. But I would have liked to have seen a little bit more than that. But hey, beautiful knockout. The power is there. The power ain't never went nowhere. I know 3 drops of P came out when AJ saw that. You know what I'm saying? And hey, salute to the king,
I
Bomb
think it
Squad.
went perfectly. I don't think it could have went any better. First round knockout, that gives a fighter mystique. That puts him in that Mike Tyson type of category. I
Yep.
want my man to get recognition right now. I salute what you're saying as far as talking about him building up his skills and stuff like that. But he's been doing that consistently throughout his career. Right now, I want to see him get his just due. And like what he just got after that fight, I'm seeing CBS and all these different platforms putting up his highlights and shit. Everybody loving it. I'm seeing way more likes than dislikes. All the haters is getting flooded out in the comment section. Ain't nobody trying to hear it. He did the shit a lot more in a more dominating fashion than what Anthony Joshua did against Brazil. I think
Mm-hmm.
that shit went perfectly. It couldn't have went no better.
That's
Yeah,
what's
I
up.
agree. That was a hell of a statement. You know,
Yep.
especially when you facing common opponents. That was a hell of a statement. You know what I'm saying? The way it happened, I thought the nigga was dead. I was happy with it.
Hey,
Hey man,
Yeah.
go ahead.
yo, yo, I was there live, and it was electric, bro. Let me tell you, when it happened, we all stood up and we went crazy, man. Listen, man, people gotta stop fronting on Wilder, bro. Wilder is very, very, very famous. See, Anthony Joshua and his team think Wilder is not as popular as he is, man. Listen, that stadium was sold out. I was there. I made videos showing the stadium. It was sold out, man. It was packed, jam packed to the point where people were standing up. You feel me? When the knockout happened, it was perfect, bro. See, Wilder, we can't deny this man for having a lot of. We can't stop the fact that he had a lot of first round knockouts that was devastating, and we don't need to we don't need to destroy the point that he knocked opponents out very early, because Mike Tyson was doing the same thing. In fact, Let's Go champ Shannon Briggs hold a record for a lot of first round knockouts, which is like 37. Wilder is sneaking up there. Wilder is about, I think he got about 20 or 21.
Yeah, he at
You feel
20
me?
now.
20.
Yeah, I love to see him hit that record, man. That's crazy. You feel me? He said he's the Bronze Bomber, boy. He in Barclays Center. He's the Brooklyn Bomber or the Bronx Bomber. Respect
Yeah,
to that man, man.
I agree with what y'all say, man. I do. I believe that the knockout is something that elevates boxing. When you got a fighter knocking out everybody, just like we did in the '90s with Mike Tyson. I mean, from what I remember, that was one of the best times in boxing that I remember around that time when Mike Tyson was knocking everybody out and going back to back and knocking everybody out in dramatic fashion, not just knocking them down over and over, but just knocking them straight out where they sleeping or they out for the count. And I think that could probably elevate boxing too, because I believe boxing's got good momentum right now, and I believe Deontay Wilder is the one that's gonna probably put us back up top there where we love it.
Well, let me piggyback off that a little bit. Y'all already know that most of the time the heavyweights is what lead boxing. And this right here, like we was talking about this earlier when we was off air. This is a very unique time to where we got a heavyweight division that's full of fighters that don't really got that one punch knockout power. Like when you look at Tyson Fury, you look at somebody like Big Baby. Goddamn, my mom kind of going blank, but a lot of these fighters, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got that one punch knockout power the way that the fighters had of the past. So when it comes to that excitement and shit, it's really like Deontay Wilder kind of carrying that by himself as far as the heavyweight division go. Because he's that one motherfucker that's a highlight reel waiting to happen. Can't say the same
Yeah,
thing about somebody like Anthony Joshua. He not a one punch knockout artist type of person. You know what I'm saying? So really Deontay Wilder is really doing a big service to boxing when he going out there getting these highlight reel type knockouts. You know what I'm saying? Square business. Let me look in the
that's
chat a little
facts.
bit, man. What's up to Tone Bangers? Goddamn. Ramsey Suitin the second. Piece of the chat and salute to the LDBC. Goddamn, we scroll down. Leonard Ellie Beach knows what's up with it. What's good, everybody? Got hired at Walmart, passed the background check. Go in for my orientation Saturday. I'll be at the produce associate. All right, that's what's up, bro. Goddamn.
Congratulations.
Yeah, best fight, the best. Said Wilder's punch
Man,
placements was dope for that fight. Yeah. Yeah, square business. And another thing about Wilder, like people don't give Wilder a lot of credit for his technique, but you know, Wilder was actually taller than Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. And if
Mm-hmm.
you look at them in the fight, Brazil looked like he was taller than Wilder because he was standing up straight, and Wilder kind of had that. He had that bend at the waist a little bit. He ain't just standing up straight. You know what I'm saying? That makes you easier to hit. And people don't give Wilder enough credit for shit like that, man. Let me go back in the chat a little bit. Don Dada, Urban Dictionary says the Dominic Brazil got his ass whooped, bomb squad style, like that. Yeah. Jacob Jennings said, all you guys are very informative. very knowledgeable about the sport of boxing. I learned a lot about the game. Salute my brothers. Appreciate you coming through. Tone Banger said Wilder gained 400,000 Twitter followers overnight. Yeah. Jay Good, what's up, homie? Facts. Best fight the best. Said I thought he died too. He said I was there and I thought he died. Damn, I don't get jealous too often, man. But I wish I could have been there at that shit, man. That shit was electric. I already know. Tom Banks said my brother is officially a boxing fan again because of Wilder, huh? Stormy Beeman said AJ saw that knockout and turned to her and said, "Fuck no, yeah." Tom Banks said, "Congrats on the new job, yeah, for sure." Stormy Beeman, talking about her. Lawrence Williams, one time. What's up, bro? What's good? My man, CB Sports was going down. Salute to Marlo's Corner. Let me scroll down some more. Mark Wonderlick say, yo, facts. AJXNI, what's up with it? What's going down? El Fenici, why you ain't got your scary ass on the panel? You be the main one talking about we need to do more live stream, and you got your ghost smelling ass down there in the chat. Jacob Jennings. Yeah, Jacob Jennings said everybody can't be undefeated. Somebody has to lose. These guys should be on the third fight against each other, in my opinion. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. You know what? I was watching this documentary. I think it's called Counterpunch. It got Little B-Hop, it got Peter Quillen, and it got this amateur named Cam F. Awesome. And they gave a good explanation to me why the O means so much in boxing these days as far as being undefeated. And it's actually started before Mayweather. See, because it's because the belts and shit and the rankings have deteriorated. Like when you got so many belts, it like the importance isn't placed on the belts like it used to be. And then when you got people paying for rankings and shit, you know what I'm saying, paying to put their guy in a number one contention and stuff like that, that makes it hard for fans to look at that and trust that who the best fighter is. So that they can stand as being undefeated. If you undefeated to a fan, they see you as dominating the sport. You see what I'm saying? So as the belts decline, the old record incline. You see what I'm saying? So I thought that was interesting when was talking about this shit. El Fenici, Joe 56984, what's up with it? ESPN reporter Dan Rayfield collapsed at a press conference today. Damn. Hope the motherfucker be all right. Stormy B said,
I think it's like his second, third time to do that. Salute, Phil.
That's the second or third time collapsing?
No, yeah, saying that he collapsed. He want that nigga to collapse bad.
Okay. That did sound familiar, yeah. Beam said AJ is a boys bar type dude. Baby oil and Speedos, goddamn. I don't even want to picture them. Goddamn, keep that to yourself. Act Richard, what's up with it? Lighting BK. All right, Leonard LB knows that Wilder has dynamite in his glove. Yeah, for sure, man. That like a heavyweight hitman Hearns when it comes to that right hand for real. That shit is crazy, man. Jay Good said he's injecting life. The masses have always stopped and stared at knockouts. It's been missing a division for the sport. People are paying attention. Yeah, hashtag I'm driving. I appreciate you coming through. Tom Banks, OG, Dan Rayfield. Yeah, like Marlo said, motherfuckers say that all the time. Don Dollar, yeah, you said that shit. Hold on, Dan passed out. Let me scroll down and get about that shit. Lala D, the woman of the hour, too sweet to be sour. Vamos Campeona, what's up with it? What's going down? Earl Taylor Sr., salute to the corner. Yeah, what it do? Let me scroll down. Ron Far Rock, what's up, man? Salute to the fam. Why not? Said, I think the Ortiz and Fury fights really helped Wilder. He met adversity in both and put in some rounds in both. The Fury fight, I believe, humbled him to sharpen the skills. And we was talking about something similar to that in a hangout one day. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Wilder offered the $50 million before the Ortiz fight. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. And I'm thinking that it would have been better on Joshua to fight Wilder then. Because to me, I'm seeing Wilder get better. I'm seeing him get more confident. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing the star power rise, so where he's becoming more valuable. I think it would have been better for Joshua to fight him then. Wilder's going to be an even harder fighter to beat now. What y'all think about that shit, man? We start with you, bro. What you think?
Good, fam.
What's up, bro?
Say it one more time, bro.
What you think about Wilder versus Joshua? Do you think it got harder for Wilder for Joshua since Wilder has fought against Ortiz and Fury? Or do you think it would have been better for Joshua to fight Wilder back then or to fight him now?
Yeah, I thought it would have been better for AJ to take that $15 million and see what it do then now I favor Wilder even more in that fight.
Yeah, I agree, man. Because if you look at it from the point of let me see, from Stavern second fight up until where we at right now. Well, I said the first fight, the Stavern first fight up until where we are now, man. The knockouts are consistent, but the rest of his toolkit, bro, has grown exponentially, bro, massively. You know what I'm saying? The hook is got. I mean, the jab has gotten better and crisper. You know what I'm saying? He's working off of the jab, man. Now you starting to see elements of body work incorporated into the game, bro. That can't do nothing but help him moving forward, and that's gonna be more of a disadvantage for AJ.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think AJ should have took this man while he was so called to some of the fans green. Everybody be saying Canelo and Mayweather fight happened while Canelo was still green, and even though Canelo had a whole shitload of fights, people were saying Canelo was still green. So that's why Joshua should have took the fight back then. But the fact that he turned down the fight, and now Wilder, little by little, Wilder is learning more skills. He's learning new little hooks. He's learning how to hook off the jab. You feel me? And that's a big part that he learned from Lennox Lewis. We don't see Lennox Lewis teaching this man how to hook off the jab, how to throw the jab with conviction, and how to blind them with the jab and come with the right hand. Who's better with the 1-2 than Lennox Lewis? We don't see Lennox Lewis destroyed a lot of men with that 1-2. And now Wilder got that shit down packed like a motherfucker, and it's gonna make it harder for Joshua to come up in there and do what he gotta do, man. It's gonna be Joshua taking him down. It's gonna be Joshua getting laid out, man. Joshua can't do nothing with this now. Too late for him.
And to piggyback off what you said, he also got experience against one of the best big man moving in the game, which is Fury. He also was able to get to him with all that rolling and footwork, you know what I'm saying, rolling punches and all that. So, you know what I'm saying, his skills have been put to the test way more than Joshua's, in my opinion, too.
Yeah, I gotta agree with what everybody's saying. I love the way he was using that jab, and that's the first thing that caught my eye on this Brazil fight was how he was using his jab. I believe that can elevate his right hand a whole lot more because, like they say, he's blinding them with that, and but not only that, but I saw a lot of power behind that.
So you feel like he getting better. All right, let me jump in the chat. Errol Taylor Sr. said, did EJ fail a VADA test for weed? I have no idea, but if he did, man, they need to legalize that shit, man. Federally, goddamn shit. They don't need to be testing motherfuckers for no weed, for no fight, man.
That damn enhancement.
Only thing I can see that it'll help a motherfucker, that it'll help you go to sleep when you're training. When you cutting weight and shit, it's hard to sleep. It's hard to get a good night's sleep. That's the only way that I can see that shit helping you.
Nah, they trolling. That didn't happen.
What you say?
I said they trolling. That didn't happen. What happened is someone said that Errol Spence said that even if he failed by the test, he would still be able to do something. Do something when it comes to a fight. He didn't say that. It didn't say he actually failed it, but he's saying even if he does. So it's like a little something that somebody said in the video, and a lot of people, the way the guy worded it in the video, I'm not gonna call his name. People think that he might have failed the test. Clickbait type of shit.
Oh, some clickbait, yeah. Errol Taylor Sr. said, just saw the title, didn't watch the video. All right, that explains it. One time said, Cam F. Awesome used to date Michaela Mayer. She has his name tatted on her hand. Yeah, that motherfucker, I saw him on that documentary. He started out as a super heavyweight and shit, and he was trying to qualify for the Olympics, but he took an L. So he went down to the regular heavyweight division at 201, looking slim and trim. He is the most winning amateur boxer in U.S. Boxing history. I don't know what his record is right now, but at the time when I was watching that documentary, he was somewhere around 330 and 30 type shit. You know what I'm saying? So he a bad motherfucker. I wonder why he ain't going pro, because he didn't make the Olympics for the 2016 Olympics. He needs to get his ass in there and start making some money for that shit.
Hey, Earl Taylor, he wasn't talking about you trolling. He was talking about the dude that made that with the fake news.
Yeah, fake news trolling. Xavier the boxing there, what's up with it? Jose Napoles versus Tommy Hearns. Goddamn, you come in straight on the fantasy matchup. I'm gonna take Tommy Hearns in that motherfucker, man. Napoles was a bad motherfucker too, but that's that motherfucker right here, man. I'm taking Tommy Hearns.
Carla Jenkins in the building. Salute, man.
What's up with it? Sean Icon said, I'm here. We chopping it up on anything that comes to your mind. Whatever y'all want to talk about, man. We just talking boxing talk about potential matchups and shit. fights that's coming up this weekend, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? We just want to touch down with y'all a little bit.
Marcus Johnson, salute, fam.
Yeah, Don Dada said White next. You talking about next for Wilder? Yeah, I'm gonna respect that too. Like if Wilder knock out Dillian White, I think that's gonna be player because Dillian White, he about to get a tough fight against Oscar Rivas. And that's a respectable opponent, it seems. You know what I'm saying? Undefeated motherfucker. Got a knockout over Bye Jennings. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't nothing to sneeze at, man. I think that's gonna be good for Wilder. Lala D said Wilder can't be stopped. Bomb squad. Yeah, Earl Taylor said I agree. Wilder got a lot better. What you say, bro?
I was shouting out the people that just came in the building. Red Gloves, salute, fam.
AJX and I said he think it was after. Okay, so it was after. I know it was somewhere around the same time. You know what I'm saying? It had to be close and shit. Jay Good said Joshua also isn't fighting better competition to fight an elite fighter in Wilder. Yeah, I don't disagree with you with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? His resume definitely ain't the strongest, but it ain't just super weak either, but it ain't elite. You know what I'm saying? And Wilder with them, like his shit is way more top heavy than Joshua to me. Like you look at Wilder, he got Ortiz, he got Fury. In my opinion, he beat Fury. And then the similar opponents, like they got Eric Molina, whatever his name was. Both of them got a knockout over him. Both of them got a knockout over Brazil. But that knockout that he got over Brazil was like some knockout of the year type shit. You know what I'm saying? So just looking at the top heaviness, I'm gonna have to give that to Wilder, man, over Joshua. Ali Dago said Wilder knocks out AJ in 3 or less. I ain't gonna say 3 rounds or less because AJ is better than Brazil and all them motherfuckers, but I give him 5 or 6 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna go too much longer than that. What y'all think he'll do, man? We'll start with Maine. What you think he'll how Wilder and Joshua will go?
Listen, bro, I think Joshua don't move his head enough, like everybody been saying. So that's a given. But the problem is too that we seen Joshua done been on the floor many times. Joshua been on the floor before, and we seen Joshua knocked out before. Also, I done seen Joshua knocked out before in the past in amateurs. And Joshua is a combination puncher that needs to get on that needs to be on the mid range. Wilder got a longer reach. Wilder is too explosive for Joshua, man. Wilder is explosive. He's fast. He fights from such a long range, and he gets in so fast. Let me tell you, man, as I watched this fight with Brazil, Wilder was so far from him. And before you know it, Wilder was right upon him. And the shot came so fast and so quick, and it was such a snappy punch that this man was out and didn't even know what the fuck hit him, bro. And I think the same thing will happen with Joshua. Joshua, fundamentals that he have, sometimes you run into a guy that's so unorthodox, that's so erratic and so explosive that your fundamentals just don't work. And that's what's going to happen in this fight. That stiff jab that Wilder have and that devastating right hand, Joshua is a sucker for a right hand. We've seen it many times by Klitschko and by Povetkin and by many other fighters. And on top of it, his body is vulnerable too, man. He's going to get destroyed. That's my point.
Hey, what about you, bro?
I go in on that. We all know that Joshua was a slow starter too, and Wilder is able to get his timing together early. And also, we know that Joshua slows down late in fights. So I feel both is a disadvantage for AJ. So I'm really leaning on mid to early round knockout. You know what I'm saying? Because AJ is not no mover, and I believe Wilder will be able to catch him within the 3-4 round.
All right, what about you, Rafael?
Man, I got Wilder in that fight, man. For I guess for all the reasons that everybody else got, you know what I'm saying? AJ is not the most fleet of foot, you know what I'm saying? He's not the most fluid mover in the ring. Footwork is, to me, average at best. Hand speed is slightly above average. He's got a vast disadvantage in hand speed in terms of him versus Wilder. Wilder has a much quicker hand speed. And the boy Marlo'S said it, you know what I'm saying, eloquently about how quick Wilder got up on Brazil, bro. It was funny because he kind of got a little jogging start. The referee broke him up. Wilder came back, step, wah, wah, pow! All in one fluid motion, man. But the thing about it though is AJ does have an amount of resiliency. We've seen him hit the canvas before, and he's gotten up. So, but then he's never been hit with that vibranium that Wilder has, in his right hand. So, will does AJ have the heart, the will, the fortitude, the resiliency to take a Wilder shot and get up? And once he what's the saying, Trey? Hey, everybody got a game plan until they get hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what is AJ's game plan gonna be once he gets hit? Because he gonna get hit. But I got
Yeah.
I got Wilder. I got Wilder probably between rounds 5 and 7.
They
Yeah, I
want
ain't really got too much I can add to that shit. But when I'm looking at Wilder, when he hurt you, he lived for that shit, man. That
Yeah.
motherfucker run over there like Usain Bolt to get to your ass to get you out of there. When Vladimir Klitschko hurt him, he let AJ off the hook. He let the
Yep.
motherfucker recover. He let him get his second win, and he let him get back in the fight. That's not what Wilder does in the fight, man. When he gets you hurt, he's coming. You know what I'm saying? And plus, even if you go out there, let's say you're doing well against Wilder, the motherfucker got an escape hatch, man. He can end the fight at any time. He could change life for you in that ring. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta go with Wilder, man, over AJ for sure. Let me jump back in.
Let's. I gotta add something real quick, Trey. Yo, and also we gotta give credit to the chin of Deontay Wilder, man. We seen because listen, everybody keep pointing out the fact that that Brazil hit him with a shot and like buckled him a little bit. Brazil hit Anthony Joshua. How many shots that buckled Anthony Joshua before that 7th round stoppage? How many times we done seen Anthony Joshua shaking his head, yeah, when Brazil hit him. Brazil was clipping the shit out of Anthony Joshua and hurting him a lot of times in that fight too. So Wilder has a man-style chin. He took his shot and he got that man up out of there real quick. Punches raining down on his bitch ass, man. Punches coming from every angle, bro. You can't stop it. The ref is the only person that can help you. Your corner never taught you how to block punches coming from the angles, bro. So unorthodoxness worked for him. You feel me?
Hey, but you know what though? On the cool, everything that we saying and what everybody's saying, see, they played themselves because the longer these niggas wait, now this shit, while this is so in AJ head, Rob McCracken motherfucking ass too, right? Because it's like, damn, everybody this nigga fighting is going down. So it's damn near like, all right, I'm coming into this shit knowing that this nigga gonna drop me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
damn near gotta think like that, because if you gotta cover our bases, all right, what do I do if this nigga drop me? If I end up on my back pockets, what the fuck? How do I get out of this shit? Can I take this nigga power? Remember, Fury was saying the same shit. Only thing he worried about is, can he take the power? He already know the shit coming. You know what I'm saying? It's just how I'm gonna react when it. And it's down there like Fury done set the bar to like, nigga, if you can survive this shit, nigga, you probably get a chance. You know what I'm saying? And you see Brazil, he just tried to get up. What that nigga say? They stopped that shit too early. Nigga, I got up too. You know what I'm saying? So it's down to one of them situations. AJ gonna come in this hole a couple rounds down already. I'm gonna give him at least 2 rounds down already from a knockdown. This how mentally how they played themselves, all this momentum and shit. This nigga Wilder, it's probably like 10 memes of this nigga going viral right now. It's probably like 10 of them hoes. All them hoes funny.
Yep.
AJ them seeing this shit too. All that old quiet money game. Hey man, the pressure is on. Them niggas gonna have to show up and pull up against Andrew Ruiz, man, right now because all the momentum is on Wilder's side. I got Wilder inside the first 6 in that fight.
Yeah.
Salute. Good
Yep.
opinion.
Hey,
Yo,
check it out.
Deontay,
Hey, hold on real quick. I see a few people that came in. J1 Pro, Salute fam, Ron Finkley,
Salute.
Big Boy, Muhammad is the one. Salute fam.
Sports Reactions, what's up to you too, man? All the new people that came in, man, what's up with y'all? J.A. Dixon, what's up with you? Carla Jenkins, what's going down? King Christian, Rain Man 2 Sides, what's up? Salute. Welcome to the gym. This your first time. Appreciate everybody. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Somebody about to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say this, bro. Check it out. Based off of Wilder's performance against Brazil, how much pressure and what do y'all think the mind state is over there with Team AJ right now? This is getting ready to be Anthony Joshua's debut performance in the United States. This was supposed to be him coming in to put his stake in American soil and claim American boxing over here. You know what I'm saying? So, so now he's seen, the power of Thanos. What do you think is the mind state and how much pressure y'all think that put on AJ to give a spectacular performance.
Man,
Well,
I believe.
think
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think the pressure done built up on him. I think after this, it's gonna be basically where AJ cannot pick another lesser opponent. I think he's gonna have to go and fight Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. He's gonna have to fight one of them. I don't believe that. I believe he'll be able to get an out if he does go fight Fury. But as far as anything else, he's not gonna be able to fight anybody. But I do believe that a lot of his people now are probably going to be thinking a little bit different about that fight, like kind of like where it kind of gave him caution again, just because of the fact that he was able to get him out in one round and just devastatingly. And I think that, I mean, it's going to put a lot of pressure and I mean, he might have to just go ahead and fight him, man. That's really what I think.
Hey, salute to Joseph Brown, man. Appreciate that super chat. Say just want to show love, keep grinding. Salute. I think that should put a lot of pressure on AJ, man. If this, like, I see what Lawrence Williams said, AJ just got to keep winning. If this wasn't the social media age, I think he would have more of a point. But this is the age of shit going viral, man. This motherfucker Wilder just made a statement. That shit was everywhere, man. I'm talking about I got people that don't know shit about boxing sending me the video on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I think that puts pressure on AJ to match that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole world is looking at that shit. Even his fans is being impressed by that shit. I'm seeing them in the comment section talking about, yeah, man, I'm a big Joshua fan, but hey, salute to Wilder. What they say, fair play, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? You know them UK motherfucker, fair play. So I'm thinking that shit putting pressure on that motherfucker to go out there and match that type of excitement.
Hey, best fight the best, man. I appreciate you. He said he gonna fire up his live and let people know he gonna be over here. They gonna come and stuff. We ain't worried about the trolls, enough Frenches. Hey, but I think so too, man. I think it's probably gonna make him look bad too, trying to get there, trying to outdo what you know what I'm saying, what he trying to outdo based on Ariola. You know what I'm saying? Ariola ain't no chump. So when he do get hit and shit ain't looking comfortable, it's gonna mess with his performance. So I think, yes, man, it's gonna make him feel a little uncomfortable and put a little pressure on him to try to outdo what we just done.
All right, what's up, man? Trey X, I got my ghost smelling ass up in here, man. So this how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like what Marlo just said. Yeah, AJ under a lot of pressure, bro. He got to come in here and have a devastating ass performance in the USA. Not in front of his home fans, so he can't do none of that old bullshit. He's not gonna have that old Rose and that tea and crumpet fan base behind him, hyping him up with all the little lights and all the sparkle and banners and all that shit. He gonna have to put on a show and impress the USA fans. And if they come in there booing his ass and he ain't doing shit and he pity patting and doing all that shit, it's gonna be a bad look for AJ, man. There's gonna be a lot of pressure. And I think I gotta agree with Chris Rayner, bro. He gonna either have to fight Fury or Deontay Wilder next. The only way he can skip away from fighting either of those two, he got to fight either White or Ortiz to make it even interesting for the fans to want to watch it.
Hey, real quick before anybody goes, I just want to say that I love what El just said, but the fact is when fight night comes, he's going to be going for AJ. Watch. He's going to have AJ in that fight.
Hey, let me get my opinion real quick.
D21519, salute, fam.
Hey, let me read rough out super chat. Appreciate that super chat, rough. I say salute to everybody that pulled up on the corner with the block fam. We appreciate all of y'all, yes sir. And salute to D Beard OG, Joseph Brown. What's up to all of y'all, man? Everybody that came through the gym. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is the pressure is definitely on Anthony Joshua. He's pulling up in New York. New York is a very aggressive, angry state. You feel me? That's the state I'm from, man. That's where I live. You feel me? This man's going to be fighting half an hour from where I live. Listen, man, he better come and bring it. And if he don't bring it, he's going to get booed up in there, bro. He can't come out to no Sweet Caroline. That shit don't rock out here, boy. We don't fuck with Sweet Caroline, dog. You got to come on some real shit. So that Sweet Caroline shit that they used to in England, and all them fucking little bullshit ass coming out with a little bit bullshit smoke. No, you're going to have to make it real electric. We saw Deontay Wilder entrance, man. That shit was one of the most electric entrances I've seen. You feel me? So Anthony Joshua got to come real. The entrance matter and your performance matter. You feel me? You got to live up to what Wilder did, bro. And if you can't live up to what Wilder did, then listen, you're not no A-side. You're not going to call no A-side shots over here, bro. You fighting Andy Ruiz. If you make it out this fight and you got to win, the next man you should fight is one of the big threes, man. And right now we dealing with the big threes. We got Tyson Fury, we got Deontay Wilder, and outside of Joshua, we got Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and we got Luis Ortiz. So you need to fight one of these boys. And if you're fighting one of them dogs, you're not getting no props, boy. I don't care who you fight after that. This is the guy you have to fight. So I think you should go after Luis Ortiz and give that man a fair chance to train and be in shape. We saw Luis Ortiz jump in the ring, boy, and he looked hella sloppy. He looked crazy out of shape. The man was on vacation. Anthony Joshua tried to sneak this man out of vacation to rush him into a fucking fight with a month and like a week or two notice, just so he can gain the advantage. If you're gonna beat this man on a fair scale. You feel me? That's what we want. If we're gonna grade you to be just equivalent or better than Deontay Wilder, do the work he do and do it just as equivalent or better. Don't sit there and try to get no man off of some crazy vacation, bro. When this man just came off a fight and this man is out of shape and you try to rush him into a last-minute fight. We don't see Wilder doing that. Wilder beat these men when they get a fair training camp just as much as he gets a fair training camp. So, Joshua, you got to do the same, boy. You're not coming to America and changing shit up. Jump in this ring and do what you got to do. Get your little win against Andy Ruiz. And if you win, bro, come correct, dogs. That's the bottom line.
Right. Hey, Marcel, I want to mention your name, last name. Welcome to the gym. Brown on. Salute. Half-low. Salute, fam.
Yeah, what's up with it? Hope Bradley. Let me look in the chat. Marcel, I'm in hotel. What's up with it? Welcome to the gym. This your first time. Sean Icon said, I ain't going to lie. I want Wilder to fight White and smash him. I've been wanting to see that, but I think the timing is great because if he beat White after he gets a win over Oscar Rivas, assuming that he does, that'll give Wilder some more props for that wins. You know what I'm saying? So the timing is good, goddamn. And I like how Wilder turned down that damn DAZN money too, because he a lot more valuable right now than he was a few weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, Sean, hold on. PK Boxing, what's up, bro? Marlo, salute. Trey, salute to the Block family. Peace to the gym. Appreciate that super chat, Joseph Brown. So White is next for AJ because AJ put it out there. They going to try and run it back too. Wouldn't be surprised if that fight's on Showtime in the UK. I forgot about that shit. Hey. They have been building that fight up for a minute, man. So I won't be surprised to see that shit. So I guess AJ will get the benefit of the Oscar Rivas win. Hopefully that shit can go to Wilder if Wilder can't get Fury or AJ in the ring next. Or somebody like Adam Kanaski or something, I'll take that too. Haplotype, what's up, bro? Say, how's it going? We good, bro. Good as a government checking this motherfucker. Brown on boxing, what's up? Marlo's Corner, Tregs and the panel, salute. Yeah, you say back in the gym. Yeah, Rain Man, two sides. AJ has to be impressive in a few weeks. I agree with you 100%. Haplotype said Wilder beat the last bit of youth out of Ortiz. Yeah, for sure. Marlo dubbed that fight the Metamucil Massacre because that motherfucker was on his hands and knees leaking that Metamucil out his mouth. Winston Lee, peace to the fam. What's up with it? Red Glove Militant said he's already fighting better. He's already fighting better competition than Brazil. I don't know what you mean, bro. My bad. Hope Bradley said we in here. Yeah, for sure. Chef, what's up, bro? Said, oh shit, what it do? Yeah, we're gonna start trying to do some more live streams during the week. You know what I'm saying? Haplotype saying, what's up to Lala? Let me scroll down. Regular Militant said, sorry, but you making excuses for Ortiz. You must be talking to somebody else. Rainman.
He clowning.
All right, Rainman 2. What'd you say?
I'm finna say he got laughing emojis on the side of that.
All right, Rainman 2 Sides said White gets stretched by Wilder. Yeah, I think Wilder beat that motherfucker, but I think White will actually be a tougher fight than Brazil. Because Brazil, to me, didn't have no skills. He was just a big-ass heavy bag. Started fighting at 23, 33 now. That already got knocked out before. Former football player, went to Colorado State. That motherfucker was not no fighter, man. In my opinion, goddamn. Michael, what's up with it? Best panel on YouTube, hanging out on Marlo's Corner. We ain't trying to put no other channels down, but appreciate you coming through fucking with us, though. Sean Icon said, Trey, so Rivas ain't got no chance against White? No, he got a chance. He got a chance to win. That's why what I was saying was assuming that White beat him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Rivas win would be significant. I think it'll be a quality win. I feel like Rivas got a chance to beat White. It's close to like a 50-50 type fight. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be good for him. You better say something, bro?
Hey, I was gonna say this, bro. In my opinion, if White loses against Rivas, that him fighting Wilder, that's out the door. That's out the window. You know what I'm saying? His stock goes down 100%, and he's not gonna have any value for Wilder at all. You know what I'm saying? Except for extending his KO record. That'd be it.
But shit, that might play into AJ fate too though, because if White lose that rematch with him, that's a garbage fight. Then AJ really gonna be under the pressure, like Marlo would say.
Hey, but hold on though, L. It's garbage to us, but in the UK, it'll be fight of the decade or fight of the century. You know how they do over there, man. Square minute.
Hey, salute, fam. Rob Stewart. Salute. Neutral Natural.
What's up with it? Tom Banker said, y'all stop stealing my material, goddamn. We stealing your shit. Red Glove Militant said Ruiz is better competition than Brazil. I agree. Goddamn, let me scroll down. Bonton South D-Town, what's up, homie? Peace. Ronald Finkley, goddamn, what's up, man? That's the VIP. Goddamn, happy to tell you, he's talking to somebody named Amy. They need to get their ghost smelling ass up out of here. Well, whoever Amy is, let their ass know real quick, Marlo.
Get the fuck out my gym.
You heard him.
Yeah.
Hope Bradley said, I see Rivas beat White straight up. Hey, it's a chance for that because Dillian White doesn't seem to have the best stamina in the game. And that's what Rivas used against Baba Jennings. Because Baba Jennings was out there moving and grooving and doing his thing in the fight. But then he slowed down in the last round and let Rivas catch up to him and knock his ass out. So that is a possibility that could happen against Dillian White also. You know what I'm saying? I just think Dillian White got the advantage in the fight because I feel like he can fight on the inside and fight on the outside. I see Rivas mainly just being an inside fighter. So I feel like Dillian White has more versatility in his game than Oscar Rivas, and that's why I'm favoring him in the matchup. Let me scroll down. Neutral Natural, that's Games PP. What's up with it? Robert Stewart, salute. Big Boy Boxing said Brazil had the same game plan as Laverne. Try to take the bomb rather than try to avoid it or show us any offense. Target practice for Wilder. Yeah, square business. So, well, that's why we all should have been leaning towards the first round knockout. Because when I was looking at the shit, I was like, man, this dude stands straight up. He walks straight in. He a big-ass target. And all the other shit that I listed earlier. And I looked at all that and still gave him 5 rounds like a dumbass. Should have been saying 1 round. Big Boy, hold on, I just read that. Neutral Natural said Oscar Rivas would upset Dillian White. I won't be too surprised, bro. He said by knockout. Joseph Brown said he can stop White. That's a dangerous fight for Dillian White. Yeah, it is. It is. That's why if he win the fight, I'll give him some props for it. Marcel Alman Hotep said, watch it Wilder knock out White early. The UK dick rider's going to be like, well, Wilder fought him. He was already damaged by Wilder. You already know how they do, man. They don't like to give a motherfucker no props. It's a few fights I could think about that shit. Like when Earl Spence beat Kell Brook, they talking about Golovkin softening him up and shit. He got his ass whooped. That's what happened, goddamn. Robert Stewart said Rivas for upset. Yes, sir. All right. You know what Robert Stewart said? That command attention. Yeah, that mother, I done seen him get 1 fight wrong in this motherfucker. Big Boy Box said, yeah, White gets stretched by Wilder, so why not fight White? I mean, shit, I'm not really good with all of that mandatory and all that old type of shit. I don't think he got no problem with fighting a motherfucker like White, me personally. It just seemed like, from what I understand, it seemed like Eddie Hearn kind of used that motherfucker White as like a chess piece against Wilder in a way. You know what I'm saying? Somebody on the panel, y'all describe that shit more better than me. Go ahead. You about to say something, man?
Oh, I was gonna say we don't seen Dillian White went life and death with an old ass Derek Chisora that been through many wars in the past, and he fought this man to a draw. You feel me? In the first fight, we done seen this shit happen already. So is Dillian White really that good of a fighter? If Dillian White go up in there against Deontay Wilder, do we think Deontay Wilder would get rid of Dillian White faster than Anthony Joshua would? I believe so. I believe Dillian White is also a first or second round knockout against Deontay Wilder. I don't believe he's going anywhere past that. Dillian White don't have the head movement. He don't have the skill. They talk about his body attack, but he got to get inside to do all that shit. You think you're getting inside of Deontay Wilder? Look at any fighter ever try to get inside. They got destroyed on the way in. You feel me? Dillian White ain't got shit, bro.
And another thing, too, Dillian White's best competition was Anthony Joshua, and he lost in that fight. Parker gave him a hell of a run for his money, And sure, he was in 2 fights. Wasn't he in 2 fights, right? Back 2 fights that was
Yeah.
moved. White does not know. I don't even know why he even deserve a shot at either one of them fighters, AJ or Wilder. You know what I mean? He ain't even trying to fight. He ain't even trying to fight for the spot to be a #1 contender. I don't even.
Whoa. Well, come on, man. We gotta give Dylan White a little bit of credit, man. That's just not shit on his whole shit, man. He got some good shit that he do. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he had a good fight against Parker to me.
Let me finish my point real quick though.
My bad, bro.
I don't even think he got 20 fights, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm looking at his level of competition anyway. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the fights, it's who he fight. Like he just automatically feel because he fought AJ, he deserved a shot at these people. When the sanctioning bodies is putting people in fight and you just dodging that and going somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? That shit right there don't make sense. So he's trying to get his way in with his mouthpiece. He ain't really earned shit for a motherfucker to be saying, oh, he deserves a shot. I think he'd get sparked. Yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? But he's just in the way, in my opinion, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Let him fight Ortiz. Let him fight one of these motherfuckers. You know, I think he's finna be in a hell of a fight when he fight what's Oscar. You know what I mean? So let him fight them dudes and see where he gonna stand up at. Cause so far, just mid-level C fighters he been having a war with.
Yep. I agree with everything Marlo said, man. I'm gonna say this right now. Dillian White is the WBC silver champ. He's ranked #1, but him being the silver champ doesn't automatically, mean he's next in line for a title shot at Wilder. Now Wilder had a mandatory, which was Brazil. He got that out of the way. Now prior to that fight happening, in order for White to be put in that mandatory spot, he needed to fight a title eliminator, which would have been him and Brazil. He chose not to go that route. Now that Wilder doesn't have a mandatory, it's gonna kind of be interesting to see does he still have to fight a title eliminator, or can he go to the WBC and put in the petition and the WBC vote on that and make him the mandatory. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Everybody that's saying Wilder should fight this person next, that person next, I think he should fight White next. Go ahead and take out the trash. And not only do you take out the trash, but you eliminate a chess piece off the board that Anthony Joshua has, to help building his profile and raising his stock, man. Go ahead and take that piece off the board with White. I'm sorry. You're taking out the trash, and you putting a dent in AJ's profile at the same time, man. It's all strategic. So that's who I think his next fight should be. Hey, and the boy BFTB just hit me up on text, man. He want to know if he can get a link. He want to get on.
Yo, it's to me, right? No matter who Deontay Wilder fight and stops. If Anthony Joshua don't want to fight, he's not going to take the fight, bro. He fighting Dillian White. If he destroy Dillian White in 1 second, it's still not going to make a difference when it comes to that fight. These guys don't want to fight unless they feel that they can win. The more scary Wilder looks, the more less likely they are to take the fight, bro. If Wilder come out here and start looking vulnerable, then we might see a change. We might see these guys start pushing for the fight. We're dealing with a different side of guys these days. These guys don't have the heart that the old fighters have. These guys don't want to beat a guy when he's in his prime. These guys want to fight a guy when he seems to show signs of deterioration. We don't want to deal with that type of guy, man. I don't want to deal with that type of champion. You feel me?
Yeah. Let me get back in the chat a little bit, goddamn. I done missed where the fuck I left off, so I'm gonna scroll down. Neutral Natural Joseph Parker was his best win. Who you talking about for AJ? John Lay June, what's up with you? You talking best fight the best. J.A. Dixon said, fuck White. He could have fought Brazil when he fought the Calm and been there with Wilder already. Goddamn, that's a good point. Tom Banks said Dillian White has a nasty left hook. He do. But I will say the motherfucker that I done seen him get either knocked the shit out of was that Lucas Brown or somebody like that. He seemed like he was out of there. That motherfucker didn't even look like he boxed. He didn't even look like he trained in this motherfucker. J.A. Dixon said, and that whole nigga sued. Who you talking about? Talking about White or somebody? Marcel Amin Hotep said, fuck that Lycon Dillian White. He should have never fought for that silver title. He's killing his own mandatory opportunities. All right, Jay Good said not sold on White. Goddamn, I think I give White like an 80 or an 81 type of rate. You know what I'm saying? I think he like a B- level fighter. I know y'all probably think he a goddamn F or a D or some shit. C at the best. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Rough House said. He a C at the best. Goddamn.
A
I think
minus.
he about a good 80, man. I give him an 80 because I think he got better since he lost to Joshua, man. I know y'all don't like the motherfucker giving him no kind of props, but I think he got a better jab and shit. And I think he fights on the outside and on the inside. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give Dillian White a good 80 or 81 ranking. Somebody about to say something?
I thought he was. That's what I was trying to. That's my point I was trying to make. I think we kind of. I wouldn't just be shitting on Dylan White like that, bro. I think he a better fighter than people giving him credit. And if you get in the ring with that dude, he gonna give you a tough ass fight. I don't see nothing wrong with being in tough fights, bro. Everybody be in tough fights. You know what I'm saying? And he done been in there. He done been in there with Park. He done been in there with Joshua. He done been in there with some of the top level fighters, bro. So we can't just shit on him and act like he just a shitty ass fighter, bro. He a decent fighter with decent abilities and probably can knock your ass out if he get a chance, bro. So I wouldn't sleep on Dylan White. Now, do we deserve to be fighting AJ and Wilder? That's up for debate. But he's still a good ass fighter, and in my opinion, he probably can knock anybody out at any given chance if he catch you in the right time, bro.
Hey, L, I disagree, man. Let me disagree real quick on that, bro.
And let me say
First
this
off,
real
Dylan
quick.
White.
I appreciate
Go
that
ahead.
everybody hit the like button and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Hey, Dylan White is not good against big heavyweights, bro. He's good against guys that is around his height and shorter, man. Dylan White is not that big of a heavyweight when it comes to height-wise. This guy struggled against taller fighters, man. And therefore, if he thought he was really the man, we know what he had to do to get the Wilder fight. Wilder said, yo, go holler at Ortiz. Holler at Ortiz, you take care of Ortiz, I got you next. This man didn't want no smoke with Ortiz. Why? Because Ortiz is a big guy with a big reach, tall guy, and on top of it, Ortiz is a good boxer. Do y'all think Dylan White would have beat Ortiz? For the most part, almost everybody on this panel would believe Ortiz would have destroyed Dylan White. So therefore, Dylan White want to be able to skip past riding his way up to the top. His claim to fame is being able to hurt Joshua in one of the rounds.
I don't know though. Let me.
Hey, look,
man.
One more thing, L. You got people like Brazil. You got people like Ortiz that work their way up in rankings, man. That deserve the shots, bro. Then you got a motherfucker that ain't worked his way up nowhere. He decided to take that belt that he took instead of going to put himself in a ranking. So that's his fault for one. So he making his own rules, bro. It's not that we sitting here saying what he should or shouldn't do. It's what he ain't doing. It's what
I'm not even talking. Marlo, I don't mean to cut you out, but I'm not even talking about what strategic he doing, what he fighting for, or what games he playing. I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is, I think he a decent level fighter because fucking Ortiz had a hard time with the last fight he just fight, bro. I think if Dylan White was in there fighting Ortiz that last fight, the same Ortiz we just got through watching that last fight, bro. Dylan White knocked Ortiz ass out, bro. Ortiz was struggling.
Tell me a big guy that Dylan White destroyed. A big guy. I mean, not a guy that's like 6'1" or 6'2". So I'm talking about one of these heavyweights that's like 6'5" and up that Dylan White destroyed. He's not doing that type of work, bro. He can't get in on those type of guys.
Bro, I understand that, but how many
That's why they make the perfect fights for him, though. You know what I'm saying? Like a Joseph Parker or a Chisora.
Yeah, little niggas.
Same size. Yeah, you see me? But I feel what L's saying, man. I gotta agree with him. I don't know if Ortiz could have pulled that off with that same performance against Dylan White. Dylan White a little too hungry for that type of shit. It would have been a sloppy fight from both fighters, I think. But I think Dylan White would have had a strong possibility of pulling it out. I don't knock Dylan White, though. Hey, Dylan White got something. I think he good for the heavyweight division. But Marlo'S, you was on point like a motherfucker. This nigga is making his own rules. You coming out here like you just deserve this type of shit. Nigga, you ain't no motherfucking body, nigga. Nigga, you ain't nobody. Nigga, you ain't did nothing. You ain't got in there with nothing real, nigga. You got knocked out when you stepped up. You got put through the ropes by Joshua, nigga. That's your claim to fame, homie. You gonna really have to get out here and grind, nigga. And like Marlo said, work your way up the ranks, nigga. Fight some real type competitors. That nigga didn't even fight Big Baby. You know what I'm saying? At that time, type of shit. So Nah, nigga, you don't get no points for the dusting off Derek Chisora weak ass, my nigga. You gonna
But that's my point.
Hey, look.
That's my point. My
Hey,
point is that
let me thank Joseph Brown for the super chat, man. Appreciate that, fam. All these dudes in the UK clout chasing. If they want to fight Wilder, they could have showed up in the ring. Only guy who did was Ortiz, but that'll be too dangerous to a UK motherfucker because that will build up a buzz. That means that you really want to fight. You see what I'm saying? So hell nah, they ain't about to get no ring with no Wilder and build up no buzz. Boys, you crazy? Goddamn me.
Hey, let me address Red Glove. Y'all can address it with me. He said if Ortiz was shit, he should have fought Joshua. Now, what about when Ortiz was mandatory? He was supposed to fight Joshua. Like y'all making excuses for one and then forget about the other. You know what I'm saying? How is that a duck when he only had a few months to prepare? And
because they're totally forgetting the point that
say he old. So when you want to get an old man a good 10 to 12 weeks to prepare for a championship fight, that's one. And then two, Joshua ducked Ortiz before y'all can even say Ortiz ducked Joshua. So why is he being brought up? Keep it real all the way across the board. Go ahead.
That's facts. Yeah. Ortiz been in line to fight Joshua since when Ortiz went over to Eddie Hearn in a match room and shit like that, and they ducked that man and made Ortiz leave. Ortiz was sitting there looking like a fool because they promised him to fight, and this man was sitting there waiting, and because he looked spectacular in his few fights, Eddie Hearn and Joshua decided not to fight that man and made that man say, fuck it, I'm leaving. And when he left, now all of a sudden he's old and all this extra shit. Dylan White, and back to Dylan White, man. Like I said before, his claim to fame is by losing to Joshua. But hey, at least I had him hurt in one round. I clipped him and hurt him. Guess what? A lot of niggas clipped him and hurt him. We saw Takem hurt him. We saw Joseph Parker hurt him. We saw Povetkin hurt him. We saw this nigga that just got stretched out. Freaking Brazil hurt him. So what are you talking about, man?
Hey, let me say what's up to BFTB. What's up, BFTB?
What's good, family, man? I was just lit back. I'm still, working on this motherfucking big ass invoice I gotta take care of. But I appreciate you letting me on. Once again, I started the live on my shit and told everybody I'm over here, so hopefully they swing through. I see some of the trolls coming. I see some of the family coming, so I guess they swing through. But while y'all gave me the opportunity, let me go ahead and cook right quick on Dillian White. You know what I'm saying? Because you brought up something. And I want to address shit. What's good with the legendary God, man?
Get him.
What's up with it?
Let me go ahead and piece up this looking burnt Shrek nigga, dog. So man, here's the real. All right, now can he fight? Yes, he can fight. Would it be a great fight if he fought Deontay Wilder? I believe he gets destroyed in probably a round and a half. But I would love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. This man has had like 4 or 5 opportunities to fight Deontay Wilder. 4 or 5, and he turned them all down. Okay? This is non-debatable. These are facts. He could have gave that man $7 million 2 years ago. He would have got his fight. He could have fought Ortiz, and he would have got a voluntary. And then if he fought Ortiz, he would have been made the mandatory. And then he could have fought Dominic Breazeale and been made the mandatory. You know what I'm saying? He's had multiple opportunities to fight this man. Multiple. I don't care what anybody says. He does not want to fight Deontay Wilder. He is clout chasing to build his name the way the rest of these heavyweights are doing. Clout chasing. There's no way he wants to fight him when he's had the opportunity to do it and he's turned him down every time. You're not going to tell me I'm not taking away from the man's skills to fight. I'm not taking away from any of that. I'm telling you straight up, the man gets hit too much. He gets hit too much. Bro, he will not last 2 to 3 rounds. He will not last. He gets hit too much. He gets in every fight he's getting hit, and he gasses. So not only does he get hit too much, he gasses. Bro, his reach ain't long enough. He's not tall enough. He ain't Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking at the Tyson Fury thing. Oh, he's a better boxer, blah, blah, blah. No, bro. Tyson Fury's reach is longer. Tyson Fury has better footwork and better head move. He has way better than Dillian White. Dillian White don't move his head. Dillian White fights smaller guys that he keeps at the end of his punch looking to crack them. He fights guys that have shorter reaches. Now I know what the dude named the fat dude, Lucas Brown. Lucas Brown was his height or a little taller, but Lucas Brown reach wasn't his. You know what I'm saying? Dillian White's reach was better. If you look at these guys, they strategically pick people. Strategically. They strategically picked the right people to get it so they can make themselves look good. They are not trying to fight Deontay Wilder because they could have fought him already. All right. Now, when these people talking about the IBF was next in line, listen, let me explain this again. I've done this several times. I'll do it again. The IBF mandatory was Kubrat Pulev, not Carlos Takam. They don't say, oh, well, your IBF, I mean, your mandatory step to the side. So this is the next man up. Now you're the mandatory. No, they don't do that. Because if that's the case, then Povetkin, when he got booted to the side, the next man up would have became that. If that's the case, that's not what happened. They waited how long before that? Before Stavern became the mandatory? What, 2 years? Stop it, man. And then if you look at the WBO, they did the same thing. When Huey Fury, because Pulev got injured, that's the reason why he had to pull out. When Huey Fury got injured and pulled out of his WBA mandatory, what happened? They postponed it. That's it. Don't give me this Carlos Takam was next up. No, they don't do that. You're not next up. You fight for the mandatory. You don't just get it. You fight for the mandatory. And lastly, then I'm going to give it back to y'all. With the Dominic Brazil thing, I see these people in the comments saying, oh, Dominic Brazil, he fought his way up, blah, 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 crying like hoes. Understand something, all right? When Dillian White fought Robert Helenius for the WBC silver title, it was at the exact same time that the WBC convention was going on. Mauricio Suleiman already said they was going to name Dillian White the mandatory. But then he fought Robert Helenius and became a WBC silver, so he took himself out of contention. He did that to himself. There is articles for this. Mauricio Suleiman said this. I don't get what these dudes are talking about. Oh, he deserves his shot and blah, blah, blah. This dude did that to himself. Nobody told him to fight Robert Helenius. No one. It was Eddie Hearn trying to get this man a title shot that he was crying and bitching for, saying he wanted to be a champion. Oh, I want my title shot. Where's my title shot? So Eddie Hearn got him a title shot with Robert Helenius, made him the silver champion, and then at that point, now you must fight an eliminator the same way Povetkin did, and everybody else did. When Povetkin fought Mike Perez, he was a silver champion, he fought Mike Perez, and then he became the mandatory for Deontay Wilder. There is no difference. I don't care who this dude goes off running. You can fight everybody in the top 10 of every 4 sanctioning bodies. It don't matter. The only thing that matters is when the WBC says, this is your damn eliminator, fight that guy, and you beat that guy, then you are the mandatory. Last thing, I know I said last thing, but I'm going to leave one more thing, right? He's also the WBO #1 ranked fighter. Why isn't anybody talking about that? Why aren't these guys saying, oh, Dillian White wants to get his title shot. He wants a title shot. Okay, so mandate this punk ass nigga to be the mandatory with the WBO. What's the problem?
Hello, everybody there?
My bad, dog. My bad. I sort of dropped the mic at times, but I'm just saying. No, big boy. Bermain Stavern was not gifted the WBC mandatory. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. My bad about the language. I don't know how you do it over here. But listen, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. He was not gifted nothing. Bermain Stavern was set to fight Povetkin in December of 2016 for the mandatory shot. Povetkin popped dirty for Osterin. So when he popped dirty for Osterin, they booted him up from the WBC rankings and made Stavern the mandatory because he was fighting for it anyway. He wasn't gifted nothing. Try again, dude. Try again.
We ain't got to worry about them. We ain't worried about them, bro. They ain't talking to what we talking about. We gonna ignore them, man. Who want to cook at the best, fight the best, man? Who want to elaborate?
Hey, the man is talking about facts.
Yeah,
he pretty much broke it down what we were saying, man. He gave the full definition breakdown what we were saying. So no troll, nobody else can say nothing, man. That's the full breakdown of the timeline of everything that happened.
That's why we ain't paying attention to weirdo, because this shit ain't made up. We talking real boxing over here, man. We enjoying the conversation. So if you want to play them old stupid retard games, man, y'all can go somewhere else with that, man. Because we over here just chilling, vibing off each other, man, talking this boxing. We ain't trying to go back and forth because ain't nothing we saying is debatable because it's facts, man.
So let me cook one more time. I apologize, family. Let me cook one more thing right quick, right? So for these dudes saying that Stavern was gifted the mandatory shot, right? For these dudes saying that when he was set to fight Povetkin and Povetkin popped dirty, who the fuck was Carlos Takam set to fight before he became mandatory? Who was he set to fight? Who was Carlos Takam? Who did they say, Carlos Takam, you need to fight this guy? And if you beat this guy, then you become the mandatory. And then that guy pulls out, which made him the mandatory. Was Carlos Takam set to fight Kubrat Pulev? The answer is no, nigga. That's the answer. They gifted him that.
They gifted Anthony Joshua a spot from the jump. But, you know, let them go research that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I could do that too. Because Anthony Joshua was ranked number 39 and went from 39 to number 2 in a year. By fighting bums. Literally bums. Guys with 8 fights on their resume. Literally bums. He fought Kevin Johnson for the number 2 shot, for the number 2 ranking in WBC. Literally bums. Literally. In 1 year, he went from 39 to number 2. Somebody explain that.
That's crazy. We was on that. I think either yesterday or the day before. That shit was weird because you know we be trying to break down our own pound for pound, and we go through resume. So we look at everybody's resume. Nobody gets a pass, and shit be shady, man. But anyway, man, let's move on to the next subject, man. We was talking about where we was at with it. The fantasy matchup.
Yeah, let's jump in the chats and see what they're saying for a little bit and shit like that. Because a lot of people got a lot to say in the chats.
Where we at? Goddamn, let me see where I'm starting at. TJ Wilkins said these Wilder. I'm just gonna scroll down. TJ Wilkins said these Wilder haters are delusional. Shahid Khan, what's up? Said Fury gave him shit and Vlad couldn't handle it. Are you talking about Fury gave him shit? What is he talking about? I'm lost in the chat. I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. Big Boys by say, yeah, Povetkin popped and then they gave Stavern the Mando. All right, that ain't even my specialty. I ain't gonna even lie, that mandatory and all that shit. I'm really more like knowledgeable about what's going on in the ring and shit. Red Glove Militant said they should have gave Stavern another eliminator. All right, I might as well not even read this shit because I ain't gonna know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Shit, I know.
What's up with it? Go ahead.
I'm about to say, like I said, if they was going to give Stavern another eliminator, where was Carlos Takam's eliminator? Answer that, buddy.
All right, let me scroll down. Fuck, I done lost my. Mr. Rocco said Hearn used Takam as a bargaining chip with Martin. Takam was in Matchroom's back pocket a long ass time before they put him as Pulev's alternate. Yeah, alternate. All right, David the Real Thomas, what's up? Said White talking shit. Goddamn, Shahid Khan said, I think WBC made Brazil last fight mandatory, even though they said before it wasn't. All right, Big Boy said, no, Povetkin fought Hammer in a WBO and WBA mandatory eliminator. Okay, Shahid Khan said nothing. Okay, talking to Ronald. I'm down there talking. I said, y'all pull up on fight nights and chill with us while we do commentary. That's our specialty, you know what I'm saying? We do that shit for damn near every fight, and it's gonna be this weekend, every weekend. Y'all make sure y'all come through and fuck with us. J1 Pro said Reese Nelson. Okay, talking to somebody else, I guess. He said Reese Nelson, Brazil beat Molina, I believe, in the eliminator. Okay, I'm just making sure. Neutral Natural Games PP said Dennis Lebedev was gifted the WBA Super Championship at cruiserweight, fighting obscure American cruiserweight in November. All right, David the Real Thomas said they strategically got them belts. Reese Nelson, all right, that is somebody down there talking about Molina. J.A. Dixon said, but he won gold in the Olympics will be their justification. All right, Mr. Rocco said Takam was an IBF eliminator once. When Martin was champion, the IBF had taken Takam versus Joshua lined up. Martin offered Joshua the fight, so that eliminator never took place. All right, scroll down. Uchiha Abe, welcome to the gym. Said Fury is the great white hope. Salute. Goddamn, that's Jim Jeffries, huh? Ozzy Moon, what's up? Andy Ruiz will shock the world. You think so? He'll be the first Mexican heavyweight champion in history. I think it's a couple of things he can do, but I don't think he's gonna win the fight though. I gotta take Joshua in that shit. He said AJ all hype. Goddamn, I ain't gonna say he all hype, but he ain't as good as what people think he is. Like I'm seeing people put him as a top 10 pound for pound fighter. I do not see that. You know what I'm saying? For real. Red Glove Militant, hold on. Lala D said, oh Lord, okay, he's talking about the trolls. Red Glove Militant said Takam was a replacement for a title defense, not an eliminator. Not the same thing, okay? Games PP said, why
but even in that,
Let me cook on that right quick, and I'm gonna let you get back to it, bro. Let me once again, bro.
Hold on, let
You
me say
don't.
this. Hold on, let me
You
say this, Bill.
go ahead, legendary.
Now, now I was gonna say, what homie was talking about that shit with Tackham. Look, Eddie Hearn already came out after that fight and said he told Tackham to stay ready. He told
Months
Tackham the whole time to stay ready.
months
That's why the
before.
nigga. That's why he was able to come in, and they set Tackham up for a fight too. So he had already been training. They worked that shit out before that shit even happened, man.
Months, bro.
All right, let me shut
Hearn
up,
came
Bill.
out and said that he had told Takam like 6 months before that to be ready in case Pulev pulled out. That's what he said. That you cannot put in someone as a Mando. What they basically did is just put a nigga as a Mando. They just said, okay, we're just gonna fight you and we're gonna say you're the Mando. It doesn't work that way, because if that's the case, then Razvan Kajano would have been the Mando for Joseph Parker. If that's the case, that it doesn't work that way. Because when Huey Fury pulled out for injury, Razvan Kajano fought him as a replacement, and then Huey Fury got his fight later on. Stop playing with me, dude. It don't work that way, and you guys know it. You dick riding Joshua for no reason. The man is good, but he don't need nobody's protection. All right, stop it.
All right, I guess I'll jump back in the chat. I'm just gonna scroll down. Red Glove Middleton say you basically saying AJ should have fought no one just because Pulev pulled out. Okay, y'all talking about a subject that I ain't even knowledgeable about, so I feel crazy as fuck reading this shit, and I can't even respond to this shit.
I
Let me
got you,
scroll
Craig.
down some more. Go ahead.
Yeah, again, this dude talking about, I just seen him. You about to hit into it. Talking about the IBF is going to strip you, blah, blah, blah. No, they won't. Sorry, buddy. No, they won't. Because the Mando is who they mandated. And they mandated Kubrat Pulev. They did not say fight Pulev, and then if Pulev doesn't work out, go ahead and fight Takam. No, Eddie Hearn went to the IBF and petitioned them to place Takam as the mandatory in place of Pulev. He did not have to fight him. The mandatory that they mandated was Pulev. And when Pulev pulled out due to injury, that left the mandatory spot vacant, which meant that he could have fought his other mandatory in Luis Ortiz. Don't play with me. You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, man. Can you see the chat? Best fight the best.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I'm
Go ahead and read
multitasking,
that
but I
shit
can
and
see it.
respond what you want to, bro.
All right, bet. Give me 1 second. Let me scroll back down through this piece then. Let me see, and then I'll let you. Matter of fact, go ahead, King. I'm still doing things. I'm just hearing you, and I'll jump in once it gets to it.
All right, let me scroll down some more. Joseph Brown, Fury bipolar. This dude snitching on his goddamn self. Reese Nelson says calm is better than Brazil. Yeah, hell yeah, Brazil man ain't got no skills. You know what I'm saying? Red Glove Ability said, hold on. The IBF is going to strip you, and we know that IBF will strip you. Okay, let me scroll down. Mr. Rocco saying, what's up to Marlo? What's going down, bro? Big Boy Boston said Takam should have only been a voluntary for Joshua. Okay, Brother Reality, what's up with you? Best fight the best is getting in his bag on their ass. Shahid Khan said pretty sure Takam was a replacement. Okay, Red Glove Militant talking about that shit I was talking about earlier. So you already addressed that. Uchiha A. Eddie Hearn is giving. Oh man, I don't even want to picture. What the fuck is wrong with motherfucker? Like I know you getting on Eddie Hearn, but what make you walk around with some shit like that in your head that you want to voice your opinion that Eddie Hearn is going around giving head? Like damn, what kind of shit be going through you motherfuckers' heads, man? That shit be crazy, man. Shahid Khan said it's true that Pulev withdrew from the fight. All right, Red Glove Militant said nobody is playing with you. This is boxing talk. You don't need to take this so seriously. I assume you're talking the best fight the best.
I take it all serious because I'm passionate about boxing. It is very serious to me. If you don't want to, if you're not trying to hear it, don't say nothing to me, and I won't say shit to you. We can keep it pushing.
All right, short and simple.
And Red Glove, you shooting out stuff just to irritate a motherfucker. Because a lot of the shit you shooting out don't even make sense, man. You already was saying that Ortiz ducked a motherfucker, but you never mentioned AJ ducked Ortiz first. You know that shouldn't even be talked about. Talk about the down, brother. You worried about how much money a motherfucker making, we not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all right. Shahid Khan said, "Oh, you about to say something?"
Yeah, I'm telling him we just talking boxing. We about to change the subject anyway.
All right, Shahid Khan said, but White should have gotten mandatory when Pulev withdrew. Okay, David the Real Thomas said they should have made Wilder mandatory for the vacant belt against AJ like they're doing Lomachenko against Luke Campbell. All right, Carlton Palmer said the Khan was already high in the IBF rankings. That's why they allowed him to become the replacement. Okay, I'm learning as I go along, man. I don't know what I'm supposed to believe and what I'm not supposed to believe. I got to get my knowledge up on this shit, I guess. Reef the Watcher, what's up, man? It's a goddamn VIP. Say these trolls are on one today. And you know, this is normally a troll-free zone in this motherfucker, goddamn. I don't know nothing about this troll shit.
It's
Don
me,
Dada,
dog. They
salute, share
follow
the
me
video,
around, bro.
classic. Appreciate that
Yeah,
shit. You about to say
they
something?
follow me around, family.
They would listen to his video. He told the family he was gonna be over here. The trolls with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shahid Khan said, to be fair, the vacant WBC belt is a 4-way mini tournament. All right. Uchiha A. Chris Eubanks Jr. is a future world champion. All right. That makes most sense than that shit you were talking about earlier. Red Glove Militant said, if you get pissed about boxing talk, you are too emotional. I can't lie and say I ain't never got emotional about talking boxing. I got
Then
blocked
don't
and
talk to
kicked
me
off
then.
a live stream
Then
talking
don't
about
talk to me, you hoe ass nigga. Don't talk to me then. How about that?
Yeah, I had got mad talking about Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford one day. I got blocked and kicked off a live stream doing that shit. So boxing can get emotional sometimes. That's just part of the game.
Yeah. Hey, Trey, and about Clarissa Shields too.
All that shit, man. Yeah, I did. I got pissed off at a partner over that shit, man. Boxing can get emotional. Neutral Natural said, we need to see an undisputed heavyweight champion this year, period. It's been 20 years. AJ milking these fighters like Vladimir Klitschko was fighting guys like Ray Austin, and contenders weren't fighting each other. Yeah, that's a good point. Carlton Palmer said Ortiz ducked $7 million. That's some legendary ducking right there. Ortiz ducked $7 million.
They always don't be talking about. We ain't worried about no pockets, bro. We going through the whole from beginning to now. We ain't talking about nobody's pockets, man. That's your excuse to say your duck is his pocket.
Exactly. We don't see fighters duck more than $7 million. So let's cut it out. We don't want to call no names.
Well, hold on. Let me speak on that right quick. Since that's what they want to talk about, right? Let's speak on that. AJ said you don't get what you're worth. You get what you negotiate. That's what AJ said. All right. That is what that man said. So what? So because they wanted more than the 7 million, then what? They're ducking. Well, didn't AJ say this? Because I can pull it up if you need to hear it. That man said that. Your God and Savior said that. But now he's ducking 7 million. Okay. Well, what was Dillian White then? When Deontay Wilder told him, "Give me 7 million, and and then we can fight." What was Dillian White? For all these weird hoe ass niggas talking about, oh, Ortiz ducked this and ducked that. Okay. Well, what did Dillian White do? Because Deontay Wilder told that man, "Give me 7 million, and I will go to the UK and fight you." Dillian White said, "Oh, Deontay Wilder smokes a lot of crack. He's not giving 7 million." And Eddie Hearn said, "Oh, 7 million? Oh, he won 7 million. Well, I want an 11-inch cock, blah, blah, blah." All they say, all the weird ass stuff. What's that?
Yeah, man. I agree with you, bro. I just want to see all these fights. And like, I want to see the best. Like you said, the best fight, the best. That's what I want to see, bro. Like, no lie, bro. Like, I can't wait to see that. Go ahead, Trey. Go ahead and jump in the chat, bro.
Okay, shit, it's right back at best fight the best. Red Glove Militant said, "Yeah, here you are talking to me, best fight the best." So that tells me you a liar.
Here I am talking to you. You hoe ass nigga, you're insinuating shit to me. Dumb ass nigga. I wouldn't say nothing to your stupid ass. You're insinuating shit to me. You know my expertise, you weird ass nigga. That's why you're saying stuff to get me to speak back. And I'm going to every time. If you don't like it, shut all the way the fuck up.
Damn, you know what, bro? Like, I don't even know what he's doing, man. Like,
yeah,
we finna change.
Hey, change gears, man. Let's go ahead and change gears.
Best man, don't let them change the energy, bro. We finna talk this boxing shit, bro. You ain't got to worry about them, bro. You getting your points off, bro. We respect what you got to say.
Shit, best fight the best built for this shit, man. That motherfucker, this is what he do. He said, "Fuck Red Glove Militant and his whole militia." Goddamn. Shahid Khan said, "I'm not sure about that. Eubank Jr. needs even more improvement to get with the big boys." I agree. We can't just take that one fight against James DeGale and feel like he just a masterpiece in this motherfucker. He got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? Let me scroll down. Goddamn. Marcel, I'm in hotel. Said all the trolls followed their daddy. Best fight the best. They want to be heard. Yeah, goddamn. That's they gluttons for punishment in this motherfucker. You
Real
know what I'm saying?
talk.
Why the fuck you gonna follow around the Green Reaper and you think you ain't about to get buried in this motherfucker? Somebody about to say something?
Nah, I was just agreeing with you, bro.
Jay Good, wait a minute. You got militant in your name and you talking about emotional? Nigga, knock it off. Red Glove Militant. Well, we don't have to agree, but you getting I guess emotional or parental. Well, I don't even know what that means. You getting parental over men that don't give a fuck about us. I don't know what you mean by that. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong. Don Dada, troll free chat zone family facts. Yeah, normally it's troll free. It's all good to have a change of pace every now and then, though. Big time trolls following the big homie. Yeah, Shahid Khan said, I like how Best Fight the Best is aggressive here as well. Yeah, that motherfucker is angry all the time, and he ready to bury a troll at any time. Goddamn. Red Glove Millicent say never talk to you. He say he ain't never talked to you. Best Fight the Best.
Yeah, he did. His whole ass did talk to me. His whole ass was at me at BFTB. Scroll up, you whole ass nigga. Who was you talking to then? Who are you adding? If you're adding BFTB, who are you talking to? There's only one on the panel.
And two, he is talking to you. You was talking to him, bro, because you heard what we was talking about. You went way south addressing these little weird comments about Dillian White. But
all right, Wayne Jr.
For no reason. Like all these weird people talking about I'm my bad. I'm gonna give it back to you, bro. But all these weird people talking about oh, you're emotional. Isn't passion an emotion? Everybody in this chat right now is passionate over boxing. We are all passionate over boxing. Isn't passion an emotion? So what I'm gonna say, oh no, I'm not emotional. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm passionate about boxing. I love boxing. I'm very passionate. That is an emotion. So for all you clown weirdos talking about, oh, it's an emotion because I bury you and you don't have nothing else to say, so that's your comeback. Eat a dick, dude. It don't work with me. It don't work. Yes, I am emotional about boxing. Passion is an emotion. Sorry. Try again with somebody else. My bad, Trey. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was way up there, man. I'm gonna scroll down. Wayne Jr. said they wanted Ortiz to take $7 million for a 5-week camp. Stop it. Why don't AJ try to fight Ortiz at full strength? Goddamn. YG Knight, what's up, bro? What's going down? Brother Reality, are you talking to Red Glove Militant? Brother Reality say exactly. J.A. Dixon, laughing out loud. Best Fight the Best, making wrenches turned into trolls, goddamn. Yeah, Tom Banger, Marlo's Corner, please, sir. He's a fraud, goddamn. Let me scroll down. Lala D said these trolls are pissed. They waited all day to battle with Best Fight the Best. Nah, he gonna get this work, goddamn. Shahid Khan said you ain't got power and he's improving. Okay. I'm just seeing that one fight against James DeGale. Let me see a string of fights where he looks improved instead of just one fight, and I'll be more inclined to agree with you. Neutral Natural says Showtime might be saving their budget for Wilder because Rancis versus Easter and Charlo versus Adams are not the main events people want to see on Showtime. Fox owns boxing right now. All right, that's a good point. Goddamn. Joseph Brown, grave dicker cooking, goddamn. Monster A, you done got slapped with a wrench, so I guess he ain't got nothing player to say. Marcus the villain laughing out loud. I'm the same way, Best Fight the Best. I think he's saying he passionate about this fight game. David the Real Thomas said, what you think about them making the Nui number 4? ESPN talking about the Nui is moving up to number 1. Steve Kim and Asian said the Nui is his number 1. Yeah, I had saw that shit when I was looking at the new rankings for the top 10 pound for pound rankings. I mean, if Nui like after his next fight, like if he win the whole tournament and shit, I could see him cracking the top 10, but I don't see him cracking the top 5. And I think that he is a little bit overrated as far as his skills. Like, I know he a good fighter. I know what y'all seeing. He out there just blasting dudes out and shit. But I'm telling y'all, he throw all of his punches fast. He throw all of his punches as hard as he can. He is not using angles. He's sitting right there in front of guys. If he gets somebody that got some decent defense and they can take him late, they can take advantage of that. The person that he reminds me of a improved Alex Saucedo. He's the type of fighter that'll come out there and throw these each type punches, and you will see him slow down as the fight go along and shit. So that's what I'm seeing for Hanoi. I wouldn't be surprised if he take a loss in the next couple of years or something like that. I don't see number 4. What y'all think?
Man, I'm tired of disrespecting Terrence Crawford, bro. I swear to God, man, I'm tired of the disrespect, man. Like, the man is the number 1 pound for pound fighter, point blank and period, bro. To me, it's like it's just. I can give a Nui in the top 10. I'll put him in the top 10, like you said, Trey, if he win the tournament. But I'll put Regis in the top 10 if he win the tournament too.
Yeah,
You know
what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
So, I mean, but they ain't talking about Regis. So I mean, I'm trying to figure out when did Nui, and don't get me wrong, I love Nui, man. I think Nui's a beast. I do. But I mean, what did he do so spectacular that Regis ain't doing? I'm lost right now, bro. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what's the deal?
Shouldn't I would throw Josh Taylor in there with that too, bro. I think Josh Taylor should deserve credit if he beat Pogre in a tournament.
Because I know I might eat crow, but I still got Josh Taylor winning. I don't care. I love Regis, but I still got Taylor winning.
I'm gonna hold you to that. Best fight the best.
I ain't changing. I ain't changing. I love Regis, man, but I ain't changing. I am not changing. I got Josh Taylor winning that.
Well, what I would give Anoye is that he is a 3-division champ. So I mean they carry some weight. I know it's a lower weight division, and we don't really focus too much on the lower weight division, but that is something. I mean, regardless of what it is, he's still a 3-division champ. So I mean, I got him in my top 10. I wouldn't say he's top 4, top whatever, but I would give him the credit that he is a 3-division champ.
Well, Adrian Broner, a 4-division champion, ain't he?
Thanks.
Man,
what that mean?
Bro, and then plus, look, I just wanted to ask one question to all y'all. Can he move up to 130 or 135 and fight anybody up there? And you think he'll beat anybody up there?
Tank Davis will absolutely destroy that dude.
Yep. Well, that's what Chris was saying, though. He done already came up 3 weight classes. He came up from flyweight. Yeah. So it's kind of unfair for him to come up this far and then be like, well, what can he do in 2-3 more weight classes? You know what I'm saying? He done already came up 3.
And he passed 2008.
But I thought we were judging pound. That's why we were saying earlier, let's put everybody in the same weight class with their same abilities. You know what I'm saying? At the same pounds per pound, they same abilities in the same weight class, and we can see right there off their skills and based on it who will win.
I got Deontay Wilder in it. That's the
but this is the problem, bro. This is the problem when y'all talk about that pound for pound list. See, heavyweights was always excluded out of that because the major comparison was to a fucking heavyweight.
Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's why we said the same abilities, same size. If we put these same cats with the same abilities and the same size, how would you rank them?
Deontay Wilder is number 1.
And this why I don't want to even compare Inoue right now with Deontay Wilder or anything based upon the heavyweight, because we just watched Deontay Wilder got a spectacular knockout this weekend, which he put that man down with a shot and then they destroyed his life. You feel me? He probably won't even think of one. He will probably never be the same boxer again.
Facts.
Because he will always go in that ring thinking of what Deontay Wilder did to him. This man has been scarred like Rocky been scarred when fucking Apollo Creed, when Clubber Lang knocked him out, and he was scarred, and it took a lot to build back his confidence. You feel me? So, anyway,
let me say this real quick, then I'm gonna give it right back. Y'all don't have no reservations about putting heavyweights in your pound for pound. This ain't the 50s. These boxing experts today, like if you look at the people that voted for the pound for pound on ESPN, they putting fighters like Anthony Joshua in the top 10 pound for pound. So don't worry about that shit. Rank the heavyweights just like you rank the other fighters, because that's what the experts are doing. And let me just say this, and if they giving Joshua credit, I'm gonna give Wilder some credit in my top 10 pound for pound, because I feel like he belong there.
Hey, I was gonna say this real quick, man. Hey, I agree with BFTV and Marlo, man. I'm an Anui fan, but I kind of got reservations when it comes to when you hear people talk about, okay, Anui's a 3-division champion, bruh. You know what? You know how many pounds that is from the first division to the third? That's 6 pounds. That's it. 6 pounds. That to me, that doesn't hold as much weight as say somebody that was what Canelo's done from 147 to 168. That doesn't hold nearly the weight
That
that yeah, I'm
Pacquiao.
saying that Pacquiao did. You know what I'm saying? Not nearly. The course of your career. I mean, yeah, you won those titles, you got those belts, you got those victories, but in that whole span, your weight classification only moved 6 pounds. That
No,
that's kind of a knock
yeah,
against the
yeah.
lower
I mean,
weights to me.
I agree with what you're saying. The only thing is, man, like I just feel like it's just in my preference that I'm
Yeah,
just kind of showing the lower class weight divisions a little bit some love because I think we
yeah.
we tend to look over it a lot. And I mean, to me, he's done. I'm not saying he's like because Jerry Hurd to me was somebody I wasn't really fond of putting in the top 10, but based on some of the criteria we're using, it's kind of like, well, you got to put him in there if that's your criteria. But at the same time, he never passed my eye test. I never believed that Jerry Hurd was really a pound for pound fighter. Like he was one of the top dogs. You know what I'm saying? But we just had to show him that love because of the criteria we're using. Same thing with the Noy is kind of the way I feel, and it's just, but like he's really like at the bottom of my top 10. But that's kind of why I'm saying Noy that I think he can deserve it if just depending on how you're looking at it, I guess.
And another thing,
Right.
I heard people say, yeah, but a lot of people don't do it. If one man do it, wouldn't you be held in other people's standards to be able to do it, or something even equivalent, right? So if Manny Pacquiao went from that little bitty ass weight class and moved up and was able to put on a performance and do what he did, how come you don't expect a guy like a Noe to do something similar? You know what I'm saying? Like you won't hold him accountable to do something similar to the next person. Like y'all get what I'm saying?
Real
I'm gonna
talk.
piggyback off of that even more, dog. I'm gonna piggyback off that even more. Look at Floyd Mayweather. They wanted him to move up from 147 to 160 and fight Golovkin.
Right.
They want Errol Spence right now to move up from 147 and fight Canelo.
You know why though, right? They kept changing the goalposts. First it was 154. You know what I'm saying? Fight this person at 154. Fight what Paul Williams at this weight class. They kept moving the goalposts for him. You know what I'm saying? Then he go to 54 and fight somebody. They want him to go to 160. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why you hold Mayweather accountable, you know, for them standards, and then you take away from a noise and Chocolatitos and what's the other dude name?
I was about to say Chocolatito.
Yeah, man. I can't stand this.
Lomachenko.
I be moving goalposts for people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, they could just get by doing this shit, but this guy got to go a whole nother way to get his motherfucking respect. Hell no, they don't go like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and look at, and this is the thing, man. If you look at Inouye, they're trying to put this man as number one. Moving on, talk about number one in the pound for pound list. They did the same thing to Chocolatito. And as soon as he lost, where'd he go? He didn't even drop down to like 4 or 5. That nigga dropped completely off the list. Like, how you go from number 1 to 0? Like, you're not even there. That's it. Matter of fact, is that dude alive? I don't even know if he's alive anymore.
Because they look at him like, yo, you fell off the radar. We have no use for you anymore.
Hey, what you say, Top Cats?
I said that nigga fell out. That nigga went to sleep and never woke back up. Ain't nobody heard from that hoe ever since.
So I'm just like, where is Roman Gonzalez? Where is Chocolatito at? You number one.
That's the thing, that they ain't talking about him like they used to. You know what I mean? That's the part of it. I seen something that stood out real quick. Haplotype said Tyson was Rings magazine's first pound for pound. He said, if I'm not mistaken, he said, don't get why people say that heavyweights should be excluded. It's not that we saying that, bro. It's that we say heavyweights, then we're gonna have heavyweights at number 1, right? If we put all
Wilder, if you saying that,
all people and give them all the same abilities, same size, same, you know what I'm saying, same aspect, I would say that if Wilder had the same power at 147, he's sleeping everything.
Everybody.
Same power.
Everybody.
You feel what I'm saying? And then I would say that Terrence Crawford will give a motherfucker like Anthony Joshua the blues.
The motherfucking business.
You know what I'm trying to say, y'all? Like, so get where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nobody's pound for pound, but when we do it, let's all agree on how we gonna look at it before we all got these different expectations on what we choosing to pound for pound on. You know what I mean?
I think I'm putting it in there. I'm not looking at it in them old standards no more. I see people putting heavyweights in the pound for pound for no problem. So I have no problem putting Deontay Wilder in mine.
Real talk.
That's what I was talking about. Like they was talking about heavyweights don't belong in it. I'm not talking about the standards that was set 50 years ago. I'm talking about what's going on right now. And right now, Max Kellerman and all of these experts are putting heavyweights in their pound for pound. That's a fact. That's what they doing. So I'm gonna do the same thing.
So
Hey,
that's
Rob,
right, Trey. So
You just gave my live tomorrow. Check that.
if that's the case, right? If that's the case, then which person in boxing we know that all you gotta do is touch you and your license out? Wilder. So then he should be fucking number one before everybody else. This man touch you, you're going to sleep. We seen this shit how many times? How many men this man?
40.
Look how many people he gonna put to sleep. So therefore, when if that's the case, and we're gonna put heavyweights in there and put them in the rankings, then therefore everybody that Wilder should be number one on everybody list because everybody touch go to sleep.
Thanks.
But then I guess it would be subjected to.
Nah, go ahead.
I would say, but then it's subjected to, I guess, however you want to, however your criteria goes. You know, like what do you rank more? Do you rank the ease of his win? Do you do resume, or do you do accomplishments or weight class? Just kind of whatever you do. But I do agree. I do feel the same way. Like we should put heavyweights in there. Like no doubt, I really agree with that. I do like heavyweights in the pound for pound.
Hey, salute to Kennedy Linder, man, and all the people that then came up in this bitch. Me and him bodied some trolls together a few years ago. You probably don't even remember that shit for the Errol Spence Jr. versus Kell Brook fight, man. So salute to him. Appreciate everybody. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't.
Hey, Rob Stewart, man, look, this is what I was saying. Rob Stewart said, no, not really, Marlo. Everyone ain't built for constantly moving up in weight. And in my opinion, Pac was on the juice, bro. But look, I'm saying it's other people that done did something similar to that, bro. Look at Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just using Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying, as a high ceiling because he did 8. But I'm saying, look at
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones Jr. It's people that did something similar. That's all I'm saying, bro. It don't have to be necessarily Pac, man. But can it be something similar? Can you go somewhere to where it's some real decent sized human beings, you know what I'm saying, that's knocking shit out just like you, and see can you withstand the power too? Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm going. Like,
because
let's all lace our, if we're gonna have a criteria on pound for pound, you know what I'm saying, let's get it together as a family. Like what is our criteria gonna be? What's the standard number one that we looking for? And when we picking our pound for pound, you know what I'm saying? 2, you know what I mean? And we can even add heavyweights. I'm down with the heavyweights being in there. You know what I mean? That's no problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we all knowing what we looking for, so we can say, why am I disagreeing with you putting Inouye at number 1? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell you why. You feel me?
Yep.
I can tell you why I don't agree with it. It don't even fucking make sense. But you know, that's just my opinion too. But I respect everybody's opinion, bro. But I'm saying for me to say I can't disagree with them because I don't know why they might just be doing it for ticket sale, for views. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You never know why they saying that. So, you know, us, the boxing community, we can have our own. And we can all agree this is how we gonna pick our own. This is the criteria that we judging for our pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me?
Yep. Yep. I do. Definitely do. But I'm about to. I got to get back to work here in a minute, bro, family. But I wanted to address one last thing, and I appreciate you guys having me on all the time. But if we're going into this pound for pound thing, you know what I'm saying? My brother Trey said it very, very well. You know what I'm saying? There is right now, if we're saying this, if you make all these fighters the same size and blah blah blah, match them up and keep the skills at what they have right now, Deontay Wilder is number 1 because he can touch you and put you to sleep. Now, I know Inouye can do the same thing. I know that. Inouye's been knocking people out. It's the same thing. So you can put him on the pound-pound list. I have no problem with Inouye being on the pound-pound list. But I do have a problem if you put Inouye on there and you don't put Deontay on there. I do have a problem for that. That I do have a problem. Anthony Joshua is not putting people to sleep with one punch. He's an accumulative puncher. He does a bunch of punches and he gets you out of there with a bunch. Deontay touches you, you go to sleep. The Thanos hammer. It's just that simple, bro. It's just that simple. So if you have Anthony Joshua on there, to me, it's an impossibility not to have Deontay Wilder on. If you have Inouye on there, the pound for pound, if we're saying pound for pound, and I agree with the panel 100%. When we're saying pound for pound, that includes all pounds. That doesn't just include. Now I know what the pound for pound was built for. You know what I'm saying? It was built to match up the little guys with the heavyweights. It was built for that. I understand that. But pound for pound includes all pounds from 112 up to 200 plus. That includes all pounds. And if you put them all in the same room with the same size, they're all the same, whatever weight class you want to put them at. If they have the same gifts that they have where they're at, how will they match up? Deontay Wilder knocks them out. Point blank and period.
Well, you also got to look at this too. Like, I know Inoue get knockouts, but I can't name 5 niggas that Inoue knocked out.
Me
But
neither.
Deontay Wilder is different. And then, like, Deontay Wilder is really like knocking out people that's a weight class above him, at least. Like, the motherfucker come in at 220, he knocking out niggas that's 260. That's different from Inoue knocking people out in his own weight class. Wilder is not fighting people his size. He's knocking out bigger men.
Real talk.
I think that adds to his allure on the pound for pound list.
Hey, Trey, and also, man, let's keep in mind, man, that with the Wilder Fury fight, Wilder weighed in at 209. 209. And Tyson Fury came in damn near 260.
And
you know what I'm saying? And hit the canvas twice.
You know, his trainer said he was 206 on fight night.
You know what I'm saying?
Best fight. Before you go though, here go another question for you. Do you respect the guy that got a title here, moved up, got a title there, moved up and got a title there, or you respect the guy that dominated his weight class, moved up? You know what I'm saying? Dominated his weight class and moved up.
I respect the guy that dominates a weight class before he moves up, which is the reason why I don't have the respect of the 8th division champion for Manny Pacquiao, because he went to I think it was 140. He fought Diaz and then bounced. He never fought Casamayor. He never fought any of the other guys. He went up, got one belt, and bounced.
That could be Cherry, right? That could be exactly. These guys for these belts are too tough. I'm gonna go fight this guy. You know what I'm saying? Right here.
I'm gonna fight for the easiest belt, and then I'm dipping out. And that's exactly what he did. I'm pretty sure it was 140. It was either 140 or 135. It was one of the two. But on his rise up, he went to that. He only fought in that division one time. Matter of fact, it was 140 because that's the division they say is his natural weight class. But he only fought there one time. He has one fight at 140, and it was a championship fight against that Diaz dude, and then he dipped out. That's it. That's it. What? Actually, I think he has 2 because it was a 1 fight there, and no, he fought Hatton there, if I'm not mistaken. So he had that fight and then Hatton. So it was like 2 fights in that division. But he already had a belt from that division. When he fought Hatton was just coming back fighting. No. Yeah, that's right. It was Diaz. It was Diaz at either 135 or 140, whatever. But he only fought once in that division, one time, and then bounced. And at the time, Diaz was ranked number 4. He was ranked number 4. There was people with no belt that was ranked higher than him. So I'm sitting here like, how do you get credit for that? To my brother Trey's point, it's like, nah, bro, that's a straight cherry, dude. He did that so that he can say he's an 8th division champion. And I don't have no problem with Manny like that. In this regard, I got a problem with Manny in other respects, but in this regard, I don't got no problem with him, except for the fact that this 8th division thing, dude. You fought Diaz. You dipped out. You fought. What the hell was it? What the guy's name? Margarito. You fought Margarito. You know what I'm saying? After Margarito got destroyed, wasn't even a champion. You fought Margarito for a vacant belt. He had just got destroyed. And you fought this man for a vacant belt. You know what I'm saying? For a vacant 154 belt. Why didn't he fight Canelo? Canelo had the other belts. Canelo was the 154-pound champion. He had
Canelo
2 belts.
would have destroyed him.
Exactly. But he fought Margarito, and Margarito wasn't even fighting at 154. They moved Margarito up so Pacquiao can fight him at 154 for a vacant belt. He wasn't even fighting at that weight. Both of them moved up for a vacant title. Bro, man. Nah, hell no, dude. I don't look, nah. See, you about to get me on a whole different tirade, dude, because I know the lineage of this shit.
And then
I know the lineage.
So with the eye test though, you know what I mean? It's all fantasy, but we agreeing on something. You know what I'm saying? We at least know what the criteria is based on what we agree. Like earlier, we was talking about which one of fantasy matchups y'all want to go into. We was talking about earlier.
All right, the first one I got on the list is, and all 3 of these fantasy matchups are involving Canelo. So we got Canelo versus Spence is the first one. So, hey, y'all go ahead and rock out.
Hey,
Canelo
salute,
versus
family.
Spence.
Salute, family. I got to get back to this one, man. I got to finish this.
All right, for sure.
Already, man. Be easy,
Yeah,
bro.
Well, I think Spence would be a difficult outing for Canelo. That's just my opinion. I think he can box and he can work and he do good on the inside. I think Spence can deal with him. You know what I mean? Based on that's just my opinion, based on his strength and his ability to push a motherfucker back and also be able to box him.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I got Spence in that fight because of the devastating body attack, for one. But two, Canelo is the type of fighter who likes to operate on the offensive. In his first fight with Triple G, I don't think we saw the best Canelo because Triple G had him on the back foot and in retreat mode for the majority of that fight, bro. And that's exactly the way I see Errol Spence being with Canelo. I feel like Errol is a type of person who's built, who can withstand hard shots, who can take the punishment. And not to say Canelo can't take punishment, but at the same time, I think Errol's punishment that he would dish out will be continuous and in high volume. And how is Canelo gonna be the one to weather that and be able to push Errol back? I haven't seen anybody consistently push Errol back and have him in retreat mode yet. I mean, when I say that, I mean like consistently for long periods of time. I've seen him take some shots and back up and reset, and he comes right back forward. You know what I'm saying? To give his opponent that work. And that would be a good fight. I only want to see that fight if Spence is allowed to get acclimated at the higher weight.
Right.
Let him get some fights in at 160 or whatever the case, 154, 155, whatever the case is. Let him get some fights in at that weight, so all things can be even. But hey, I got Spence in that fight.
And don't forget, that's what we judging it on. Both same weight, same ability, and I know them moving up right now. You feel me? Acclimated in same weight division, and I know fantasy matchup. You feel me? But
shit, I take Spence. I take Spence, man. The reason I'm gonna take Spence because that body work, bro. I don't recall Canelo ever just getting beat to the body a lot. I mean, anybody remember Canelo getting beat to the body a lot?
Nah.
Nope.
So I don't think you get it. If you get we talking about the same weight class, doing this acclimating and everything. You got Spence fighting at the same weight class like that as Canelo, bro. I think Spence will pretty much do the same shit he been doing, bro. I think he'll walk Canelo ass down. I think it's gonna be a good ass fight, though. I think the shit's gonna go at least about the 10th or 11th round, but I still see him stopping Canelo.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I got Canelo. I just think.
You do.
But man, hey, the same way y'all say that about Spence going to the body, has Spence ever fought anybody that's gonna go to the body like Canelo's gonna go?
Hell yeah, he fought against Lamont Peterson, who was supposed to be the body snatcher.
But the body like Canelo's gonna go.
No, I mean Lamont Peterson was digging to the body, bro. He could. Yeah. Lamont Peterson was the body snatcher. He was the one who was supposed to put that body work in, but Spence beat him up out of that shit. That's what I'm saying. I don't think.
I'm talking about with power, with the same amount of power.
Man, Lamont Peterson, I'm telling you, that boy he's a big time body puncher at that time, bro. But Lamont Peterson got his ass beat down by Earl Spence in his own game, bro. He couldn't beat him to the body. That's why I don't think Canelo gonna be able to beat Earl Spence to the body. That can't be his game plan. He got to do something different, like with his angles and his punching and counter punching and shit like that. He can't try to dig to the body, or he gonna get beat at that game. He ain't gonna win that game, Chris.
No, I think that basically power wise, because Canelo's a big body dude. He's not super tall. I mean, he's not tall, but he's about the same. He's gonna be almost the same size as Earl, and he's got some big body shot punches. You can see how they slow down how a lot of the fighters take it when they get hit to the body by Canelo. They gasp for air from each guy that he's fought at middleweight, and I think that basically it kind of depends, I guess, on the fight game that Errol Spence does. But I still think that Canelo's shown that he can overcome bigger fighters, that he can fight bigger fighters, and he's not that much bigger. That's what I'm saying. And I think basically like his counter punching, and also like he's got really very good head movement. Canelo does, and then I think like he'll be able to counter punch him all like a lot that night. And then also like I to be honest, I don't think we ever see that fight unless Spence jumps up in weight like a quick jump in weight. I don't think we ever see that fight though.
He be at one young.
I agree with Chris.
Wait, I got a point. I got a point. Hey, so check this out, right? The guy who beat Canelo, Mayweather. What's one of Mayweather's go-to punch? A stab to the body with a solar plex punch. It worked against Canelo also. He's been doing it against Canelo. He stabbed him to the body with a solar plex punch, freezed Canelo, and then went to the head. That's what Mayweather used against Canelo a lot of the times during that fight, along with lateral and leg movement. You feel me? And it worked. So the solar plex jab worked. Now, we also saw that Lamont Peterson is a guy that go to the body a lot, and Errol Spence did neutralize that by destroying his body even more. Body shots work against Canelo, but what we notice is that a lot of these guys that fight Canelo are bigger fighters, and they don't go to the body as aggressive against Canelo. They start head hunting, and what Canelo does, he slipped the head real good. Canelo learned how to slip the jab, and how to roll and slip the right hand, a right cross. And he did it against all the other fighters he fought against. You feel me? And he did that, and it worked. But against a guy like Errol Spence, which digs to the body aggressively and punching with the same power and the same weight, it would be a problem for Canelo. So I think Errol Spence would destroy Canelo because the body shots will affect Canelo a lot. And on top of it, Errol Spence is aggressive on the inside, and he knows how to get on the inside, leading with a jab. So that will cause problems to Canelo, man. That's my point.
What about you, Rev?
I already went on that one, man. I said I had Spence in
Trey,
that one. Trey, what you got on that one, bro?
Trey on mute.
Yo, Trey, you on mute.
So but at the same time though, I mean, I wouldn't compare Mayweather to Spence because Mayweather was a whole lot faster and Mayweather is a whole lot better defensively, and I mean Canelo's gotten a lot better since then. So I mean it's kind of yeah. I mean,
I don't know. You think that, Chris? Hey, all right, so let me ask you: how many fighters you seen had Errol Spence down for the count? How many fighters you saw drop Errol Spence? How many fighters you saw hurt Errol Spence to the body? How many fighters you saw had Errol Spence buzzed and running for their life?
Yeah, but at the same time, we don't know how he's gonna move up. If he's gonna carry his power, if he's gonna be able to withstand.
Time out. Then let me shout the super chat out then, because he on the same page right now. He said there's a lot of Spence fanatics who think Spence can jump up from 147 to 160 right now and beat Canelo with a legit 3 to 4 month training camp. Man, Canelo by destruction. That's not what we were saying though, bro. I thought we were saying fantasy matchups was these two people acclimated at the weight class. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it was.
Went south with it, and that's not where we at.
That's
we saying they at the same weight class. No hydration clause. No meet me at no nothing. We saying these fighters at the same weight class with their styles. That's all we saying.
I'm saying
if you pick Canelo, it's no problem.
Well, I'm saying even if he gets acclimated, like we don't know how good he's gonna be when he gets up there, and we know how good Canelo is already, but we don't know how good Spence would be when he gets to that weight. Even if he get to that weight, even if he does, let's say he's got 3 fights in at middleweight, we don't know how strong he's gonna be, how tough he's gonna be.
No, what we saying is though, we carrying all the attributes and everything, and just automatically jumping Spence up to 160. We ain't worried about how long it's gonna take him to get there, who he fight to get to it. We said he's already got those abilities. He's already got those abilities, and he fighting Canelo at 160, bro. Canelo gonna be in for a problem, bro. People think Canelo is just this master class boxer that can just do whatever he want to do. No, dude, he's not that guy, bro. Jacobs could have gave him a run if Jacobs had really got in there and put in a little bit more.
Jacobs don't got the heart to do that.
Yeah,
That's
Hey,
what I'm saying.
listen.
yeah, that's what we saying, bro. Like I don't know how. I thought this was already said, but we even started talking about it. Like I don't know how I got carried to some if was the fifth when we said.
Man, listen.
But what I'm
Let
saying,
me.
that's not what I'm saying though. But you're automatically thinking that. I mean, regardless, yes, you can
You can
get
say this,
acclimated
Chris.
in a
You can
bigger.
say this, right? You can say with Spencer.
But that's a what if too. What you're saying, what y'all saying is a what if. What if he goes up to there and he carries all his weight and does all this and that? We don't know what he's gonna be, what he's gonna look like when he
We never
gets.
said what
This
if,
is the
bro.
problem, Chris.
Time out. We never said what if. We said we talking fantasy matchup. We are putting these guys together, same ability, same weight class, acclimated and all. So
Even if
you don't feel, listen, if you don't feel that Spencer style right now, if he was acclimated already within that 54 or 60 division, that he can handle Canelo, that's fine.
even if we don't do that, right?
No what ifs, bro. We don't know nothing. No, we saying his ability right now, if he was at this division, what he would be able to do. That's all we saying, bro.
But check this out. Check this out. We don't see Canelo get, huh?
He said,
Hold on.
so you ain't talking now, you talking 3 years from now. He said, okay. Like what how hard is that to understand what we're saying?
Now I understand that, but what I'm saying is we do not know how strong he's gonna be when he is there. We don't know if he's gonna be as powerful as he is.
Hey, Chris, check this. Hey, Chris,
so
Chris, check this. Check, hold on, Marlo. Wait a minute. Let me, Chris, check this out. Imagine right now that Canelo and Spence are both at 160 right now, with the weights. They're at the same weight class with the attributes and the abilities that they both have right now. Who wins that fight?
At 160.
At 160.
If Spence was 147.
Hey,
no,
bro. Don't look at it like, okay, he's jumping up from 147 to 160.
Basically, carrying everything, like as power.
Everything, bro. Hey, and they both of them are acclimated. Spence has fought 5 times at 160 already, and he's won 5 fights at 160. Let's throw that in there. He's acclimated now with the abilities and the skills that they both have right now. Who wins that fight?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go. Let me make this even more easier. Just take Canelo down to 147 and put Canelo at 147, Spence at 147. Who win that fight?
I don't know. I would say Canelo. I would say Canelo wins. I don't know. It's hard to say that because that's like saying let's take Deontay Wilder down to 140, 147. Does he eat?
Canelo. Chris, Canelo is closer to 147 when he fought Mayweather. Canelo was closer to 147 when he was fighting at 154, and he was making his own weight class and fighting at 155. So let's drop him down 6 pounds to 47, 6, 7, 8, or whatever pounds that is, to 147. What do you think he'll look like against Earl Spence then if you're going to go that way? What do you think that'll look like? Or say, for example, move Errol Spence up to 155, which was Canelo weight. Move Errol Spence from 147 up to 155, which was Canelo weight, his own weight division, which benefits him. All his accolades and all the attributes stand in his favor. Let's put Errol Spence right there with his skill set, and let's see. And what do you think that fight will look like? Let me tell you something, bro. We seen Canelo gas out on his own by punching at other fighters and fighting the other fighters, not even getting hit with devastating body shots, and we see him gas out. What do you think he'll look like while a guy is punching him in the body while he's gassing out? Do you think he'll gas out even more? Is his gas tank his biggest problem? His gas tank is his biggest problem. Now imagine a guy busting him in the body while he's trying to do that.
And don't forget, it don't matter who you pick, your opinion is respected, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm trying
to say we have to understand it because like we ain't saying no what ifs and all that. We assuming at same weight class, we just all we doing is putting them in the same category, same ability, whatever skills Spence got. We ain't enhancing it, we ain't taking it away. We just putting them in the same division, and we asking our opinion. That's all.
I mean, it's just hard to say. I don't know. It's hard to say. I just say Canelo. I don't know. I just say Canelo. I'm not even. I don't because I'm not understanding how y'all. I don't understand how y'all trying to put it. Like really.
Canelo versus God. Who will win?
Canelo would
That's
win. Yeah,
almost what it feels like, Chris.
Canelo would win. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that that's all that we saying, bro. We just trying to understand, making sure you don't have to say, oh, what if, you know what I mean?
But I feel like it's basically a what if too, because we don't. I don't know. To me, that's what it feels like too.
We're bringing the criteria to the level you would understand.
They both young. Spence say he's going to move up, so they probably end up. You know what I mean? As far as he gonna go at 68, I believe, because he's too short to go anywhere else. Canelo. So it's a possibility they can meet. The only thing we asking is the same abilities, the same weight class. That's all.
No, that fight definitely gonna happen, bro.
I don't know. That's just
that fight gonna.
It's confusing.
That fight gonna happen.
It's just a confusing question.
Okay, well,
Signs of the time. TVHQ said Canelo pays judges and use steroids.
Look, Rod Stewart got Canelo, and he understand the question. Respect it, bro.
Right.
Stormy B man said he had Spence all day. No, he said I still got Spence to beat Canelo. Yeah, Casso say he got Spence all day. She talking to Damon P. Damon P said Canelo by split decision. You know what I mean? Spence. Look, Winston Lee said he got Spence. Canelo has no stamina. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we just put in their ability, bro. Spence hurts Mayweather in sparring. That's Picasso. Damon P.
Yeah.
I seen this dream said the question was both at the same weight if they were even. Yeah, that's all I was trying to get through. Mr. Nathan said sparring don't mean shit. It's what you do in the fight now. Yeah.
Well, let me ask y'all this. Can we change the subject and go to two different fighters? Because I was interested. I don't know if y'all talked about this already, but how Josh Taylor looked last week and what that fight against him and Regis Prograis is gonna look like. I think Josh Taylor.
Go ahead.
You said what?
No, go ahead.
I think Josh Taylor was exposed last week, bro. I think he's not as good as a fighter as people make him out to be. And I think when he fight against Rougarou, bro, it's gonna be some problems.
I was gonna say who are the other fighters, bro?
Josh Taylor and
No, I'm talking about the Canelo because he said there was 4 people on Canelo.
Wait, what? Say what?
Yeah, Marlo had said there was 4.
Oh, my fault. Hey, I was talking on mute. All right. The first one was Canelo Spence. The second one was Canelo Crawford.
All right, hold up. Let's get El Fenici. El Fenici wasn't there when we were doing it, but go ahead, El Fenici. Finish your thoughts so we can get that out the way real quick.
No, I finished my thought. I just wanted y'all opinion on it. I think Josh Taylor gonna get his ass beat by Rougarou, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. What y'all think?
I think it's gonna be a tough fight, man. Trey hit me to some stuff today, man, and excuse me. I'm gonna do some more research, man. I'm still leaning towards Prograis right now because I think their left hands are gonna cancel each other out. It's gonna be who is the strongest, the sharpest, and most effective with the right hand. I think that's gonna be the X factor right there. You know, so I still think Rougarou is a little bit better. Now, that boy Trey brought up a good point, man, in the fact that what was dude Burchett? Was that his name? That's the dude Josh Taylor fought.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Baranchik.
That's the name for Burchett. Another way around, but go ahead.
Now, hold on. Who fought? Oh, it was Baranchik, right?
Yeah, it was Baranchik.
Yeah, Baranchik.
Okay, Baranchik. My fault. Yeah, Baranchik, man, was a tough customer. He was game. He was solid. You know what I'm saying? The dude came in there. He had some success on that boy, Josh Taylor. At the same time, you know what I'm saying? Would Prograis have had as difficult a time with Baranchik? You know what I'm saying? That's something we'll never know, you know. But like I said, I still am leaning towards Prograis, and that has the potential to be the fight of the year, in my opinion. I don't think Prograis gonna go in there and just walk him down and just whoop his ass and destroy him. I think that's one of those fights that's gonna go into the later rounds if it doesn't go all the way. But I don't see just a whitewash on either part. but I'm leaning towards Prograis now right now.
So what about you, Chris?
Yeah, I got Josh Taylor still, man. I'm still gonna ride with Josh Taylor on that one.
Ain't nothing changed up, bro.
Ain't nothing changed. I'll ride till the wheels fall off.
We ain't see nothing that's gonna make our thoughts change. I got Rougarou still too. You know, I got Rougarou, man. I think he's vicious, and you know they both southpaw, so it's gonna be, you know, like I said, that straight left hand is more powerful in my opinion. We gonna see though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go and continue on. Go ahead, Ref. It's on you.
Hey, well, check this out, Marlo. Hey, go ahead, jump in the chat for a little bit, man. Let's show the people some love.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And
all right here.
And while Marlo doing that, everybody think about Canelo versus Crawford.
Hey, remember y'all, same weight class, same size, same. You know what I mean?
All the same attributes and skills.
All the same attributes, man.
And both fighters are already acclimated to the weight.
Mark Wonderly always bet on black. Earl Taylor Sr. said, I agree. Taylor looked beatable. Main boxing biker said Josh Taylor gonna get destroyed. Rob Stewart said, I'm listening. He got Josh Taylor. Earl Taylor Sr. said Prograis by outclass. You gonna outclass him? Picasso said Spence has the similarities of Wilder. He said he ruined fighters' careers. Who else doing it like that? Winston Lee said Regis by KO. Ivan is a good fighter, showed a lot. Damon P said Taylor cannot be taking them shots from Regis and expect to win. That's what I'm saying. Tony Man 2C said Yard and Kovalev. Y'all want to just get y'all picks real quick?
Oh man, that's easy. Kovalev, bro. Kovalev gonna beat the shit out of Anthony Yard, bro. I see Yard getting exposed for the fraud that he is, bro. I think Anthony Yard is a fraud, bro. He got a good look. He got a good jab, but his defense trash. He too goddamn stiff. He got too much muscle, bro, to be trying to box. He a fraud, bro. He's just another UK dude that they trying to build up to be this action figure, and that dude ain't that guy, bro. He got mediocre boxing skills at best, bro. That's the best I'm gonna put it. So I see Kovalev putting the clinic on this dude and schooling the shit out of him, unless he clip Kovalev, because the boy can't hit hard now. I ain't gonna take that away from him. The boy can't hit hard. He can crack. Now if he can clip Kovalev, then it might be a chance. But if Kovalev come out there and put on a master boxing clinic like he did against the last cat he just fought, it's gonna be a damn rout.
Alvarez.
Hey, Tom. Did everybody go?
Nah. I think Kovalev is gonna destroy him also, man. I never really want to bet on Kovalev in certain type of fights, but in this fight, I'm gonna go with Kovalev, bro. I do believe exactly what he just said, man. Kovalev is he's like a robot also. He's like stiff, bro. He's too heavy muscle bound. Not Kovalev, Yard. Yard is like heavy muscle bound. It's not gonna work out in his favor. Heavy muscle bound don't work out when it comes to boxing matches for the most part, bro. That heavy muscle bound robot type of guy, it reminds me of Anthony Joshua. The reason why we don't bet on Anthony Joshua against Deontay Wilder, a flexible type of guy, is that Anthony Joshua reminds me of Jack from Tekken. And I'm gonna be the first one to say there's a robot called Jack in a video game called Tekken. All right, watch that shit. You'll see Anthony Joshua, but at the same time, you'll see Anthony Yard also, man. They stiff guys. They don't have much movement in the ring. They don't have much head movement. And I believe Kovalev has such a great jab and a great 1-2 and fundamentals that will destroy this man, Anthony Yard, man. So I'm gonna go with him, bro. Anthony Yard is gonna get destroyed the same way Anthony Joshua is gonna get destroyed. Both are robots. Both Anthony's are robots. That's the bottom line.
All right, hey, let me give my piece, man. Check this out. All right, that boy Anthony Yard is young, hungry lion. You know what I'm saying? Working his way up the ranks. You know what I'm saying? Massive, muscular build, physique, hard hitting, heavy handed puncher. You know what I'm saying? We've been getting a little toolage from the different gyms in the United States. He's been getting some work over here. You know what I'm saying? Namely in the Mayweather gym. He's been getting some of that Mayweather game sprinkled on him. You know what I'm saying? But Kovalev is still gonna beat all the green out of Anthony's yard. Real talk, man. Hey, he does not have the ring experience nor the ring IQ. Kovalev is going to be able to go in there and take away whatever his best skill is. Kovalev has been in there. He's seen it all. He's done it all. He's going to be able to take away, neutralize whatever it is that the Anthony Yard does best. And when he does that, then what does Anthony Yard do? What else does he have in the toolkit? Because Kovalev, you know, you say what you want. Yeah, he's a drunk. He's a racist. He's a woman beater. You can say all that stuff that you want to. But in that square circle, you know what I'm saying? He can fight on the outside. He can fight on the inside. He can fight, you know, using different angles. And Buddy McGirt has breathed brand new life into that boy. He looked like a totally different fighter from Alvarez 1 to the Alvarez 2 fight. You know what I'm saying? So we still don't know all the game that Buddy McGirt sprinkling on that boy and getting him ready. So now we seeing Kovalev 2.0. You know what I'm saying? What else are we gonna see that Kovalev's previous training camp wasn't putting in his toolkit? You know, yeah. Hey, that boy, and I agree with L. That boy Yard, he can crack. If he catches Kovalev with a hard shot, it could be night, man. But unless he does that, Kovalev gonna go out there and box his ears off. He gonna beat that boy face up. I got Kovalev. Easy work.
All right, brother.
Hey, can I say one thing though, real quick, Marlo?
Right.
I think once y'all get his ass beat by Kovalev, I think this might be a Mayweather Canelo type situation. I think he might learn a lot from getting his ass whooped by Kovalev and come back to be a better fighter.
That's right. Jump back in the chat. Tom Saab said he got Kovalev. Kovalev smokes yards, is what he said. Damon P said he still got Taylor. Picasso said, ask this question. He said, what fighter is getting ducked the most? Ortiz is one. Y'all want to go in on that? I think Earl Spence is another one.
Deontay Wilder's another one. Look at the fighters that's getting ducked the most, and then you'll know who your pound for pound fighters are. Just look at if ESPN want to know who to put on the pound for pound list. Look at the fighters that's getting ducked the most. Them is the motherfuckers that need to be up there. The guys that everybody want to go in there and get the smoke with. Them ain't your number one pound for pound, bro. Because niggas ain't scared of them. They're scared of the guy that'll hurt their career. You feel me?
I think you got to go with. I agree with Maine. I think you got to go with Wilder. Then you got to take a look at Charlo, Jamal. They duck his ass like the Blue Bunny played. I mean, you got to look at Charlo, Spence, and then Crawford.
Yeah, Charlo got to be mentioned too, man. I mean, just keeping it real. Rob Stewart said, yes, sir, possible fight of the year, talking about Ruger Rubin, Taylor. Tony Man 2C say Kovalev will definitely outbox Yard, but would be interesting to see if Kovalev tries for the KO. Rob Stewart say Taylor can switch. And he can. That's something I gotta look out for too. I ain't paying no attention to it.
Yeah, he can fight Orthodox too.
Had you seen him sit there for a nice period of time and get it in?
Yeah, I seen him fight Orthodox last fight. And he still was getting his ass punched on. He ain't that. Just because you can go Orthodox don't mean that you can fight. You an expert Orthodox fighter, bro. I don't think that shit's overrated, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
Like Danny Jacobs going Orthodox. Danny Jacobs can go both ways, but guess what? Yeah. He's not effective in one way.
Yeah. Now, seeing the Dream said when Rodriguez knocked Taylor ass out, he said he's gonna play chess on them checkerboard shorts. Oh, he talking about what you call them? Target shorts.
Yeah.
David the Real Thomas said, I think Crawford will box the shot put of Canelo. Bad matchup for Canelo. Okay, so he got Crawford over Canelo. He was marinating.
Yep.
Earl Taylor Sr. said Kovalev by KO. Picasso said, I'm trying not to get upset, but y'all knowing the and this shit just jumped, bro. Chris Brown, what's good with it, fam? I was trying to catch up in the chat, man. They was going in, bro. I said real quick. That shit just went for like 20 minutes. Oh man, ain't gonna be no catching up, y'all.
Hey, what was that? What was that comment? Dude said he was trying not to get upset.
That's what I'm trying to find. It jumped up on me. It's a lot of comments. Y'all was going ham.
Damn.
Oh, here it go. I'm trying not to get upset. He said, but y'all know the truth and won't admit it. He said, when I was active fighting, I wanted any work. I wonder what that means, bro. What you mean by that? Picasso?
Who is that? Oh,
yes.
Picasso said that.
I say he sounded like
Yeah. Sound like What's good though, Chris Brown? Winston Lee said we saw Mayweather versus Canelo. Same shit with Crawford versus Canelo. So he got Canelo. Chris Brown.
No, he got Crawford.
I mean, he got Crawford. My bad. That's 2 for Crawford. I meant. Chris Brown said salute to the chat. Damon P said again, I got Canelo. He said he's at a different level at this moment. Okay, he got that could go 1 for Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
There go another one. NBA Film said Canelo knocked down Mayweather, the best defensive fighter in sparring. What would he do against Canelo's defense? Who you talking about?
I guess he talking about what would Crawford do.
I think he talking about
Canelo's defense.
Oh, okay. So you said no, but he said Canelo knocked down Mayweather
in sparring.
Best defensive fighter.
Mayweather didn't even spar.
I think he's probably thinking about Spence, but I don't think Spence ever knocked him down in sparring though.
No,
he did. Spence. Hey, Mayweather. Yeah, he did. Or that's the rumor. That's the rumor.
No, that's incorrect. That's not the rumor. The rumor is that Spence did beat him up a bit in the shit. In the sparring, but they never knocked him down. Not a knockdown. It was just he beat him up a little bit.
That's why I'm confused about Canelo knocked down Mayweather, the best defensive fighter in sparring. I never heard of that.
Don't let it. Hey, bro, these dudes is making up shit that they want to spread into the air. They don't let them make up rumors they want to put into the air. Canelo did not knock down.
Bro Taylor Sr. said Yard ain't faced enough competition for him, so he got Kovalav. Chris Brown said smash. He said smash the goddamn like button. Appreciate you, fam. Winston Lee said 6 rounds, Kovalav. Lala D talking to Chris Brown. Chris Brown said subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you, bro. Picasso said Yard is AJ. That's a mini AJ. Now see,
all right, I'm back.
Has the experience, but I want Yard to win. It say if they start that same AJ shit with Yard, it's on. Damon P say Kovalev gonna school Yard from pillar to post. Don't beat the crap out of him, huh? Chris Brown says subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe if you haven't, man. We like to talk this good boxing talk. We got cartoon videos, all kind of content coming. All respect to all the Don Dada said best corner in boxing on Thursday night or Friday morning. Salute Marlo. Appreciate you, fam. Chris Brown 45 said and smashed the goddamn like button. Don Dada said already. Picasso said Anthony Yard is half of a heavyweight. Rob Stewart saying Lions in the camp. That's what Yard and them be screaming. Lions in the camp. Oh shit. You right. I got you, Mark Wonderlich. I got you, Chris Breezy. I was just trying to catch up. Michael Foster said, what up, fam? What's good with it? Damon P said, Yard too slow, too stiff, not enough experience, not enough ring IQ, and hasn't had two fights while losing. Earl Smith.
And the motherfucker style that you experience. You in the Philadelphia shell and shit, but got 12 amateur fights. Motherfuckers like Mayweather, they've been working on this shit since they was kids. Man. Mayweather been working on that damn shoulder roll since he was fucking 6 years old or something.
Hey,
you know
bro,
what I'm saying? These dudes, they can learn shit in the goddamn summer and then use it for their style. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker needs way more experience to be using that style.
Turning the shoulder roll to an egg roll. Hey, bro, you ever heard of Canelo sparring Mayweather?
Nah, I just heard about Spence sparring him. I heard somebody say something about dropping him. I heard Earl just gave him a black eye.
Yeah,
They both gave each other back out.
he just put in the chat. He was saying I was saying Spence knocked down Floyd in sparring or hurt him. So what would Spence do pretty good against Canelo defense, in my opinion? That's what he said.
That's why I was asking him. I'm not down there yet though.
That person don't understand, but that
I just
person
wanted to make sure that I wasn't tripping. But Damon Peace, I read that one. Earl Spence
I want to add something on that. Like, one thing that we got to keep in mind, motherfucker, Earl, I don't think Mayweather was too long out of getting out of jail when he had fought against Earl. And when you got motherfuckers sparring against top level guys, that's like a Super Bowl damn near. To Mayweather, it's just another day in sport. To Earl, this is his proving ground. So he gonna go up in there. It's like this is his championship fight or something. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to cut Mayweather a little bit of slack when it comes to that shit, because a lot of fighters then let other fighters get the best of them when they in the gym. But when them lights come on, you know what I'm saying? It might have been a different story if they would have fought in a real fight and shit. So I just feel like Mayweather just needs that little slack.
Wait, there's more on top of that, Trey.
Hey,
That you're right. Mayweather was now getting out of jail. That was when he was about to fight Robert Guerrero. That was when he wanted to find a southpaw so he can spar, so he can prepare for Robert Guerrero. The Ghost Guerrero. He found Errol Spence. Somebody recommended Errol Spence. He went and sparred against Errol Spence. Errol Spence looked at it like, shit, I got to go up against the GOAT. I'm going to go perform my best I can. And he went in. You feel me? Mayweather was fresh out of jail, like you said.
I get my gas pumped together. I'm
at where you at?
Earl Taylor Sr. Was saying, huh? Hello?
Hello, where you was at?
Yo, you breaking up.
Yo, I can't even hear you. You sound like a robot.
That's L.
All right, where you was at in the chat, bro?
I said Earl Taylor Sr. He picked Mark Charlo. He was saying that he was one of the guys that's getting ducked.
All right, Chris Brown in the dreams say facts. Don Donna said Yard undefeated. Yeah, he undefeated. The motherfucker barely got 30 fights in his whole career. 12 as an amateur. How many he got as a pro? About 17, 18?
I don't even know if he got that many, bro.
While he in the teens, the motherfucker barely got 30 fights in his whole career. Picasso said it's a wrap. Gig will be up when Yard lose. I think he got a bad stuff for Kovalev, man. I already seen him in fights where he was getting touched with right hands. Kovalev got a great right hand. And he got the experience. And he a champion. And he got Buddy McGirt teaching him a left hook, teaching him to go to the body, get your head out the center line when you throw your jab. That motherfucking Yard got a storm coming his way, man, for real. Don Dada said T-Bud the most duck. Bud Crawford the most duck. Chris Brown say smash the like button. Appreciate that. Michael Fawcett said Jamal Charlo been ducked for years. Yeah. Don Dada said by PBC 47. I don't know what you mean. Chris Brown hit the bell icon for notification. Definitely would appreciate that. And y'all pull up when we call fights, man. That's our specialty. You know what I'm saying? I'm the blow-by-blow commentator, and my boys up here, they are the judges on the panel and shit. We have a lot of fun every weekend. David the Real Thomas said, we put Usyk in the top 5 pound for pound cruiserweight champion. I understand this shit though, so I ain't mad at people putting Usyk up in there. He more deserving than a lot of these motherfuckers. He way more deserving than somebody like Boy, in my opinion. Picasso, thank you for putting that question on the table about ducking. I'm a fan. Keep up the good work, goddamn. Appreciate you coming through. Chris Brown was Stewart said Taylor from both stances, but not like the great Bud Crawford, of course. Yeah, that comes from his martial arts background. I can't remember what they said that he does. I don't know if it was Taekwondo, it was something, but they said that in his martial arts, he routinely switches from Southpaw Orthodox. So that's something that he brought to the from mixed martial art. You know what I'm talking about? The goddamn karate type shit. Don Dollar said he won't all smoke. Robert Stewart, Bud beats Canelo in a fantasy matchup. Okay, I think that's enough, man. I know y'all like Bud. Man, I think Canelo #1 pound for pound. Even though it's kind of hard. It's real close. Don't get me wrong, but just looking at it, man, look at Bud's. I think Canelo got the better resume, but I ain't gonna take away the fact that he put in rehydration clauses and all that kind of shit. He went 55. We'll keep all of that in consideration, but I do think Canelo up there. I think he'll give Crawford some problems. Tony Man 2C said, "What about Polinaji and the other guy, Knuckles? I don't know, man. We come to field on better, I don't even know. I guess Paulie Malignaggi. Shit, I don't know nothing about the other guy. Robert Stewart said, after thinking about it a little longer, Spence beats Canelo in the same scenario. I don't know, man. I think I got to go with Canelo on this shit. I love her as a fighter, man, but I think he come in a straight line for the most part. He gonna be coming straight to Canelo. Canelo, the naturally bigger man, good body punch and shit. Got a good jab. Earl got a good jab too. He gonna be ripping shots to the body. Earl might can get him on the conditioning because Canelo like to fight in spots, and Earl fights consistently. He got a fight where he threw over 1,000 punches. So I like all of that working for Earl. God damn, man, a good counter puncher like Canelo. He's a naturally bigger man. I think I'm gonna go with Canelo. They the real time. Canelo never knocked down Mayweather. Don Dada said Bomb Arum don't run Bud Crawford. Bomb Arum don't run T Bud Crawford. It seemed like he do. David Real Thomas said he didn't. You guys can do it. I don't know what she's talking about. NBMs said that's not what he's saying. Don Dada said this bullshit with Al in the way. All right, Chris Brown said Spence gave Mayweather a bad fast. Good work, but he didn't knock him down. Yeah. Don Dada, back voice. We won't see, goddamn. I hope we get to see that shit too. And I'm taking Spence. In the film said I was saying Spence knocked down Floyd and sparring to hurt him. So what would Spence do? Pretty good against Canelo defense in my opinion. Okay, bet rifle was going down. Picasso said I meant they are choosing their fighters to be great from some weird place. I competed before. And if you're going to get any credit from me, stay out drugs and stop Canelo, okay? David the Real Thomas said Mayweather's prime will boxing be a defensive layer in a real fight against Spence. He wouldn't go toe-to-toe with Spence. Spence was going hard on Mayweather was fresh out. And plus, like if you look at a lot of great fighters like Muhammad Ali and a lot of fighters, when they in sparring, they fight differently. They'll sit in a corner, they'll sit against the rope, let their opponents just do and shit. When you look at Ali, you know how he got Parkinson's late in his life. I bet most of his damage came from sparring. It didn't even come from real fights. It came from him laying on the ropes and letting guys beat on him. I just watched a documentary called Counterpunch that had Little B-Hop in there, and he was doing the same shit. Sitting against the ropes, letting the guys beat on him and shit, man. I hate when they do that. I hope he changed that shit up. Don Dada said Mayweather shoulder roll TBE. Yeah, he put the legs too. I like James Tony show. I like how he put the legs with it. You know what I'm saying? That shit was clear. Gangsta Rodney said Broner tried the shoulder roll and failed tremendously. What we call that shit? The egg roll. And I seen the dream, so they mad as stuff, Marlo. Did you hear Water shout out to the LDBC? Fools dropped their mics. No Water. Don't say that name. Yeah, shout out to the LDBC. Tony Ben said Spence didn't want to say what really happened on with Floyd. Yeah, you know, old school though. What happened to him staying in jail? Battle Rifle said, I heard plenty of people drop Floyd and Spawn. I don't think they are true. Like Lamont Peterson, Zab Judah, and others. I won't be surprised about nothing that happened in Spawn. But what happened when the lights came on though? David the Real Thomas said, fresh out of jail, getting ready for Guerrero. Yeah. Gangsta Rodney said to Earl's defense, he did that before he turned pro. Okay. Even more of an incentive to be his championship fight before he even turned pro. If I go in there and get some good work against Mayweather, I'm making a name for myself, which he did. David the Real Thomas said Lamont hit out on Spence. They go hard, okay? NBA Film said very true. Spence said he was trying to hurt something to make a name for himself. Yeah, that's fair. That's common. Winston Lee said that was for Marcos Madonna too. I don't know what you mean, bro. Chris Brown. Spence stopped Porter in sparring as well as Broner. I ain't heard about the Porter shit. I ain't surprised though. Chris Brown say facts. Don Dada Mayweather. I don't know what that means. Rod X the champ. Zab knocked Floyd out in sparring allegedly. Zab did score an official knockdown against Floyd. But shit, after them first, 4-5 rounds, goddamn, it was all Mayweather. Chris Brown said, did you come in and hit the like button? Definitely appreciate that shit. King Ray Shalom family weekend's almost here. Hell yeah, I can't wait to see Devin Haney this weekend. Even though I got to admit that I'm disappointed in his opponent. You know what I'm saying? He's a big, tall dude, but he just looked like a basic, come forward, slow-footed Mexican fighter. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him against some better fighters. Picasso said Mayweather is a beast, but Spence was coming up so perfect sparring partner, mainly because he gave Floyd great work. Spence came a long way, and he's not ducking nobody. Nah, hell no. Gangster Rodney said, my bad, he had 5 pro fights at this point. Okay, I thought the motherfucker was pro already when I was reading that shit. NBA Film said, what time did this show normally be? I'm heavy fucking with it. Shit, we just started getting back to trying to do something during the week. We do something on Thursdays, maybe Tuesdays or something like that. But we do it pretty much every Saturday though. We cover the fights and shit, you know what I'm saying? Picasso said he subscribed, appreciate that shit. Rod as the champ said Canelo is a PED cheat, goddamn, all right. King Wade said shalom, good brother Marlo. Don Dollar T-Bug Crawford said Saul too big. Yeah, motherfucker, you gotta keep the size in mind, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking about him and Spence. I see some shit that Spence has an advantage over him as far as punch volume and stamina. When I'm just looking at the IQ of Canelo, I ain't saying Spence ain't got IQ, but I know Canelo got a. It seems that he got a hell of an IQ.
Hey,
just looking at his style, go ahead.
No, nothing. I thought you were done. I was just gonna say, hey, King Wade's family, man. If y'all into vegan and want to learn about vegan food, man, he be cooking vegan food over there, trying to teach the fam healthy eating and stuff, man. Doing movie night on history and stuff, man. Shalom, King Wade.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay, Chris Brown said Canelo can't be pound for pound. He hasn't became undisputed unified champion and jumps weight classes too much. I feel you on that, but like since the championships and shit, man, since it's so diluted with so many belts, you got the interim and the silver and the goddamn super and the diamond and like when you get to looking at all that shit, I start going to like the names, and that's when we start looking at resume and shit. Like in my opinion, I feel like Andre Ward's victories over Sergey Kovalev were more significant than Terrence Crawford's victory over Indongo. Even though Terrence Crawford's he made history with that win, I just felt like Andre Ward's victories over Sergey Kovalev were more significant in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Rough Fast, appreciate that. Said tune in to Marlo's Corner on Thursdays for On the Corner with the Block Fam. Thanks to everybody that pulled up today. Gia. Let me look in this. I can't even tell where I was at. Tony Man 2C said, which heavyweight beats Usyk other than Joshua, Wilder, and Fury? I think Ortiz should be able to beat the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the man was 349 and 19 as an amateur. He ain't no slouch in that ring. I know he's getting older. He didn't look the best in this fight, but it might take him a couple fights to get back right. Because that motherfucker Wilder turned that motherfucker from King Kong into Ding Dong. You know what I'm saying? So it might take a couple fights for him to feel like King Kong again. And I think he should be able to beat Usyk. Where the fuck I was at? Damn, I lost my spot again. Hold on. Okay, Damon P said Canelo was unified right now. Oh, okay. Y'all know I don't be keeping up with them belts and shit, man. I probably should though. Main Boston Biker said my favorite shell was James Tony Philly shell, not Broner Egg shell. Yeah, I like James Tony shell. That's one of my favorite fighters. He on my Mount Rushmore. I just like Mayweather's better because he mixed the legs with it. He didn't just stand right there in front of you in the pocket. He moved around with the shit. You know what I'm saying? And that made it even more of a tricky or puzzle to solve. Now I seen the dream said in the gym you work on weaknesses. Hold on. Floyd might have been working on something, but he tell you when them bright lights come on, it's a different story. Yeah, that's square business. And that also made me think of a sparring session that I saw between Devin Haney and Sean Porter. It's right here on YouTube. And Sean Porter, he never even threw a punch in the round. All he did was just move around and work on defense. And Devin Haney came to him and tried to hit him. That happens in sparring. People go in there and just try to work on shit, work on their defense and stuff. I appreciate Rough House back in the super chat. He said this episode of On the Corner with the Block Fam was sponsored in part by Rough House Boxing TV. Y'all stop by the house. Just remember to wipe your feet and close the door behind you. Gia. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Rough House Boxing TV. Got the best boxing breakdowns on YouTube, in my opinion. He gonna go out there and put the work in. He gonna have his pencil, his piece of paper. He gonna take notes and he gonna put that shit down, man. Square business. Okay, not seeing the dream. Okay, I read that one. No filter, Tony Boxing. Salute. What's up with you? Battle Rifle said, "What's y'all top 5 pound for pound?" Man, we've been thinking about that shit a little bit, man. I don't forgot what the fuck I had. I think I had Canelo #1, Crawford #2, and then my shit get murky after that. I probably got Wilder #3 after that.
I got mine right here in handy because we was talking about it. I mean, it's subject to change too, but tell me what y'all think. I got Canelo at 1. I got Crawford at 2. I had Hurd at 3. That's why I was telling you about the change. I got Spence at 4. I had Loma at 5. I had Pac-Man at 6. Kovalev 7. Mikey 8. Danny 9. Porter 10. And Usyk at 11. That's because he was the heavyweight.
All right, that's what's up. Jay Dixon said, "What do you guys think Canelo got better after the Floyd fight?" Well, after the Floyd fight, man, it just seemed like he got his mind on his defense, like his counter punching and shit, like his transition from defense to offense, like it's more pronounced now. Like he make you miss and he make you pay. Like he'll roll the right hand and come back with a right hand. You know what I'm saying? Like it just way more smooth. He got like a more smoother type rhythm and shit. He don't stand up like quite the way he did. Like you'll see him with his head movement, like slipping and shit coming on the inside. He just looked like a totally different fighter after that fight, man. He looked like a much improved fighter.
He looked like a jazz musician taught him how to play music. Like he just looked different, man. He learned how to, like, I feel like his whole stance changed, like Trey is saying. The stance is important when it comes to slipping punches and doing what you got to do and countering it with effective counter punches. So he changed up his whole mindset when it comes to boxing. Mayweather schooled him, and he watched the way Mayweather schooled him, and he took a few pointers from Mayweather and decided to, like, hey, let me implement that same thing into my game plan. You feel me? He did the same thing, bro.
And
Hey,
that's
no,
go
I
ahead.
was gonna piggyback on what Maine said, man. He didn't take a few pointers from Mayweather. Hey, you look at Canelo's style now, man. I'll say 50 to 60% of what Canelo does in the ring mimics what Floyd did when he fought Floyd.
Yeah,
Especially,
oh my bad. Go ahead, bro.
especially the way he rolled on punches and his footwork, his movement around the ring.
But that's the sign of a good fighter, bro. What can you take from your opponent? What can, especially in a loss, what can you take and implement into your toolkit? You know.
See, but
So
the
that
thing too, though, Canelo is the ultimate sponge. Like the motherfucker is soaking up game. Like he learning like from pretty much everybody that he come in contact with. He taking the good shit from people. But the thing about it, you got to be in the ring with good fighters to do that. You can't be taking the good shit from sorry ass fighters. So they let you know that he's a sponge, but he also been getting in the ring with good fighters. And he been learning on the job. And what we seeing right now is an accumulation of all that over his
Mhm.
career.
So yeah, it sounds like you're saying Canelo is like Highlander. He fight a person and he take up what he learned from them.
Yeah, hell
You
yeah,
feel me?
square business. Let me jump back in the chat. Gangster Riley said Derrick James said he still had sparring videos of Spence versus Porter. Okay. Don Dada said, "What is vegan food? Tell him what vegan food is, man."
Hey man, vegan food is food that's plant based, not pertaining to anything that's directly coming from an animal. Eggs, milk, all that stuff is animal based. You feel me? So you want to go to plant based foods. You feel me? A lot of people don't understand the difference between veganism and vegetarianism. Vegetarian is meaning you can eat stuff that's from an animal if it's not the meat though. You can eat eggs or you can drink the milk. But if you're vegan, eggs, milk, cheese, all that stuff is out the window. There you go, short based.
Already. Now, seeing the dream say, y'all know I'm always standing on the corner with y'all, fam. Appreciate your support, bro.
Appreciate you,
Square
man.
business. I appreciate them super chat from Rough House and Gregory Wire. What's up to the OG? Rough
Appreciate
House say, stay tuned for the newest episode of Uncle Nephew animated series on Marlowe's Corner coming soon. Yo, I think we got a player one that y'all gonna like, man. This the one we've been talking about. The last one that we put in, we were just trying to do that for the Wilder fight, but the one that we got coming up, I don't know if we're gonna do it next. It might be coming up after the next one, but it's gonna be player. Y'all gonna like it. Gregory Wise say, greetings, brothers and sisters. Goddamn, out with the troll hunter reporting for duty. On for you. Let me scroll down. King Wade said he humble, Marlo. Now I seen the dreams. Oh, I read that shit. I'm tripping. Let me scroll down. Don Dada reporting. Yeah. No filter. Tony Boxing. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for coming through. Chris Brown said Spence walks around here. At 180. So Canelo will be an even match for Canelo and Spence. We'll stop him. All right. We got Spence will have to be acclimated to the weight, but I don't think it's out the realm of possibility. King Wade said Marlo's Corner, any and all things to benefit the fam. I already appreciate that shit. Tony Man 2C said any thoughts on potential Inui and Neri. Which one was Lewis Neri or something like that? It seemed like I remember covering one of his fights. His name ain't coming to my mind though. I mean, yeah, I mean not his name, but his face ain't coming to my mind. Chris Brown said there's a difference in being unified and undisputed unified. Yeah, that's square business. Don Dollar said James Toney is lights out. Hell yeah, man. He on my Mount Rushmore. I grew up watching James Toney, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, and Sweet Pea Whitaker. They're my top four that I love to watch when I was growing up. Somebody about to say something?
No.
All right. Battle Rival said, I know I got Crawford as one and Usual as two. Who is Usual? Talking about Lomachenko or something? Scroll down. Red Glove Militant. Y'all done took my man Rich. So real talk. I was just talking boxing, but Best Fight the Best tells me to eat a dick, but I get timed out. That ain't cool. I wish the best for your channel, but I have to withdraw my subscription after that. Yeah, I feel you on that, man. You know what I'm saying?
I told him he brought that here, man. He brought that energy here, man. He showed who he was. He know what he did. I told him also in the comment, appreciate your subscription. We was on the topic, bro, and you took that whatever disrespect you got for that man, you brought that energy over here, bro.
Okay, I guess I missed that shit.
I ain't seen that man in a long time. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that he was like that, bro. I didn't know that the man had some type of bullshit on with Best Fight the Best going on. You know what I'm saying? He be over there trolling. I didn't know that, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But the chat run the Wrench gang run the chat, and they said, you know what I'm saying, that you wasn't cool, and you didn't sound like it to me anyway.
Well, it sounds like the fam has spoken.
Right.
Why that's the chance? Canelo started. What'd you say?
I said it wasn't me who said it, who suggested it.
Yeah. Right as the champ said, Canelo started eating that mystery meat after the Floyd loss. That's what made him get better. His technology got better, huh, man? David the Real Thomas and somebody did a video how they praise another race when they have that boring black fighter style, as they call it. Yeah, man, it's just like if you go back to the days of Jack Johnson. And you know, Jack Johnson was a technician. He was a defensive fighter. You know what I'm saying? And they would say that he fought like a coward. He fought like a yellow belly. But then when you take a fighter like Gene Tunney, who had a very scientific style, and he fought on the outside, he was a slick boxer. They said that he was just intelligent, and he was a magician in the ring, and he was a field general, and you know what I'm saying? All of this kind of player shit. So when the black man did it, he got called yellow for it. But when the white man did the exact same thing, he got praised for it. That's just part of boxing, man. That just, you know what I'm saying, something that we didn't have to deal with. Lala D had no animal products, not even chocolate milk, man. She said not even gummy bears unless they vegan, man. King Wade said, I'm vegetarian for the most part, but try hard to stay vegan for the most part. So he slip in a little something from the animals every now and then. Sound like.
Hey Trey,
what's up?
Hey bro, I want to say, man, and if anybody want to know anything about living meatitarian, just holler at me, man. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Any kind of meats you want to know about, hey, just holler at your boy Roughhouse. We getting down.
All right, Benedict Emmanuel said, who do you think will win? Mikey Garcia versus Lomachenko and Spence versus Crawford. Well, I think Mikey Garcia got a fight coming up with Danny Garcia if they finalize that shit. I would like to see what he looked like in this fight to see how he recovered from the Earl Spence fight. Because it ain't like he took a beating from Earl for 12 rounds, but at the same time, he took a psychological beating. He came into that fight thinking he was a historic fighter. He thought he was Barbados Joe Walcott and Joe Gans and Sam Langford and Sweet Pea Whitaker and Roberto Duran. And he found out in this fight that he's not those fighters. He's a notch below that. I don't even know if he can whoop Robert Garcia. You know what I'm saying? After watching that fight. So I'm gonna see how he bounced back both physically and psychologically. So just looking at that, I'm gonna have to go with Lomachenko for right now. And I've been saying from the get-go, and I got a bet with Lala D for 25 pot coins that I'm taking Earl Spence Jr. over Terrence Crawford. I think it'll be similar to the Kell Brook fight. I think Crawford will have his moments early in the fight. But even when he has his moments, Earl is still going to be touching him with the jab, the positive body shots, and I think that shit is going to catch up over the course of the fight, and Earl be able to make that withdrawal on his motherfucking ass in about the 11th round and get him up out of there, you know what I'm saying? So that's my prediction for that shit. What you think about it, bro?
Yeah, I see Earl bringing that pressure to Bud, man. But Bud a good mover. He know how to work the jab. But Spence is on another level to me. He can work on the outside. He a natural southpaw. He got power, and he also had that, like you said, that safety deposit. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, which is that body work. That body work always wears a fighter down in the later round. So if it don't get it done, he'll be able to catch up to him sooner or later in the fight, I believe. So I'm gonna edge that one out to Spence, man.
Yeah, I got Spence in that fight too. Um, I think that would be a fight where Crawford being able to fight southpaw really isn't gonna help him much. And it's been a long time since we seen Terrence Crawford fight an entire fight or the majority of a fight from the orthodox stance. So I think he's kind of fallen in love with that southpaw stance, and that's gonna kind of cancel itself out against Spence. But yeah, the work rate, the high punch volume, the body attack, yeah, I got Spence in that one. And I don't know, man. As far as Lomo and Mikey, I like you said, I got to see how he looks against Danny Garcia, man. If he looks good against Danny Garcia, I'm gonna ride with Mikey.
Okay, I think did everybody go? I'm jumping in the chat. David, the real time, and say you all should see Canelo before he cut weight. Real big frame. People act like Spence too big. When I watched them at 154, they look bigger than Spence. Yeah, they bigger than Spence. Spence 5'9" and a half. The top guys at 154 right now. J Rock, he 5'11. Charlo, he 6. I think he 5'11. The bigger Charlo is Jamal is 6 foot. So Jamel is 5'11. You got Jaime Mongia, he's 6 foot. Jared Hurd is 6'1". So the Tony Harrison is 6'1". So the top guys at 154 are significantly taller than Spence at least. Tony Man 2C said Louis Neri, the black Mexican, good fighter. I wasn't thinking about no black Mexican. I don't know who he is. Then I know for a fact I called one of his fights though. But just thinking about that, I was thinking because Little B Hop, Christopher Colbert, he been promoting himself as a black Mexican. He keep on telling people that his dad is Mexican. That is not true. His fucking coach is Mexican. The guy that he been training with for since he been in boxing at that gym and shit. I can't remember the name of it, but that is who is Mexican. The Little B Hop is not half Mexican. He is full black. King Wage keeping it 1,000. Goddamn. Chris Brown said smash the goddamn like button. Appreciate that. You ain't got to smash it with hostility. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely appreciate you hitting that motherfucker. Don Dollar said T-Bud Crawford #1. Shields #2. I ain't mad at you. Deontay Wilder #3. Usyk #4. Jamal Charlo #5. That one kind of questionable for me. Lomachenko #6. Pac-Man #7. Tyson Fury #8. Canelo is #9. Spence #10. And AJ #11, I think is what he's saying, something like that. All right, that's what's up. Lala D, King Waves laughing Picasso. Main boxing biker saying here he got Spence over Crawford. Don Dollar said Yard is his pick. You taking Yard over Kovalev? God damn, man, I don't want to see you on them Crows Chronicles, man. You done grew on me, man. I like you as a subscriber. And we got to put you in that goddamn cafe. Don Dollar said EJ have his hands full with Porter next. Yeah, Porter is going to come fight, man. I always say this shit. He was 276-14 as an amateur. You know what I'm saying? He was beating motherfuckers in the amateur like Usyk. He had a win over Danny Jacobs and several other fighters. Like, he's a real boxer. I know he looked like a football player. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that super chat, Napoleon Armstrong. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
But yeah, I think Porter gonna try to come win. He's not gonna come and cower. He's gonna come and try to win the fight. And I don't know how much trouble he gonna give Earl because I think he's a good stylistic matchup for Earl because he's gonna try to beat Earl on the end. Earl wants you right there, so he can loop shots around the guard and dig hard body shots on you and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say that Earl should take care of him pretty good, but Sean Porter should put up some type of resistance, like at least a little measure of resistance. Because even when I saw Earl against Lamont Peterson, when he in seek and destroy mode, he will leave himself open sometimes. And Lamont Peterson was able to land some overhand rights on Earl, and that actually showed me how good of a chin that Earl has because he didn't even see those punches coming, and they was landing on him, and they didn't even daze him or phase him at all. You know what I'm saying? So I can see Sean Porter landing something on Earl when he in seek and destroy mode. Get up in the chat again. Hold on. Not seeing the dream. Rough ass salute. We going to be the healthiest family on the tube. Yeah. Goddamn, let me scroll down. Signs of the times. Spence will outwork Crawford. Spence will win. I can see it. The motherfucker threw 1,048 punches in his last fight, man. Crawford ain't never fought nobody like that. Don Dollar said, I got T-Bud Crawford 2/3 over EJ. I love him. EJ, I gave him one. So I have T-Bud Crawford 2/3 over EJ. What that mean? You think he'll win the fight 66-33, 34? That's what you saying? Lala D said, he said with hostility, yeah. Chris Brown said Crawford has all the same tangibles plus a higher boxing IQ in my opinion. And Spence is my dude, but I'm picking Crawford. I'm not mad at you because Errol Spence got a late start in boxing. He started boxing when he was 15 years old. It was a time in life where Errol Spence didn't know shit about boxing, and Crawford knew a lot about boxing because he started when he was young, at like 8 years old. And I boxed a little bit as an amateur when I was young. And I started when I was 14, and I know how hard that was when you in there with fighters that started when they were 8, 9 years old. I remember the first time I got in there with one little Mexican named Miguel. He went in there and whooped the shit out my ass. Every time I threw a jab, he was countering right over the top of that shit. And I was over there looking around like, God damn, where are these punches coming from? Couldn't nobody give me no answers, you know what I'm saying? But that's the hurdle that you got to go through. And credit to Spence, he was able to overcome that shit and become a pound-for-pound level fighter. And he started fighting when he was 15, you know what I'm saying? He an amazing type motherfucker, man, but it still plays a part in this shit. Lala D appreciate that super chat. He said Napoleon, I collectively donated $22.
Hey,
go ahead.
Napoleon, appreciate you, bro. Sis, appreciate you. Damn, Gregory, why I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. J.A. Dixon said, I can respect Porter like I want to because he didn't avenge. I can't respect Porter like I want to because he didn't avenge the Brook loss. All right. That's what's up. I guess you got to hold that against all fighters that take a loss, though. I'm pretty sure all fighters don't go back and avenge that motherfucker. Like, when we thinking about Bernard Hopkins, Juan Manuel Marquez, Henry Armstrong, they all lost their first fights. I'm not sure if they all went back and avenged that loss. Chris Brown said, you heard it here. Crawford is the new when he fights Spence. All right. Goddamn, we got some new for your ass too on the way in the cafe when he eat that shit. J1 Pro Da Vinci said Spence versus Crawford ends in a draw. No, hell no, I'm not gonna let you do that, J1 Pro. For real, man. You gotta pick a side, bro. Hey. Don Dollar gave me a mess of frogs and she appreciate that.
Hey,
2 of the 3 fights.
Trey.
I still don't know what you mean, man. I'm gonna try to do my best on all the motherfuckers. Chris Brown say, shout out to Fat Daddy laughing out loud said. I don't know what that is. But shout out to him, goddamn. J1 Pro, salute to the king. Don Dada, Little Mexico touching X up. Yeah, Little Mexico got on my ass up in there. Yeah, he got on my ass when I was 14 years old. They really put me in there with him too fast because the guy that I was in before, I beat the brakes off of him for my very first time sparring. And then the next time they put me in there with Miguel to see what I can do. And I ain't do much. He got right on my motherfucking ass.
Hey, Trey.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to say something, man. Hey, if you have a problem with Marlo's corner, man, come at it on the sideline, bro. We don't need to do this over the thing. I mean, I see already videos is made, man. Come on, just come at us on the sideline, bro. You ain't got to come out all over you. That's all I gotta say, man.
Man,
I appreciate that super chat, Gregory Wide, goddamn, and Lala D. Napoleon, Gregory, and I collectively donated $44. Appreciate that. You gotta say something, bro?
I said I ain't worried about them. They ain't gonna. I told him how it was. I saw what I saw. He was addressing Best Fight the Best, him specifically. And look, Best Fight the Best put a video out telling all the, you know what I'm saying, everybody that fuck with him to come over here. That's where he was gonna be at. So he was one of them dudes. We don't be seeing him over here in the chat like that. You know what I'm saying? So he came over here on that note, and he had a wrench. You feel me? So he used to fuck with a motherfucker. I'm not worried about them dudes' negative energy. You ain't gonna get no video up out of me. No energy. I told you what time it was. Rod X already slapped him, and let me tell him, the fuck out my gym.
You heard him, goddamn. Benedict Emmanuel said, hey, you guys heard of Tulami and Bingay? He is the IBO welterweight champion. No one really speaks about him though. And who do you guys have winning? Pac-Man versus Thurman. I didn't heard of that name. I don't think I ever heard him. I ever seen him fight. I know I haven't called him fight one of his fights. So I don't know nothing about him. But if one of somebody on the
that's
panel,
a new one on
know
me.
something. Yeah,
I was gonna say that's a new one on me. Yeah,
All
I ain't
right.
heard of that dude. You say he's the welterweight champion?
You said the
IBO?
IBO welterweight champion.
That belt don't even count.
I appreciate that no filter
Nah,
Tony Boxing said
I
I
haven't
got
heard.
Buzz beating Spence. Hashtag no disrespect. Nah, man, ain't never no disrespect for whoever for your pick, man. Whoever you think gonna win the fight. Shit, speak your mind.
That's one thing we do. And he tried to take it as disrespect. The chat took his wrench. Obviously, they know him. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he trolling. And it wasn't me that took his wrench. But I'm gonna tell you the real, bro. You wasn't over here in the conversation in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Going what we was talking about. You saw best fight the best, and you started coming over here with the BS, brother. We wasn't spitting out no type of fake knowledge, no type of nothing. You asked him a question. You addressed that man, and you got it started. And I feel like you did it on purpose. You know what I mean? The person did it on purpose. I mean.
This just in. My sources are reporting that motherfucker went and made a video about this shit. Yeah, let me tell y'all something, man. You can make 1,000 videos. We done already had a diss video made about us. I don't give a fuck, man. I got some glue today. I'm talking about some freshly opened out the seal that been broken on this glue. I'm about to smoke the shit out this shit, man. I'm about to relax, man. I'm gonna find me something to eat and I'm gonna chill. You know what I'm saying? I give zero fucks about making a video, man. So go on, make the motherfucker.
I'm about to get my gas pump ready now, man.
Go on, get it together, man.
Don't bother me, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Get the hell up out of here.
Yeah, and I'm laying in my bed looking at my TV, listening to the corner and chopping it up with y'all, man. I'm chilling. Ain't nothing bothering us.
Well, back to that question. He said, who you got, Pac-Man versus Thurman? Fuck that dude, man. I'm not worried about that shit, man. I ain't about to sit up here.
And I'm here thinking about how Canelo's gonna beat everybody.
Yeah. But Pac-Man versus Thurman, when I'm sitting up here looking at this shit, I want to say out with the old, in with the new, man. I mean, Thurman is a quality fighter. He showed some vulnerability in his last fight, but he also showed an improved jab. Because before then, I saw Thurman as a fighter that moved on the outside. He would jump in with surprise pot shots and shit. Hey, if I ain't say appreciate that to Gregory Wyatt for the super chat, my bad, but appreciate that. Appreciate that Napoleon Armstrong. He talking about let him win, goddamn.
Appreciate that, fam. Yeah, man, he ain't bother us. I'm just addressing him because he in the chat room. You know what I'm saying? Talking like his subscription is just gonna be our end of the show. Like we gonna stop smiling and shit. Appreciate your subscription, brother. You take it back. Enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. Appreciate you, man.
My bad. I got knocked out this motherfucker some kind of way. But I was gonna say, in that Thurman versus Pacquiao fight, like I said, Thurman, I want to say out with the old, in with the new. I like his improved jab in his last fight. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Thurman ain't never fought on pay-per-view, and he ain't never fought against an opponent of this caliber on pay-per-view. That looping left hand that he took to the body from Luis Collazo, that punch will be there for Pacquiao, who also is a southpaw, and he can throw that looping left hand to the body. Pacquiao gonna come with a pace a pace and an accuracy that Thurman ain't never had to deal with. What Jose Cito Lopez did to him in the 7th round, I could see Pacquiao getting that done a lot earlier in the fight. But the thing about it is, when I look at history in boxing, 40-year-old men do not beat 30-year-old men typically. Like, I can't think of too many, besides Bernard Hopkins. Take him out the equation for a minute. How many 40-year-old men do you know beating 30-year-old men? 30-year-old men that's good, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, championship level type guys. Just looking at that, I'm going to have to just give a slight edge to Thurman, man. I'm going to say 60-40 for Thurman, 7-5. Who want to go next? Appreciate that super chat, Roughhouse. Said in my Snoop Dogg voice, YouTube ain't got love for the corner in the block, fam. Goddamn. Yeah. You about to give your breakdown, bro?
Yeah, just like Trey said, fuck all that bullshit. Beat him down, beat you down, motherfucker. At the same time, bro, it's all Thurman, bro. It's all Thurman getting his ass smashed on by Pacquiao. Pacquiao gonna beat Thurman. You pretty much made my point. It's gonna be a lot of activity. The activity of Pacquiao is what's gonna lose Thurman this fight. I don't think he can run for 12 rounds without Pacquiao getting him up against the ropes, getting a couple of pity pass shots. They might not even be hard shots, but it's gonna look good to to the crowd. It's gonna look good to the judges, and Pacquiao gonna beat him on a split decision, or it's gonna be a close unanimous decision.
Hey,
Okay,
I'm gonna go
okay.
next, man. I'm gonna go next. Main boxing biker. Listen, bro. I got Pacquiao dog walking Thurman, bro. Thurman just don't have the hunger, bro. He don't have the hunger at all. He don't have the chin, and he don't have the body. I don't know what Thurman's strength is. This man can't take a punch. I done seen guys clip him to the head. It hurts him like crazy. I seen guys hit him to the body. It hurts him like crazy. He get off running like a motherfucker. See, Pacquiao still got the foot speed, and that's important. The foot speed did not slow. It didn't slow down all the way. Pacquiao's foot speed is still faster than Thurman's foot speed. So I think Pacquiao's gonna get him up out of there, man. I think Pacquiao's gonna outbox him for the most part. Thurman's gonna be sitting there trying to outbox him, and it's not gonna work. Thurman gas is out, man. Thurman don't have the stamina. He don't have the IQ in the ring. From what I see, he acts like he does, but he really don't. I don't think he really does. He fights guys that are kind of brutish. Danny Garcia's and Sean Porter's is the type of guys he can go up against and look good. But Sean Porter debatably almost beat him. In the audience, we had Sean Porter beating him. But when you watch him on TV, you had Keith Thurman slightly edging it out. So I don't think he's going to pull it out against Manny Pacquiao, man. I think Manny Pacquiao got what it takes. Manny Pacquiao is still aggressive. And the aggression of Manny Pacquiao is going to cause a problem to this guy, Keith Thurman, man. Keith Thurman is not rugged enough. He's not a rugged, dirty, rough fighter. And Pacquiao just can rough him up and get him up out of there, man. So I'm going to go
All right.
Pacquiao.
J1 Pro, everybody went?
No, hey, Manny Pacquiao,
Well-
like one of them old ass pet bulls that used to fight. He still got it in him. Every time he see a dog, he want it. You know what I'm saying? He want that action. I think
man.
I think you don't see
Yeah,
let it all
go
go,
ahead.
man. I think you don't see him let it all go out there. He might get knocked out again,
Yeah,
but he might hurt Thurman though, because Thurman being subject to get his ass hurt and get the running.
yeah, man. Me and the fam, man, we had this conversation before, bro. I got Pac-Man in this one, bro, because I am still not convinced that the Thurman of old that everybody is hoping and wishing and speculating is gonna be back. I'm not convinced he's back, you know. And that left hook that Josecito Lopez connected with that boy, you know, that turned his whole world upside down in that fight. And mark my words, Pacquiao is gonna catch that boy with something. If it's not but one shot, he gonna catch Thurman with something. And once he catch him, that's gonna turn his whole game plan upside down, and it's gonna be retrieve, and that nigga gonna get out of there for the rest of the fight, man. If Pacquiao catches that boy early, he gonna be safe and cautious for the rest of the fight, and Pac-Man gonna bring it to him.
Hey, bro, do the horn thing again.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna be on the move.
You got that right. That motherfucker go get on main boxer motherfucking bike and run and burn the fuck out.
Yeah, my man Napoleon Armstrong in the super chat talking he got platinum granddaddy in the asthma pump. That's what's up. What's that? Some platinum cushion from Granddaddy Perk? Something like that? Let me look back in the chat a little bit. God damn, where the fuck was I at? Hold on. My man J1 Pro Da Vinci, he said he lost the bet. That's why he got to take Crawford for the rest of May. Well, goddamn, you got a little bit over a week left, bro. Chris Brown said get the likes up. Definitely appreciate that. Don Dada said, I think Terrence Bud Crawford wins 2 of 3 fights over Earl Spence. All right. Goddamn, I got 2 or 3 places of crow for your ass, too, when Earl Spence whooping. King Ways, Tony Man 2C said, if you look at it fairly, Crawford hasn't faced one top welterweight. That's fair. The motherfucker fought Amir Khan, Jeff Horn, and then that Benavidez boy. See, but I think that part of him coming to welterweight was getting acclimated to the weight. So he might not have fought a top welterweight fighter by now, but he has got acclimated to the weight. And I'm gonna give more respect to the eye test today, because that motherfucker J-Rock, he went out there and kicked resume in the ass. Like, to me, J-Rock was an eye test fighter against a resume fighter. J-Rock had the better eye test. He got the better skills. You look at Hurd, he got the better resume and the better accomplishments and shit. And J-Rock didn't give a fuck about none of that. He went in there and kicked the shit out of him. So I'm just gonna start riding with skills. I'm just gonna stop clouding my mind with other shit. Skills pay the bills, goddamn.
Hey.
Appreciate that super chat. No filter. Tony Boxing said, question: if Pacquiao wins, then how great does that make Mayweather's legacy? Yeah, every time he wins a fight, if you go out there and beat Keith Thurman, all of that shit builds up Mayweather, man. You want the opponents that you beat to look good. That's why Mayweather put you down before the fight. Then after the fight, he builds you up because he wants full credit for his victory. You about to say something, bro?
No, I was finna say I got some of that glue on that. I seen Napoleon, appreciate the super chat, bro. I got some glue and some Skywalker, man. Appreciate you, no filter.
Yeah, I got some of that good glue, man. Let me jump back in the chat. Hold on. All right, I see what I'm at. La D said she got Thurman. All right, out with the old, in with the new. Don Dollar say, stay the fuck out the gym. Gia, you heard him. La D said, especially a fighter as talented as Bud. Okay, I don't know what you're responding to. You know I'm slow. Don Dollar said, we best fight the best facts. Yeah, for sure. Mark Wonley said, sour diesel for me tonight, Trey X. I've been wanting some sour diesel, bro. That shit makes me work and that shit make me focus. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't been able to get my hands on none. Don Dollar said, great show, man. Appreciate you coming through fucking with us. No filter. Tony Boxing said, I'm picking Thurman over Pacquiao. Out with the old, in with the new. Chris Brown said, at the end of the day, smash the goddamn like button. And after trollery, it's a no troll zone, goddamn. Appreciate you. Don Dollar said, share the video. Definitely would appreciate that, man. Now, Seeing the Dream said, Trace, my picks have been so accurate. If you didn't know I was family, you would think I am boycotting Chronicles restaurant. Now that I think about it, I ain't seen you up in there too much. Oh, man. Goddamn, I might need to start paying attention.
That's what's up.
Gregory Wise said, if and when the Spence Jr. fight is made with Crawford, I have a few stacks on Spence, $500 minimum bets, goddamn. Hey, he ain't bullshitting either.
Hey, Trey. I just got one thing from the Seeing the Dream, because we'll be watching.
Hey, I'm staying away from you, big bro, on that. I'm going to watch the outcome. Watch you clean up. What's up?
I got a bone to pick with you, El Finici. You know how you be up in here doing all that bloviating for Tank and shit? And you be talking about how you feel like Tank is so good and he'll beat this fighter and he'll beat that fighter. But then you withdrew your support. I mean, hold on, let me back up. And Tank ain't really fought just nobody. His best win was against Jose Pedraza. But you withdrew your support for Earl Spence. So you do all of this caping for Tank. But then you over there, you shit on Earl Spence, though. Please explain that to me, my brother.
I never shitted on Earl Spence. I just said Earl Spence could beat Canelo.
I know, but you be saying that you don't want to support him and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I just got fucking, all right, this how my mental breakdown is just built a little bit different. He from my city, so I expect a little bit more from him. If he showed me some, if I think that he supposed to handle himself a certain way and he don't handle himself a certain way, I ain't gonna support him. I ain't gonna buy his shit. Now, I done spent a whole bunch of money. I done spent a whole bunch of money fucking with him.
So what about Tank? Is Tank behaving better than Spence?
I wouldn't go on to behavior. Let's say Tank, right? I don't really fuck with Tank. So I don't spend no money on Tank. Like I ain't finna spend no pay-per-view on Tank. I'm not finna go out my way to go to none of Tank fights. Now for Floyd, for Earl Spence, I done that. You know what I'm saying? I done spent a lot of money fucking with him. So you need to behave the way I want you to behave. If I pay for a product, I should get what I want out of that product. If I don't get what I want out of the product, I'm not gonna buy it.
Appreciate that, bro.
The man done spoken. Appreciate that, Gregory Wise. So this channel brings it every time. This is just a little respect for the high quality content, both live and animation. Definitely appreciate that shit, man. Square man. I see Lala down there talking about get his ass Trey X. Yeah, you know I'm gonna stay on it. Hey, we gonna let him make it this time though, Lala. I think he did a good job talking his way out of there.
And then she said, and I picked Mikey. I picked Mikey because I honestly thought. And I should have went with because the same reason I felt about Mikey, I should have went with J-Rock because everybody was thinking that J-Rock was gonna lose to her, and the night that I got in the car with your ass was when I wrecked out. I should have just jumped out of the car like I'm always out, and I'd have been good.
Yeah. Let me jump back in the chat.
Hey, yo, Trey, let me out.
Yeah. No filter. Tony Boxer said, but if Pacquiao win, I won't be surprised. Nah, I won't be surprised either. Chris Brown said, and please don't bring your personal feelings into some other chat. Yeah, that's square business, because shit that be going on in other chats, I don't even be knowing. You know what I'm saying? I just be reading these comments and shit and just leave it at that.
Hey,
Tony Man 2C on how much harder Pac punches over Lopez. Big trouble for Thurman, all right?
Hey,
that's
Chris
a good
Brown.
point.
And if he came around, he would know that though, right? That's how he was imposter, and he stopped fucking with us way before this, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I saw that bullshit, man. He would have known we all about respect. So I don't know why he come over here trying to cause conflict on me.
Yeah, Roddy's the champ said, I got Thurman beating the brakes off, man. He ass. Yeah. Out with the old in with the new one. I don't know about beating the brakes off him, but I think he'll win. J.A. Dixon said, I feel like Thurman would have his track shoes on the whole fight. I'm not paying for that shit. Unfortunately, I will be paying for it because I always take one for the team so we can call these fights. You know what I'm saying? J.A. Dixon, hold on. I read that. I'm tripping. Don Dollar said, his Pac-Man defense gloves up good. You talking about in the high guard when he be in the high guard sometimes? I don't really see Thurman looping shots around. I don't really see him throwing a lot of uppercuts either. So I think Pacquiao should be all right in that regard. Signs of the Time said Pacquiao defense is suspect. Thurman will pot shot all night. Do we see Pacquiao getting hit with pot shots though? It seems like he most susceptible to be getting hit when he attacking, like when Marquez knocked his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like he leave himself open when he attacking and shit. Greg Ross, appreciate the super chat. Said Foreman was 45 when he beheaded Moore. Yeah, that's a good point. But he was getting his ass whooped throughout the fight. He just landed that good 1-2 and knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? But I would say typically though, that did happen, but I would say it's still rare. I would say that this is a young man's game, and you would take the 30-year-old over the 40-year-old most of the time. Chris Brown said, you know how to get that free smoke with Best Fight the Best, but we're going to block your ass over there too. All right, Chris Brown said no one cares about runtime Thurman. That's runtime. Goddamn, that's what what's that Robert Guerrero brothers? His pops had called him. Signs of the Time said Pacquiao only fights in spurts though. Thurman can run around and throw power shots all night. Let's see how Pacquiao 40-year-old legs is gonna be able to deal with Thurman, because like that kind of remind me of the Sugar Ray Robinson versus Jake LaMotta fight, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I think that was their 5th fight. And one of the tactics that Sugar Ray Robinson used was when the referee broke him, he would take big steps back. So Jake LaMotta would have to cover a lot of ground to get to him, and that caused Jake LaMotta to fatigue. So that style that Thurman has, it could potentially drain a lot of energy out of Pac-Man. You know what I'm saying? So I can see that being part of the fight. Lala D, please. Runtime is gonna beat Pac's ass. Now, seeing the dream said, all I said is hold on, bro. Let me stop. Let me slow down. All I say is had been Manny that hurt Thurman, I think he finishes Thurman. Okay, yeah, I can see Pacquiao tends to be a finisher, but not really since his convergence in Christianity. It's the last time Pacquiao just knocked the motherfucker out. It's been a while. We seeing them taking it easy on fighters and shit and having mercy.
I won't say Rick. I won't say that was Ricky Hatton.
That was a long ass time ago, my brother.
Yeah.
Damon P said Thurman probably win because of age, but he sounds stupid with all that shit he's talking. I hope Pac beats the shit out of him. I wouldn't mind either, man.
Hey, the $40 show, appreciate you, the super chat. He said my financial advisor just texted me and told me the way my bank account is set up, I need to let Gregory Wyatt do what he do.
Yeah. Appreciate that, bro. Damon P said got that OG perk today, goddamn. I don't want no more Incas, bro. Y'all can keep the Incas. No filter. Tony Boxer said I hate to mention Floyd's name. Shit, he a great fighter, man. Napoleon Armstrong said, yep, Trey X, Silver and Frosty on the outside and Purple Hue in the middle. That's what's up. Tony Man C laughs. Thurman better do more of those neck weight exercises for this one. You think you're gonna take some to the chin, huh? J1 Pro Da Vinci said it's sweet, but Pac might be old grandman, old kung fu movie schooling them young boys. All right, we gonna see. I just hope he got some legs that can stay up under him. Right as the chance, and I'm smoking happy. I don't even know what the hell that means. I seen the dream laughing, main boxing bikes and fight not prove it all. Yeah, it's going down. Picasso said, I wouldn't be surprised if Pacquiao dropped out and replaced by someone that would put a hurting on Thurman. Thurman ain't hungry no more. He Keith Easy Life Thurman now. I can say too, man. Yeah, Lala D, get his ass. Yeah, I got him. Lala D, main boxing biker said, get that boy. Yeah, I got you. Don Dada, high quality content. Yeah, we on that glue. I mean, you been confusing me, man. You like the new Marshall Simmons in this motherfucker. La D laughing talking about Marlo said it wrong twice. Chris Brown said, Spence is my guy. I fucks with Spence, his cousin, Fat D. But I'm still going with Crawford if they fighting and still man down. All right. Lala say Marlo lead as fuck. Chris Brown, that's what's up. Main boxing biker said Thurman body and head is too fragile. All right. Lala D talk laughing at Marlo. Not seeing the dream. Say y'all talking about Thurman using his legs on Pac-Man. Please don't tell the AJ fans the legs bandits. Goddamn, what you saying? They like AJ legs or something, man? El Fanice said I don't usually take L's, but when I do, it's on the corner. Yeah, you know you was wrong for that. You couldn't talk your way out that.
Yeah, hey, and yes,
out of
hey,
what?
yeah, yes, that nigga does usually take L's.
Yeah, he do take L's, don't he, man? Benedict Emmanuel said if Anthony Durrell versus Chris Eubank Jr. happen, who do you guys have winning? That is a very interesting fight because by no means do I see Chris Eubank Jr. being like a A-level fighter or something like that. And Anthony Durrell, I like him because he a dog. But I do see some dog in Chris Eubank too. I think that'll probably mess around and be an action-packed fight. I can see both of them getting in there trying to land some punches. I like the fact that I like Durrell been fighting on a higher level than Chris Eubank Jr. for longer. Because the way that Chris Eubank Jr. looked in that fight against the white dude, what's the white dude name from the UK?
Groves.
No, the other one. Somebody echoing. Who was the one that fought against Carl Froch, I think? No, it wasn't. Was it Carl Froch? What's the white dude, man, that Chris Eubanks Jr. Fought against and he looked terrible. And then the dude that Callum Smith knocked out in his last fight.
It wasn't Groves?
Yeah, George Groves. That's who he said, George Groves. Yeah, man. When I saw that fight, Chris Eubank Jr. looked like a damn amateur in that fight. And in his last fight against James DeGale, he looked better. But I just haven't seen him fight in a high level for an extended period of time. So that makes me want to lean towards Anthony Durrell. What about y'all?
I ain't taking no motherfucking Chris Eubank. Fuck that shit. I don't trust him. Like you said, after that Groves fight, bro, I already seen what he was about, bro. He ain't got no dog in him. I don't know, bro. It's something he lacking, bro. It's something he missing. He supposed to be this dude, but he not the dude he supposed to be. You know what I mean? So put him up against anybody in the top 15, and I think they could beat him.
Hey, Al, you said it right, bro. Chris Eubank Jr., he's lacking the dog in him, bro. See, the thing with Chris Eubank Jr. is that he's a guy that's great in the gym. You know them guys that's great in the gym and when it comes to sparring and everything else, great in practice, but when it comes to the main stage, they drop the ball, bro, and that's him. He just don't have it when it comes to the main stage.
Yeah, but I'll say this about Durrell, man. Durrell is dog, but to me, he's more dog than he is skill. And I'm trying to think who was his last fight because we called that one, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't super impressed with him in that fight. But I think his dog will be something that will be able to carry him against Eubank.
Okay, everybody get a take.
Yeah, I just want to let me get a second helper to that. I agree totally with Rough House, bro. It don't take much dog to beat Chris Eubank, bro. All you need is a little bit.
All right, man. Say Pat Cass look like Thor's hammer. David the Real Thomas said he stopped Matisse. Who stopped Matisse? Who you talking about? Postal? I know Postal stopped that motherfucker. Lala D laughing, shine the icon said, Trey, I don't like how Keith be on the back foot and he be square on leaning on the ropes exposed. I don't know why it's like a pet peeve or idiosyncrasy when I see people talking about fighting on the back foot. The way I understand boxing and the way that I was taught, when you say fighting on the back foot or fighting on the front foot, that's the foot that you putting your weight on. It's not whether you fighting on the inside or fighting on the outside. you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, James Toney fought on off his back foot, but he was an inside fighter. Even when he was in the pocket, his weight was on his back foot. That's why he was able to roll a right hand and come back with a right hand. You know what I'm saying? The old school fighters teach you how to fight on your back foot. I look at somebody like the Charlos, even when they on the outside, they got all their weight on the front foot. When I looked at goddamn Danny Jacobs, for majority of his career, he kept all his weight on the front foot, even when he was on the outside. That's why he was taking so many jabs in his career. You know what I'm saying? So that always throw me off when I see that shit. But he said he don't like when Keith Thurman be fighting on the outside and he's square leaning on the ropes and shit. All right. Let me scroll down.
Hey Trey.
Yeah.
Hey Trey. David the Real Thomas, when he was talking about he stopped Matisse, he was talking about Pac-Man. When we were talking about when was the last time that Pac-Man just knocked somebody out, he's right. It was
I
Matisse.
forgot about that shit. We called that
damn
shit
sure was
too,
Matisse.
Yeah, I forgot about that shit. I remember they were talking about that shit was kind of questionable and shit, talking about he wasn't really landing on punches, but it went down in the record books as a knockout win for Pacquiao. Signs of the time said Pacquiao won't hurt Thurman unless he back on the juice. Rod X the Champ said Bappy is low quality weed. I ain't even know you be smoking that Bobby Brown over there, Rod X the Champ.
All
Damn.
right, sis. I was like, I'm trying to figure out what I got wrong.
Yeah. Melo said, Haney fighting this Saturday. Yeah, he fighting this Saturday on the zone. You know what I'm saying? He ain't fighting nobody, but we gonna cover it anyway. Pull up and come fuck with us. Tony Man 2C said, who do you think has the best potential around 135 to 147? Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, that 140 Ortiz from Texas, Virgil Ortiz, or Ryan Garcia? From 135 to 147. I'll probably have to go with
Jerron Boots
Teofimo
Ennis.
Lopez. Oh, you like Boots Ennis? Yeah, I forgot about that shit. The only
Jerron
thing
Boots
Boots Ennis
Ennis
just don't have the
activity.
amateur, huh?
Well, I was gonna say that the activity, man. That dude is slowly becoming stagnant. He needs to go
He
ahead
only
and
had
get that.
60 amateur fights. He was 58-3 as an amateur. Motherfuckers like Teofimo Lopez was going to the Olympics. So that's a different type of experience that they will have over him. And when I just look at his raw skills, I look at him as being a talent. Like, I know y'all might think I'm crazy, but I think like his athleticism reminds me of Roy Jones a little bit. He ain't quite there. He like a B-level Roy Jones when it comes to his athleticism. And that's what I think that's what he gonna build his career off of. I want to see him fight against Danny Garcia. That is the fight I want for Boots Ennis.
That ain't a fair fight, bro.
Hey, somebody gotta fix their joint. Somebody's echoing real bad.
Yeah, I heard
that me?
somebody echoing.
It might be Roughhouse because I heard when everybody else talk besides Roughhouse. So it might be him.
But out of that list, I'm gonna go with Teofimo Lopez, man.
No, it's not echoing no more. It's good.
Yeah, I think I'll take Teofimo Lopez, but I do like Ennis. But if I had to pick out of both of them, I probably would go with Ennis. There's something about that dude. His defense nice. You know what I'm saying? I like the way he be ducking and dodging the punches. The shit look good.
Yeah. What about you, bro?
Well, where we was at?
Who you like the best out of Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Virgil Ortiz, and Ryan Garcia?
I think Jerron Ennis probably be at the top, but I like Teofimo too. I think Teofimo got the high potential, high ceiling.
Yeah, I agree with Marlo, man. Boots wasn't on that list, so if you just going off that list, I gotta say Teofimo.
Okay. Damon P said, no, Eubanks, he just ain't got that killer in him. He ain't got the killer instinct. Lowland Prophet said, stop hating. When have you ever seen Eubanks show no dog? He just lacks footwork. He never gave up. Yeah, I ain't gonna I never said that he didn't have dog. I thought he had dog. When I gave my breakdown, I see dog in Eubanks Jr. Like he be in there fighting hard, trying to win. I see that in him. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see the skill. That's what I don't see in him. I thought he looked terrible against George Groves. He looked like an amateur in that fight. He kept coming. He was swinging for the fences, trying to knock the motherfucker out. But I did not see a skilled fighter. So I think I'm gonna take the longevity of having a higher skill set with Darrell over Eubanks Jr. But hate ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Whenever we over there giving our assessment of a fighter and shit, it ain't built off emotion, bro. Like, we
Oh
over
yeah.
here trying to tell you what the fuck we feel like about the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I ain't hating. I just don't think the motherfucker got no dog. That's just me. When I
That's
say
his
dog, I'm talking.
assessment.
Yeah, and I stand on that shit with all 10 of my motherfucking toes. I don't think he got no dog. I don't think when it come down for him to have to dig in and do something that it take to get over the extra edge, he don't do it. He don't do it.
And,
I see that in the George Grove fight. He stayed on the outside the whole time trying to pick a little weak ass jab the whole time. He couldn't even get inside. Dog is when you sacrifice something. You willing to get your ass knocked out to get in there.
see, but this is the thing. That's L opinion. I feel like the motherfucker do got dogs. So L got his opinion. I got my opinion. And you have your motherfucking opinion. You know what I'm saying? And just leave it at
All
that.
right. All right.
You know the difference between y'all dog is that L is saying that he should go in there and strive to get the man up out of there. Trey opinion on dog is like, yo, no matter what you do, you can't get him up out of there. So it's
No,
like
I
a
saw
difference in the
Eubanks coming. I
dog.
thought he tried to knock Groves out. That was his problem in the fight. Every punch he threw was a knockout punch. He wasn't setting nothing up. He was just swinging for the fences. But he did that for the entire fight, though. So that's why I said I thought he had dog in him. And I thought the dog in him is what beat James DeGale. I thought that motherfucker Eubanks had more dog in him.
So that fight is similar to the Jamel Charlo and Tony Harrison fight, where Jamel just kept swinging for the fences, trying to get Harrison the fuck up out of there. Jamel showed dog in him, trying to get aggressive and trying to get him up out of there, but the punch just won't land.
And that brings up a point. When I saw Deontay Wilder get this big knockout win over Dominic Brazil, guess who was in the crowd? Jamel Charlo. And he said, I'm trying to do that type of shit. That's the type of shit I'm trying to do. He was saying that's what he wanted to do against Tony Harrison. So that shows me that he might go in there with the same mentality, going in there trying to just knock out Tony Harrison, and there's a chance that he might get outboxed again, man. So I think that's gonna make this shit interesting.
I sure hope that.
You got two different kind of dogs though. You got a dog with boxing IQ, and you got a dog with no type of, you know what I'm saying, ring IQ, nothing, no type of making adjustments, nothing. You know what I mean? Just a plain fool.
You talking about El Perro, Angola, and El Perro?
Plain fool, man. Just gonna go up there, that head down, that chin out, just get to swinging for the fences.
I don't consider that dog. I don't think that's dog though, bro. I think that I don't consider that to be dog.
Would you consider that then somebody that
I think that shit. I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid.
I ain't gonna say it. There you go.
I think it's stupid, bro. And that's why I say I don't think he had no dog, because he didn't have the patience to sit down there and come up with something different to fight against George Grove. He stayed there doing the same shit the whole fight, thinking that shit was gonna work. Just because
you contradicting yourself. Dog is not patience. Dog is by any means necessary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But by any means necessary means you can change some shit up. You're gonna have to pay a certain sacrifice to get inside. You don't just sit out there and do certain shit, bro.
Just don't got no IQ, bro. Like he a dog. He just don't, like I said, he can't make adjustment. He gonna die on his sword, basically. Like, this all I know, so I'm finna just let it go. He gonna have to just beat my ass. Beat my ass. That's dog for me. You know what I'm saying?
It's like those soldiers that just march forward. You feel me? That's a dog.
The kind of dog
fucking march forward.
Like a Wilder type dog, that when he get you hurt, it's all out. That wild shit get to coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's different kinds of dog. Motherfucker just got, some people just don't got the brains, man, to get in there and change shit up when they in there, know when to get up out of there when they won. You know what I'm saying? They just know one way. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, let me rephrase my statement. I don't like none of the fucking Eubanks boxing IQ. His shit is all fucked up, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I don't like his IQ, but I do like his aggression.
Me too.
And I feel like he got some dog in him. Like you said, you got a smart dog, you got a dumb dog, but both of them are still dogs.
They still dog. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lala D said she like Ennis. I ain't mad at you. No filter.
Hey, he
Tony
said
boxing.
dumb dog.
Yeah. No filter.
That's how I'm been laughing and shit.
Yeah, no filter. Tony Boxing said he like Virgil Ortiz. He like the left foot to the body. J1 Pro Da Vinci said he like Teofimo Lopez or Shakur. Shakur don't fit the qualifications though, because he don't fight from 135 to 147. But if we gonna go beyond that shit, I like Little B-Hop. That's my favorite prospect. You know what I'm saying? He remind me of a young Sweet Pea Whitaker for real. Picasso said Eubanks is not strategic. He comes in slugging instead of body to head angles. He's not defined. He should watch Wilder. Wilder was slug in street fight, but only after defeating you with the boxing. Goddamn. All right, your La La D laughing talking about Marlo lit over there. Don Dada, Marlo, please post Deontay Wilder versus Ortiz fight link. All right, and I seen the dream trades. Don't talk so loud.
Then we got that fight. We got that. Wilder.
Huh?
We got Wilder Ortiz.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what he's talking about. He said post a link so you can watch it, I guess. Now I seen the dream.
The one we called. I don't think we was able to call that.
Okay, now I seen the dream said Trez, don't talk so loud. When you read Napoleon Armstrong super chat about that platinum shit, every computer in the house came on and told me we need to get that shit, I guess. All right, bro. Tony Man 2C said Eubanks didn't show early dog against Saunders. Okay, that was early in his career though, huh? Against Billy Joe Saunders. I cut him a little slack. I think he got some dog in him though. La D said Trez, do you think Andrade has dog? I haven't seen a fighter that had to really bring it out of him yet. But I think if he does have dog, he has potential to have that intelligent dog in him. Because he's starting off with skills off the top. You know what I'm saying? But I think that question is really to be determined. Once I see him in them type of situations where he got to dig down deep and he got to pull the dog out, then I'll be able to answer that question. But right now, he just been able to live off skills, and plus he ain't fought the best people. You know what I'm saying?
I saw him in the
like
amateurs dog tournament.
Huh?
I saw him in the amateurs dog tournament and got the win.
Okay, we got to see him as a pro though. Don Dada, one of them ones. What's up, bro? That motherfucker ain't been on here lagging. Talking about damn, no notification or nothing. Peace to the peace. What's up with you? Signs of the Time said Eubanks do got the dog in him, but he ain't that skilled. Yeah, I agree with you. That's why I'm at with it. And Signs of the Time said Charlo beat Harrison. All right, we're gonna see in the rematch what's going down, man. I'm taking Tony the Tiger Harrison. Goddamn. Don Dada, I don't know what that means. Lowland Prophet said that's what I'm saying. Eubanks is a warrior, but no footwork. That's why Groves made him look stupid. Now I can agree with that. Chris Brown said, let's get them likes up, my people. Appreciate that. Everybody hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Tony Man 2C said, dog is Alfredo and Gulo style. Okay, so you like the dumb dog. You like the dog that just gonna walk through shit. What? Can't do shit about it. Chris Brown said, what's up?
Nah, I was agreeing with you. I was like, yeah, that's the dumb dog.
Yeah. Chris Brown said Charlo loses again, in my opinion. That's what I think gonna happen. They say in the rematch, you need to go with the slicker boxer with the better skills. So that's what I'm gonna do in this rematch right here. Lowland Prophet said, nah, man, you just hate now. How can he do something he can't? He did what he could and went all out. That's dog in him. I agree with him, man. But hey, that's that man's opinion though. So I don't think like why is him looking at it the way he look at it go straight to hating?
That's what. Could I speak on that though? Why I gotta be hating because I'm speaking my piece? If you say you don't like black shoes, I'm saying, nah, man, you hating on no black shoes, bro. You just don't like black shoes. You just don't like black shoes. So you need to understand. I don't like Eubanks boxing style. I don't like nothing about what he do, bro. It ain't hating on him. I just don't like his style. That's just it.
Basically saying that he like a smart dog. Like
I don't like what he do.
Andre Ward had dog. Like if you like Andre Ward, like against Saki Obika hit Andre Ward with the elbow in like the 9th round. And that motherfucker Andre Ward came back and hit him with a Muay Thai looking elbow. That's dog. He ain't gonna cry to the referee. Andre Ward ain't gonna be over there telling the referee about low blows. He gonna come back and get it back. And he gonna put that dog on you. He gonna be going to the body on your ass in the smart way. So he prefers that over somebody like Chris Eubanks Jr. that's just gonna be coming for swinging for the fences and shit, not really landing nothing, not putting no technique behind it, not setting up shit. To him, that's dumb dog, and that's not being an effective dog. So that doesn't impress L. You know what I'm saying? But that don't make him no hater because that's his opinion, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just disagree with that shit. One of the ones that Nick Blackwell had dog in him, he's now a cabbage, goddamn. That dog can get you in a coma or something, goddamn. You can, you know what I'm saying?
You say he a Cabbage Patch Kid.
You know who had dog?
Look, that's like this, y'all. That's like, okay, you know, your dog, every time he see a dog, he ready to attack. But he just jump across the street to attack a dog, get hit by a car. You know what I'm saying?
That's that dumb dog.
That shit get you killed, man, being dumb. You feel me? Shit get you killed, brother. That aggression, you might like it. You gotta look at my dog. But if he off the leash and you know what I mean, he doing that shit, he gonna run out the street, get clipped, trying to go get some bullshit. You know what I mean? That he ain't supposed to be doing. I want a dog that's gonna listen. You know what I mean? Speak German if I got to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, man. Listen. Huh? Hey,
I was gonna jump
Antonio
back in the chat.
Margarito had. Yeah,
Oh, go
Antonio
ahead.
Margarito had dog. Look at him. His eyes out. So he lost an eye because he had dog. But that's a real dog. He's a dumb dog. He that dog that just marched forward into the fucking bullets. But guess what? He's a dog.
I saw somebody in the chat put him in there. Him. He got that's his moniker. You know what I'm saying?
No, he put Angulo. I put Antonio Margarito.
Oh, that's another fool.
That's another dog that just marched forward and get destroyed by bullets.
His balls. He trying to put some bricks on it.
Yeah, he got his eye. He got his eye shot out by a Pacquiao shot. By a Pacquiao shotgun.
Man, I like what's the name? Put them paws on Puerto Rican.
Cotto put them paws on him, and then Pacquiao put them paws on him.
Cotto beat the brakes off that dude, man.
Yeah, but in that first fight though, he walked Cotto ass down.
He cheated,
and it looked like he hit that motherfucker in the head with a brick or something.
Yeah, he cheated, Trey.
Boy, he punched Cotto ears off. Cotto ears was damn near hanging off. I was there. I watched that fight at the pool hall, bro.
Hey, when he hit Cotto, Trey, and Cotto took that knee, he was looking like, man, this nigga got something.
Cotto was like, God damn, this nigga barely tapping me and I'm fucking hurt. What the fuck is going on?
Say Cotto was hitting him with some shit though in that fight though, boy.
Cotto was yes.
Still was coming. Trey, that nigga's like a T-1000.
No, Trey is right. Trey got a point. Cotto was countering the fuck out of him, but he was just walking through them bitches. Cause he knew what he had in his plaster was stronger. That's what, that's why he had so much dog. He like, yo, I survived this bitch, but when I touch you, you're gonna be fucked up.
He probably had some big baby juice and bricks in his hands.
Hey man. Hey, when that boy Cotto took that knee, he looked out in the audience like, man, which one of y'all niggas out there throwing rocks at me?
Somebody must have shot me in my ear. Why the fuck my ear hanging off like this?
This nigga out.
Me.
Hey, that second fight though, that was a revenge fight like a motherfucker, man.
Oh yeah, it was.
Rightfully so.
Beat the brakes off of him. You knew something was wrong. That was a big difference. From that fight to that one was a big difference.
All right, let me jump back in the chat. Corny Billy was going down. Wilder versus Brazil has done over 1 million views. Wow. Yeah, I done seen some big numbers, man. I done seen some videos with 6 million and 10 million and shit, man. That motherfucker Wilder's stock went through the roof after that shit, which should be no surprise since this is a age of social media. That shit went viral. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown said same tactics, same results. Charlo, he used to box when he first got with James, but has got away from boxing. Yeah, he done got bloodthirsty. You know what I'm saying? Like he got like 4 knockouts in his last 6 fights. If I'm not mistaken, he believing in his power. He see what his brother doing with the power. He over there sitting down on his shots, but he falling in love with the knockout. He need to get back to like setting up the knockout. Let the knockout happen instead of trying to force it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he can do that. Felix Nunez said, I like Riga's style and aggression. Dude mean with it. Yeah, I ain't mad at you. I like Riga's program too, but I'm taking Josh Taylor. Picasso said, we should never argue because we're saying the same thing just from a different perspective. Calm down and agree to disagree so we don't lose ground and progress in more deep discussion. Goddamn. All right, it's a deep brother. Goddamn, my shit done moved fast. Where the fuck was I at? Hold on, I'm gonna find it. All right, here we go. Lowland Prophet said, Danny Jacobs. See, that's the type of nigga that has no dog in him. Yeah, I wish he would have had more against Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Don Dada, get that platinum.
Hey, Lowland, I agree with you 100% on that.
Lala D, wait, I think Jacobs did enough to beat Triple G though. I'll give him that. Lala D said Charlo all day this way. All right, goddamn, I'm taking Tony Harrison. I can't wait to serve y'all crow. Benedict Emmanuel said, "Who will win out of Marcus Brown versus Kovalev?" That's a interesting fight. You got the straight right from Kovalev going against the straight left from Sir Marcus Brown. Sir Marcus Brown is young and hungry. He got fresh legs and shit. I think right now I might have to go with Marcus Brown and go out with the old end with the new. Kovalev should be getting ready to turn 35 years old. This guy Marcus Brown, he was an Olympian. He's a quality fighter. His confidence is through the roof right now after his big win over Badu Jack. I think right now I'm gonna have to go with Marcus Brown. What y'all think?
Same shit, bro. I'm agreeing with you all the way, bro. I'm gonna go with Sir Marcus Brown, bro. I think he's just a little. He's also aggressive. With all of that, he's aggressive, and Kovalev don't like a fighter that's aggressive towards him. Kovalev likes to be the aggressor. So when there's another fighter that's gonna be aggressive and rough him up a little bit, throw a shoulder into his fucking chin and shit like that, his shoulder into his fucking eyes, rough him up, rub your fucking forearm against him. Kovalev don't like that type of work. So I'm gonna go with Sir Marcus Brown.
Hey, well, I'm rocking the boat on this one, bro, because I just am not impressed with Marcus Brown whatsoever. That last fight with him and what was Buddy
Badu
got the
Jack.
vagina put on his forehead?
Badu
Yeah,
Jack.
against Badu Jack, bro. That was the most unimpressive win, one of the most unimpressive wins that I've ever seen. Now, granted, Badu Jack didn't do anything in return, and I don't know how much that gash on his forehead played into that. But even before that, man, he wasn't really doing that. But there was nothing to me about Marcus Brown's performance that stood out and made me be like, okay, yeah, that's the nigga we need to be looking out for right there. It was basic. The shots seemed weak. You know what I'm saying? It's just that there was nothing coming back in return from him.
I think you need to go and
So
revisit
I would
that
say
fight.
Kovalev.
I think you need to revisit that fight because Marcus Brown, his
Right.
athleticism just showed up. He was sprinkling all kind of shots on Badu Jack ass. Well, I picked Badu Jack to win the fight, and I'm sitting up here calling that shit tasting crow the whole goddamn time. I think you need to revisit that one, bro.
Hey, maybe so, but I got Kovalev. I got Kovalev putting something on his ass too.
All right, who next?
Yeah, I don't really see Sir Marcus Brown having the patience, man. I see Kurbalov experience just being a bet, taking advantage of it, man. I don't see Sir Marcus Brown doing anything. If anything, he can shock the world and show me something different. But I'm gonna have to take that fool Kurbalov, man.
That fool Kovalev, oh man. No filter. Tony Boxer said he got Charlo losing again. La Disa OMG. I remember Bika, yeah. Lowland Prophet say, okay, you don't love it. You opposite of love it. I won't say hate. See, like you going straight to emotion. Like I just don't understand. Like, why does everything have to be so extreme? Love and hate. Why it can't be agree or disagree or like or dislike?
Can I speak on this though?
Go ahead.
I could have swore I said I didn't like his style. So what's the opposite of like?
Dislike.
All right then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why it got to be so extreme? Love and hate and all this kind of shit.
That's the part of building dope. You know what I'm saying? We can understand each other because a lot of times people not, you know what I mean, understanding. A lot of little small things, you know, we can understand from now on. There's, you know, people's opinions to be recognized now, more understood. You feel me?
Yeah. Lowland Prophet said AB got dog in him. Gay dog. All right, man. He done some shit. He humping dudes in the ring. That motherfucker standing in the mirror with his arm around Tank Davis. They kissing each other in the club, all in the Snapchat shit. So he done earned that. But he also, you know, he the can man too. He can fight anybody, you know what I'm saying? Times of the Time said Margarito is a cheat though. Yeah, that motherfucker cheated. One of the ones that I usually be in the background listening. All right. You one of them now. You just come through and just sit in the background.
Yeah, we did something to you, huh?
Yeah, the Foley Lawstraw stomped his ass out. Yeah, they down there slapping somebody with a wrench. Damon P said, I got Harrison this time. That's the engineer. See, I got smart people riding with me like Robert Stewart and Damon P and all that kind of shit. We gonna serve y'all ass that crow. Don't even worry about it. J1 Pro Levici. You see, I'll move on real quick. J1 Pro Levici, Big Baby Miller got chili dogs in him. Yeah. Then he said, I got Charlo over Harrison. God damn. He said, I think he will box more this time. Well, according to his statement that he made after the Wilder fight, he wants one of them spectacular highlight reel knockouts. So I think he gonna come and try to get one.
Hey, I'm with you, J1. We're gonna be on Crow's Cafe if it don't happen.
Me too. Hey, add me in there. I got Charlo winning this rematch. I think Charlo can make the necessary adjustments.
You wanted me to let you out, man, because I thought you were riding with me.
I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
Stop the car right now.
Yo, I changed my mind like 3 weeks ago while we was talking privately. Y'all don't remember? When I said I think Charlo can make the necessary adjustments, I seen the slight adjustments he can make Yeah, I made that change a while ago.
That's
I
right.
Yeah, I
feel
know. I'm
it.
just fucking with you.
Come on
Hey,
home.
hey
Come on
Trey.
home,
Hey
man.
Trey.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Hey, pull over up here on the corner, man. Let Maine out.
Yeah.
Next street
Probably
up.
that.
Just let him out,
He's
man.
like, hey,
Hey,
let me
when I
out,
seen the
bro.
dreams,
Like,
when I
I'm
seen
gonna
the
get in the
dreams
front
said
seat.
Mark. No, when I seen the
I
dreams
said,
said Mark.
oh,
When I
go
seen
ahead,
the
bro.
what the hell, y'all? This man crazy, ain't he, man? Can I read the chat, my brother? Now I see the dreams that Margarito had plaster, silver dollars, and all kinds of shit in them gloves. And that remind me of that Billy Resto in that fucking Panama Lewis fight. You know what I'm talking about, Marlo, when they pulled all the padding out the gloves and
Yeah.
the man beat the man ass, beat him unrecognizable.
What the hell is
Yeah,
that?
that's what that shit remind me of. One of the ones that James Tony had dog in him. He now has slurred speech. Yeah, but when I think about James Tony, he never talked articulate. He always sounded kind of fucked up and muffled when he talked, you know what I'm saying? So he was one of the greatest defensive fighters of all time, man. Get off my man James Tony. James Ruley
exactly.
said, huh?
Did you ever talk about James Tony?
Ever. James Ruley said, whatever you do, just please don't say anything bad about King Joshua. I think he'll get his ass whooped fucking with Deontay Wilder. If you consider that bad, hey, man, I can't help you. You know what I'm saying? He said, don't say anything bad about Joshua. We going to get his ass knocked the fuck out in about 5 rounds fucking with Wilder. Napoleon Armstrong said, I just hope Harrison don't get cute and try to make a statement and get knocked out. He just needs to box intelligently. I trust him to do that, man. Gregory Wyatt, one of the ones. I talking to one of the ones. Chris Brown said, I'm sorry, but Regis is going to dog walk, Taylor. All right, we're going to see, man. I'll be happy to eat or serve crow. King Diesel, what's up, bro? So, what up, Marlo, Trey, and Panel? Salute to the fans. Signs of the times that Jacobs beat Clinello and Triple G. The refs love non-black fighters. I thought Jacobs did a lot better in his fight than he actually did, in my opinion. When I went back and watched that shit again, I thought Canelo fought a dominant performance. I thought he
Hey,
was slipping on jabs. I didn't feel like Jacobs was putting nothing on them punches. He was hitting them with these light touching type shots with his jab. He wasn't putting no shotgun bazooka type jab on Canelo. And when I was calling the fight live, it seemed like he was. So when I went back and I watched the fight again, I had a pretty dominant victory for Canelo. Somebody about to say something?
hey, that was me. Hey, man, I had to go back to Gregory Wyatt's comment that you skipped over because he was talking to one of them ones. He said, one of them ones, it's after 3 a.m. where you are. Did you just wake up or will we hear Z's again?
Yeah.
Is it
That
going to be
motherfucker
lagging?
knocked the hell out.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
like
it was,
background one of them ones you ain't like that. It wasn't all
yeah.
fell asleep, brother.
Shit, I done
Yeah.
did it too.
Yeah,
Hey, that was classic. That was
that's a
classic, bro.
it was a classic moment, brother. Ain't no
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lowland Prophet said, when I see Badu Jack out here, draw, goddamn. Yeah, J1 Pro Levenger said Marcus Brown stops Kovalev in 6 rounds.
Hey, bro,
All right,
I'm sorry to cut.
Napoleon Armstrong said Badu cut ain't healed yet. It will easily reopen. That he gonna always have scar tissue right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Hey, Trey, I'm sorry
Yeah.
to cut you off, but he also did show his dilly dally on TV too.
That motherfucker will forever eat crow forever, man.
hey, and I came back. But I came back.
Yeah,
There's no coming back from that sucker. That's for life.
Let him out the
Hey,
car, Trey.
Hey,
hey,
rough house, till this day, nigga.
hey, to this day, hey, I'm still here.
yeah.
Y'all come fuck with Melvin if you want to.
Yeah, let me jump back to the chat. King Diesel say, hey, like I told Blue Blood, I work with Tank Davis' big brother, and we smoking I ain't got. All right, that's what's up. Now, I seen the dream said, I think Jack has been in too many Mayweather 20-round doghouse wars. Yeah, that's a good point. Let me scroll down. I seen the dream said, damn, it was wrench play, and I missed out. Yeah, they was banging that motherfucker around with that wrench. Chris Brown said, Charlo won't make the necessary adjustments. I don't think he will either, man, but we gonna see. Goddamn Don Dollar said, let me out. Full over, yeah. Picasso said the love and hate is passionate. If you don't have a favorite fighter, just pick one because it promotes the fights and your pockets pay for it. Get it? I understand that, but like when we assessing fights though, like who gonna win a fight or if a fighter got dog or something like that, like like it's fighters that I love. Like I love Carissa Shields as a fighter. I love Deontay Wilder as a fighter. I love Earl Spence as a fighter. That don't mean that they can't do no wrong in my eyes. I can still be objective and keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm talking about is if El Fenici don't feel like a man got dogged, why does that make him a hater? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Let me scroll down. Benedict Emmanuel said Michael Hunter versus Efe Ajagba prediction. I think I know who Michael Hunter is, and if it's the guy I'm thinking, I wasn't super impressed by him. I'm gonna tell you Efe Ajagba.
Yeah,
Wasn't Michael Hunter the guy that was supposed to fight Joshua?
Yeah, that's the
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a former cruiserweight. I think he's got like 7 or 8 fights at heavyweight under his belt. Well, I mean, which isn't a whole lot different from Efe Ajagba, but at the same time, I'm gonna go with Ajagba.
So then think of it. Why didn't Joshua choose to fight Efe Ajagba versus trying to fight Michael Hunter when they were looking for the replacement for the fight? Because remember, the only reason they didn't take Michael Hunter is because the backlash was going crazy. The fans wasn't trying to have that, so they had to change it last minute to freaking Andy Ruiz. You feel me? So why didn't they go with Efe Ajagba instead? We wouldn't have sit there and be uproaring that much. That would have been like, all right, fuck it, go ahead and take it. And Joshua team probably wouldn't even want that type of smoke.
The same reason they don't want to fight fucking Wilder. They goddamn power. They scared.
There we go.
That might have been the closest they came to being able to get ready for Wilder.
Hey,
then he should have took it. Just to prepare for that.
He said he ain't ready for Wilder. What was that, like 2 years ago? Something like that?
Yep.
Yeah. Joshua said, I'll take Wilder when I'm in the position to win the fight.
Win. Yep.
So how is somebody saying that he's scared is a hate, or you know what I'm saying? Or we don't know what we talk about. We ain't saying nothing, we making it up.
He himself is telling you he's scared. He himself is saying, yo, bro, I'm scared. I don't want that type of smoke. But people don't want to just accept it. Joshua said it himself.
But they say because Wilder didn't sign with DAZN, you know what I'm saying? He a duck. I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on around this thing? Was
Joshua even signed with DAZN when that happened?
No.
Exactly.
No.
There we go.
No.
Hey, exactly. There we go.
Hey, man, I ain't trying to run down the rabbit hole, but I've been wanting to say this for a while, man. A lot of people talking about, Wilder turned down that that deal from DAZN. Now, me personally, I'm an everyday average broke type individual. So 120 million, yeah, that's everything for me. You know what I'm saying? Show me where the dotted line is. But at the same time, Wilder is a $1 million prize fighter. You know what I'm saying? And that dude is familiar with the ins and the outs of the fight game. Plus, he got a good team around him. Now, everybody talking about, yeah, he ducked AJ because he didn't sign that fight. AJ wasn't attached to that DAZN deal nowhere. Right. There was nothing at all. There was nothing at all that said, hey, we guarantee that one of these 3 fights or 4 fights or whatever is going to be an AJ fight. So if at any time AJ would have been like, nah, I don't want to do that, AJ could have just ducked out of that fight and Wilder would have been fighting 4 fights on DAZN.
Right.
There you go. So say it right. So it was a 3-fight deal that the DAZN was trying to sign Wilder to, and none of the 3 fights that they was trying to sign him to pertain to AJ.
Yep.
So therefore, what the fuck is he signing a deal for then, to sign to DAZN and not get it without an AJ fight? Stupid.
That was what it was. Keep him wrapped up.
Yeah.
That was for him not to fight AJ.
Yep.
Now,
right.
Exactly.
Look where he at right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a way better choice he made. What he doing now than it was to fight on DAZN, which he wouldn't be getting none of the attention, none of these, you know what I'm saying, stuff that he be getting with Showtime. Like people just don't never see, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. They gonna talk about.
Then they signed Luis Ortiz to get him an AJ fight, and then when he defeated his man AJ, and Eddie Hearn was like, nah, chill, hold on, not yet. And they kept saying, hold on, bro, not yet. And then until the point where he's like, God damn, y'all ain't never gonna give me this fight. He had to leave DAZN. All right, then, same shit.
Look how fast.
Same shit.
Look how fast it changed. Look how many months. It didn't even take no year. How fast it changed. He turned that deal down, and his stardom done went way high. You know what I'm saying? What they gonna offer him now? 200 mil?
UK channels, no disrespect to y'all, man. I was live at the Wilder versus Brazil fight. That motherfucker was sold the fuck out. That bitch was packed in a motherfucker to the point where motherfuckers are standing up in the stadium, bro. Don't get it twisted. That shit was packed. I put videos up on YouTube showing how packed that bitch was. I can't afford the videos. I can say it and lie, but the videos show that I ain't lying. So what's up? What y'all got to say?
Renee, what's good, fam? Hey, get the fuck out my gym. Bro.
What's up with it? Renee Box Young, what's going down? Let me drop back in the chat. Now, seeing the dream said the only person sleeping around here is Brazil, goddamn. One of the ones said, man, y'all never gonna let me live. Hell no, we ain't gonna never forget about that shit. One of the ones said, man, shoot me a link next time. I'll come through and rock with the fam. No one ain't ducking. No one ain't ducking. You see that double negative right there? That means that his subconscious is really ducking. All right, number one, before you get a link, will you answer a question? Because this motherfucker will give you a 30-minute response without answering shit. And number two, will you stay awake during the duration of the live stream, motherfucker? If you can answer yes to them questions, we'll send you a link. Somebody about to say something?
Nah, we
I'm just
laughing.
Picasso said, I think AJ will have a stroke if that fight with Wilder get made. Man. King Diesel says, a man, I'm glad I missed that. I guess he talking about that little debacle that took place for Rough House.
Yeah.
Lowland Prophet said, I want in on that bet. What are we doing? All right, somebody bet that and Lowland, look who it is. Is La D betting at him?
Yeah, Lala. $5
that
super
ain't
chat.
one of the guys. Man.
La better tell him every time you hear that song. La 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 la. Hey. What? Goodbye. It's over, boy. Shit, tell that nigga.
They agree. They agree. Both of them taking Charlo, so they ain't no bet. They waiting on me to make a bet. Fuck y'all. Y'all ain't about to tag team me on that shit. J1 Pro Da Vinci said Joshua was on Showtime and went to the zone. So why wasn't that a duck? Goddamn. Yeah, square business. And I seen the dream said Wilder can get 120 million in one fight. Yeah, but I mean Wilder, man, he ain't gotta take no kind of conditions because like at any time his stock can rise by any fighter that he fight because of the day and age we live in. He's a fucking viral video waiting to happen. The motherfucker's a viral sensation overnight. I got people sending me videos of his knockout over Brazil that don't know shit about boxing. They can't name one fighter, but they sending me this video of him knocking out Brazil. You know what I'm saying? So Wilder's stock has the ability to go up at any time. Let me scroll down a little bit. Renee Box Young, what's up with it? Picasso freeze out AJ. Now he needs Wilder. Yeah. J1 Pro Da Vinci said Joshua fanboys want Wilder to do everything AJ way just for AJ to still turn down the motherfucking fight. Yeah. Goddamn. Look at a lot of main boxing biker down there with that shit. All right, man, we've been going for about 4 hours. So y'all want to go ahead and shut it down, get a go smelling ass up out of here, go get our asthma pumps together and something to eat.
Yes,
Yeah, man.
All right, Rough House, you go first.
Already, man. Hey, man, as always, y'all know it's a good time. Anytime I get to rock out with the homies over here on the corner, you know what I'm saying, the whole block fam. Hey, salute to Marlo and Trey X, El Finici, main boxing biker, Chris Rayner, legendary Top Cats. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that pulled up on the corner rocked out with us, man. Hey, y'all come back this weekend for the fight calls. And then next week we're gonna do this again, man, either Tuesday or Thursday. But y'all already know what it is. I am that boy Box. This is Rough House Boxing TV, and y'all make sure y'all stop by the house. Just remember to wipe your feet, close the door behind you. And I'm out.
Yeah. What about you, man?
Hey, man, salute to the corner. Salute to everybody in the chats, man. La D, Finici, my boy Rough House, my boy Legendary Top Cats, Marlo, Trey X, getting it in, man. Salute to all of y'all, man. Listen, bro. Chris Rayner, great job on what you do for us, man. We really appreciate you, bro. Listen, anytime y'all want that blow-by-blow commentary, man, you know where to come to, man. Come to the corner. We got it, bro. This is where it's at. You feel me? Yo. Me, main boxing biker, I'm at all the fights in New York, man. Fucking Brooklyn, fucking Barclays Center, Madison Square Garden, we in there, man. Listen, this is where it's at. Shout out to the corner, shout out to everybody else, and we appreciate y'all, man. Listen, I'm out.
All right, what about you, El?
I don't always get called a ghost smelling motherfucker and a hater on the same day. But when I do, it's usually on Marlo's corner. Salute to the block fam. You know what it is. Shit.
Yeah. Let me look into the last few chats before we go. Sean Icon said, Trey, you think Hunter had anything for Joshua Robinson to think his boy beats Josh? From what I saw, I wasn't too impressed by him. Signs at the time said Wilder is the hardest puncher in boxing history, in my opinion. I ain't mad at you. Chris Brown, peace to the chat. J1 Pro Da Vinci, peace and blessings, and don't take no wooden nickels, goddamn. Yeah. Napoleon Armstrong, peace. Now, seeing the dream has been fun hanging out on the corner, peace. Mark Wonderlick, shout out to Utah. Dub Bears, peace to the family. Lowland Prophet say wholeness and balance, goddamn. La D. All right, Lowland Prophet down there laughing. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. We're gonna be in this motherfucker more often during the week. So I'm gonna try to find a day that we gonna do our breakdowns and do our trivia and shit, and then we just gonna have day like this where we just talking boxing. So it'll probably be one day on Tuesday and another day on Thursday. Then we'll be calling the fights on Saturday and shit. And we're gonna try to put together some fun shit in the future. Be on the lookout for the new episodes of Uncle Nephew. Appreciate everybody coming through. Shout out to Best Fight the Best for bringing this crew and bringing all them goddamn trolls and shit over here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we catch y'all on the next one, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man. Always fun, man. I appreciate everybody that come through and show love, man. Show out and hang out with us, man. To the next one, don't forget to tell them haters and trolls. I mean, my bad. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man. But to the next one, don't forget to tell them haters and trolls. Get the fuck out my gym.
You heard him.
Gio.